What's up, people? Hey,
We've got a clip from Hardcore Table
No.
Talk.
Stop.
We're not going to start with that?
Man,
Beat off with it.
just
Pump the brakes.
wants to watch the world
your
burn.
Well, all right. So my name is Jeremy. Joining us today, we've got
He stalled to remember what his name was.
We got Fiona. We got Alfredo. We got Jack. We got Trevor.
And special guest, Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
There he is.
What's up, Danger?
Oh man. Hey, Endgame
Okay.
comes out today.
We are pre-recording this on Thursday before Endgame comes out because
So
we're
there's
all
no
seeing
spoilers.
Endgame tonight. Fredo and I are seeing it twice. He's seeing it IMAX at 6 and then going to the Draft House at 10.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it at the
I don't know, I
Draft
didn't
House
get
at
to turn
6.
it
And then going to the Draft House at 10. I think literally I'm in the same theater. So I'm seeing it, then it's like 30 minutes later I see it again.
You're going to have some real, like, worn-in cheek marks on your chair, Jack.
Well,
It's 6 hours.
We're taking over like a quarter of that 10:45 viewing because Sarah bought a whole row for
3D?
the support room up towards the front, and then I have.
Read who's on before we finish.
yeah.
This is brought to you by Blue Apron, 23andMe, and Bespoke.
Bespoke Post.
There it is.
boat.
Man, that Blue Apron's been on point.
All right, I don't lead this very
I like.
often.
Let's not
Yeah.
explain what the fuck this is for
the rest of it.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
address it.
Well, no, because the other guy's gonna show up.
Oh yeah. So by the way, this cast probably won't be the whole cast for the entire episode
Yeah.
because the rest of them are playing
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart versus the Derp Crew.
Yep,
What are the
rematch,
little-
and they're in the finals right
The fuck
now.
are the little balls in the dirt?
Don't worry about it.
Aliens.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Those are eggs.
That's his testicles.
eggs. Actually, yeah. What is that?
I think they're
Pop
eggs.
one. Eat it.
Well, it's probably. Is that like?
Is it actual dirt like that?
Oh, it popped!
Oh my God! It came
That
at
squirted
me.
out so far.
Yeah,
What the
dude.
fuck was that?
What's
Did it
Smell
get
it.
in my water? I don't
Doesn't
even
smell like anything, really.
I don't know if it's in my water. That's extra protein.
I mean, it's probably like soil for planting shit. So it's probably like nutrients and shit.
It might just be like nitrogen
I said it was an egg.
pustules.
I said
Well,
it
I
was
mean,
an
it's
egg.
probably
It did pop.
It's very salmon egg in appearance.
Yeah,
You know.
it looks like that shit.
Well,
you
does
get
it
at the
taste like
sushi
salmon
bar.
egg?
Make some roe.
Yeah.
Does it taste like salmon egg?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll never know.
But yeah, that
Who smacked the
10:45
mic?
viewing, man.
Someone
Should
dropped
be
the
hot.
gun.
I heard a.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
fun, man. I am fucking excited. I've done a lot to avoid spoilers. Like I've kind of stopped watching trailers. Like they've been
Dude,
dropping
I've been-
TV trailers like crazy.
TV
I've
spot
stopped
this,
watching
and I'm
them,
like, stop
yeah.
it.
Speaking of, and I'm gonna say it, if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, right? Like, just don't go to the comments of
Don't
this
go to
podcast.
any
Don't do it.
comment. Don't go to the
Someone's gonna
Instagram
spoil it.
discovery
Please
page.
just-
Someone's
Don't
gonna be
go-
an asshole.
Have
Don't go
the
on
urge to spoil.
Twitch.
How about don't?
Yeah.
Just don't. Okay,
I-
this is 10 years of films. This is 20 plus films.
11 years now.
Someone
11
gave
years.
birth to you. Where am I looking at? Don't be an asshole.
Someone gave
Okay.
birth to you.
Your mother had you in the womb for 9 months.
So you can spoil a movie.
Don't do that.
My favorite
Don't.
meme is Doctor Strange saw 14 million versions of
Oh,
Avengers
yeah.
and it hasn't spoiled one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept
cool.
it secret too.
Yeah, you guys
So
saw it
you
twice in a
can.
night. He saw it 14,000 times in a couple
million.
seconds or whatever. Yeah.
He said 5 more words and now off he went.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been preparing. I
He was
reread.
like, this is Endgame now.
You know, I reread Infinity War. I was reading Infinity on the plane ride that I had yesterday.
Reading or watching?
Reading.
The novelization.
Oh.
Yeah, so I downloaded the Marvel comic book app, and I read like East of West and Saga, Invincible, all that kind of stuff because it's just like this one linear story and you follow through. And then with Marvel and DC, it always gets confusing because I'm like, where is what and timelines and different
Some danger.
I was like, this it's everywhere.
Don't be
put
a
my
stranger.
arm in that.
That's gross. That's disgusting. But the Marvel app, it'll actually tell you, hey, this is the main storyline, and then while you read each main story issue,
Damn it. What the
Fuck, Jeremy.
Jeremy Dooley, you didn't even get it on camera.
Man,
You got the edge of it.
Jeremy, you could have at least blasted the set on camera.
Broke our Thanksgiving poster.
ghosts happen.
Speaking of which, we have theater mode news coming soon. I don't know if we're not supposed to announce that now, but we have theater mode news coming.
Well, you're doing it anyway.
Somehow my light was
Sunday during what?
The Theater Mode Marathon.
Oh, Theater Mode
Theater
Marathon
Marathon.
this Sunday.
Third anniversary.
Third anniversary of Theater Mode. 3 years of Theater Mode. God, I love that show.
Trois.
So we're doing a special thing there.
on.
We'll have announcements around then.
Don't break the set.
Du trois.
Yeah.
Uno, dos, tres.
The Marvel app, you'll read the main storyline, and then after it'll be like, hey, these are the two branch off side stories if you want to read them, and this is the next main issue.
One of
I
them
was
is
like,
the movie.
You know what I like in the
What do you
comics
like? What do you like in the comics?
the what if comics.
Oh,
yeah.
That like those are kind of fun like stepping off points where they're just like what if. Honestly,
There was
I
one
read-
where the Silver Surfer got Carnage on him.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cosmic
like,
Carnage.
There's some real crazy
That was
ones.
a
I
great
haven't
one.
read those in a couple years, but like just like really cool concepts that like it's almost like they're officialized fanfics where
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
don't fuck. It's
Well-
just like they just mash two ideas together.
Fanfics where people don't fuck. Such a thing does not exist,
Yeah.
my
I don't
friend.
want
Well,
to.
one of my
It's an analogy.
favorite, one of my
That's a
favorite
ship
things,
I don't want to be on.
one of my favorite things that Marvel was doing for a while is the one shot. So they would release a short film. It'd be like a 10 to 15 minute short
Yeah.
film.
Yes.
That would kind of fill in the gaps between the movies. And I think the last one they did was Hail to the King,
Yeah.
which was the one where it was Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin,
Yeah.
like the fake Mandarin,
Yep.
and he was in jail, and like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
actual like Mandarin show or like the Mandarin people show up.
Didn't
Justin
that
Hammer had
essentially
one coming out.
rewrite Iron Man 3's ending?
Nah, not necessarily. Well, I mean, I know what's it? Killian says he's the Mandarin, but then you see the 10 Rings in Iron Man 1, so like that exists as a group, as like a terrorist organization. So not necessarily. Maybe he read up on it and just used that as called it
Yeah.
something. But anyway, I
I rewatched
one I've
I rewatched every single Marvel movie. I watched it in timeline order, and I did it in 2 weeks.
How'd Thor 2
14
go?
days.
I saw you
Dark
tweet.
World's not
You're
great.
like my favorites, boom to boom. My least favorites. What was it?
was
Thor 2
Thor.
and Thor. What was it?
And
Was it
Thor.
Yeah, Thor. It was
Yeah.
both the Thors.
But Thor is like not great, but you can watch
it's
it. and
world
be okay.
building.
Yeah.
Like if you go
It's
back and watch it
definitely-
now, it's rough. If you watch it when it first came out, I was like, oh wow, this is
Yeah,
actually
the
pretty
first
Back
time
then it
I
wasn't that
watched
bad,
it,
but
yeah.
rewatching it, it definitely stood out.
Well, they
Yeah.
did a great job at rebranding Thor because as a character, he just didn't mesh.
Yeah.
Well,
It was weird to have like someone like Captain America who's like a soldier and stuff, and then a god.
Yeah.
Like, it was
But
like,
also-
always kind of
Dude,
weird.
he had
It was his
the
personality and
bleached
stuff.
eyebrows, and I was like,
I don't
It was
know
a lot.
who was thinking of
The look was a thing.
that.
I was so
those
distracted.
bleached eyebrows.
Yeah.
It was bad. Personally, I remember watching it for the first time, and it was good. Like I was like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
cool. I like this
Yeah.
hero." And now thinking
Yeah,
back,
but
I'm like,
in the
"Oh
scope of
shit, there
watching-
was Thor
yeah.
2."
Yeah, Thor 2, I'll be honest.
I completely
Dark World.
forgot
I
about
I watched
that.
it maybe
I
once,
watched it
maybe
once.
twice.
I didn't even bother.
I will
watching
say
it.
that's like the only movie I like Kat Dennings in. Like she's pretty good as the comic
Yeah.
relief, the meow meow.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
she's
yeah.
they're like a Thor.
Oh,
Big
why did they do
love.
that?
So weird.
Why'd they do that?
Yeah, he looks
Oh,
radically
that's
different now.
horrible. Oh
But,
my
I
god.
I was like, it's terrible, Jack. It's not that bad. Like after 10 minutes, it's like, okay, it's distracting.
It's
But
bad.
it's interesting because like Thor actually does play an important part. Like the Thor movie plays an important part in the MCU because you get introduced to Selvig, who ends up being the sort of plot device for Avengers, the first Avengers movie. Like he's there working on the quantum stuff, and then like
Yeah.
the gate opens, and then he gets taken
of
over
course.
and helps Loki.
Don't
It's
they
like,
introduce
Loki and
Hawkeye
everything,
too?
and- Yeah.
Hawkeye?
And that-
Hawkeye is introduced in the first Thor
Yeah.
movie as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Have you
He's,
seen
introduced.
he's
it?
in it
He's the
briefly.
dude up in the
Oh.
bird's nest.
But like you're like, oh, so this is a new person.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
got
it's
you.
not like a whole thing.
But that's one of those things like that
They
was
don't make a
Jeremy
big
Renner
deal
too.
Yeah,
about
they don't
it,
make
yeah.
a big deal.
Like they've been really good about like they have a cast of like 40 heroes now, and only 2 of them have swapped. You know, it's like Rhodey's swapped, and then Incredible Hulk, and then Hulk Banner swapped.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than that, it's been like the same cast.
Dude, Incredible Hulk, I mean, it definitely stands out. It's a way different tone than all the other Marvel movies, but maybe just because I haven't seen it in a while. It's not a good movie, but I had fun watching
It's
it.
a fun movie.
Yeah.
And like they introduce what's his name?
The General.
end. No, well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
He comes back
Thunderbolt
around.
Ross, but also the brain,
Yeah,
the guy at the end.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Where the stuff is
Is-
dripping into
Yep.
his head wound
Yeah.
and his head, but they don't do anything with
No,
it, right?
no, but they've mentioned him in other stuff. I think
Okay.
I want to say his name.
I don't
is
remember
popped
it
up
at all.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's with like Abomination. Like Abomination's still around somewhere.
It's
Like,
basically the Hulk versus Hulk
Yeah.
battle. That
Yeah.
one where he's got the
Well,
spine.
that was one of the things that was always sort of boring about Hulk movies. Is like Hulk movies were usually like, or cartoons even, are just like big man versus big man.
Yeah.
Punch. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't a lot of nuance to it.
But then you
Yeah.
get like Professor Hulk and stuff too. Then he starts really kind of getting
Yeah.
mixed up with it.
That's-
I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with Banner / Hulk in Endgame tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tonight,
It's tonight, dude.
Oh my god,
we are.
yes.
Oh god, we're like 5 hours away.
Time is slowing
we watch-
down.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna
movies.
wrap myself in a blanket and play Borderlands.
You don't have tickets tonight?
No, I got tickets at 9:15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I just mean like I'm just gonna wait for it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have like a 6 o'clock.
Michael,
Yeah.
Michael,
Yeah.
bless his soul, gave me 3 tickets to see it because I got my tickets for tomorrow, and I
Dude,
was like,
everyone bought backup tickets.
I know,
That's how
and I was
crazy
like,
it
I
is.
bought it for tomorrow, and I was like, okay, well, Friday, since you guys aren't gonna watch this until tomorrow, but I bought it for Friday, and I was like, shit, I have to go to the office. They're gonna fucking talk about it. And
Yeah,
nonstop.
100%.
What happened with Infinity War? I don't remember what everyone was out for, but Ryan came in the day after.
yeah,
and it was like
yeah.
a ghost town. He's like, I think it was actually during Off Topic.
yeah, we told him
No,
to
we
go.
told him to go.
He went and saw it, and then I think came back
Yeah.
onto Off Topic,
Yeah.
because like he was worried about spoilers.
Well, because
Yes.
we wanted to talk
We
about
wanted to
being
talk
honest.
about
We
it.
kept waiting for Ryan to leave, and then
Right.
we'd all talk, and
Yeah.
he'd come back and be like, and then we get
Yeah.
Yep.
go silent.
wait while he's in
And
there.
then we're like, Ryan, you just need to go watch it.
I
Just
know.
go now.
Ryan's seeing it tonight. Hey, there we go. There's Michael Jones.
I'll get on
Everyone
the
else
chair.
left before me, so I don't know how they didn't get here.
They all left before
Peeing,
I like to come here.
making liquid.
Well, I've got a
There's
meeting
your-
here
there's
in
your
10
Adams.
minutes, so I can step
Thanks,
off.
man.
I can take.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jeremy, you hang out
Jack,
here.
I'm filming for you.
I'll stand up for a little bit. You can take my seat.
Okay.
Hey, when did we start? Huh? When did how
15
long?
minutes.
I can stand up.
The broadcast was dragging their feet, starting late.
Well, once more people start showing
No,
up, we're
they're
gonna step out. We're just talking about Avengers. Remember when we were talking about when we kicked Ryan out?
Yeah,
We,
for
we told Ryan to go see Avengers.
Oh, that's
like,
right.
and-
forced them to go watch it
Infinity
during
War.
the day. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I bought my tickets.
That's fine. You look like you're at the table in that shot.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
don't.
Scoot up.
I told him he could screw
Damn.
up.
That's a
but I
little
guess-
tight.
there we go.
Really, Mike?
So happy.
Wow.
What? Yeah.
Oh, that shot doesn't work.
We'll go back.
But yeah, no, I bought my tickets, and the Draft House site was like crashing when I was trying to buy
Yes.
tickets. So I had to buy them through Fandango. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh god. So I went there yesterday and literally was like, do I have
you're
seats?
here.
And the
You
guy
get a
printed out
seat.
my tickets for me.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That's what
okay,
I gotta
thank Christ.
do for
I'll
everybody.
sort of
Print
leave.
out those tickets.
Okay.
Because I have a few Fandango too.
All right, here. Well, Lindsay, take my seat. Take my seat.
Boom,
I'll step
FBI.
out because I gotta go.
Boom! I like that. Boom, FBI. It's just very, very
you're
passive.
leaving,
Bye, happy Avengers
Gentle.
Day. I might be back later.
Thank you, though, Tiana.
I
Jack.
thought he was. I don't know where the hell he went. Gavin?
Alright, I'll
I'm
leave
gonna
after
leave.
this.
I'll leave if
I've been on a couple of
I
weeks.
saw
so-
all of you.
You sure?
Yeah, I've been on a couple of weeks in a row now.
Okay.
All
Are
right.
we?
Bye, Jeremy.
You answered that. I heard your phone went bling.
He didn't.
Bling, bling.
Bye. Bye,
First
Jeremy.
things first.
I was Jeremy.
You're the realist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's warm.
We're
I'm
up
gonna
here,
get
man.
some beer. So.
Okay.
Please do. Please do.
Whatever you need to eat,
of cups
whatever
of
you need to drink, do it now because there's not going to be a single minute during
I'll
that
drink with
movie
you.
tonight where you can go and take a piss or shit.
No piss break. No shit break.
Yep.
Full throttle.
Russo Brothers like, you can't take any breaks during this movie, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
Andy was like, "There's not." He was like,
Undefeated.
"There's
Very happy.
nothing."
Very proud of Fiona for the merch she's representing
What?
here.
What?
Okay, bye, Jeremy.
What did you say?
I'm just saying undefeated. I'm just happy to see
okay.
someone else who
Oh,
knows
bro.
represented.
You know, it's fine.
Michael,
Cool. I can lean. Jeremy, I can lean.
you can lean.
I can lean like that.
There it is. Check it out.
Lean with it, rock with it.
I'm leaning. I can
At the
chill.
bar, leaning back, casual.
So fancy.
Yeah, we started about
So
10:15.
Hey, that's cool. Did you do the intro?
Yeah, we did the
Yeah.
intro. We almost fuddled it
Hold
up.
on, everyone
We almost got
appreciate
too
this
excited.
pour.
Dude, that is a beautiful.
That's
Can we
a-
get a close up on this
Hey, you guys
pour?
want food?
Can we get a close up on this pour,
Yeah.
please?
You want food?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Logo out.
I'll eat now so I can shit out before
What
the
are we
movie.
thinking? Food.
Anything.
What a
Don's?
shit show.
And they're just, it was,
What a shit
McDeezy's?
it's,
Are we talking Donatello's? Or are we talking? What are we?
You just want to do like pizza? That's an
The
easy
frame
one,
is
right?
still falling
it's at
apart.
McDonald's.
let's
I don't.
do,
Doesn't
what?
Or
matter.
McDonald's?
Look at the bottom of the frame. Jeremy,
McDonald's.
Jeremy
fucked that
clattered
up.
that thing off the wall, and now
Are
the
we
frame
okay with
itself is
McDonald's?
The
falling
frame is
apart.
falling apart.
The bottom's
For those of you
falling
guys
off
that aren't
now, just
watching.
now.
Yeah.
I'm cool with Mickey D's.
Yeah,
Food or if
I
you,
second that.
Alright.
Bye, Jeremy.
Whatever Sarah, if you'd be so kind as to look into our chat history, and whatever I ordered the last time we ordered McBreezy's, just do that.
Terrible
I
podcast.
just want nuggies.
It's the worst.
All
right, Michael, get it
started.
Get us back on
focus
track.
it back
It's a bad
in.
start.
Focus
Really?
back in.
Thank
here.
God this
fuck
isn't
is
live.
happening?
People, at least they can skip this.
That is a baby beer.
Well,
Well,
they
there's
won't.
nothing else.
Yeah, there's no clean cups. So
I
Fiona
mean,
Grace.
there's
there's
like
some right
there's
back
a ton
there.
right there.
Well, no one told me.
I mean, to
Fuck
look.
That's
all
fair.
you.
That's fair. Yeah. So fuck.
She's
She's working her way up. Guys.
Dude,
Already,
Maybe that's-
when
It's an
I drank,
appetizer.
I drank this much of the IPA, the Voodoo Ranger.
Yeah.
And I was drunk.
It's
That's
like
strong.
9%
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That one-
That's some strong
That one's
shit.
7.
Oh,
The Juicy Haze. That's like 7.5.
Juicy
what
haze.
was
Yeah.
I drinking?
Liquid
Imperial?
I think the
Paradise?
Imperial.
Was it Liquid Paradise?
I'm
'Cause
not
that's
sure.
the strong
It was the
one.
One of the green
Oh,
one
then
is
not
not.
that.
I think
mint
it was
green.
Imperial,
Okay,
but I don't know.
I think you're right.
Me and
they've
Gavin
got a
Liquid
were
Paradise is the
drunk.
blue one.
They got a kid.
We
It's
were
got
drunk.
I'm
the.
gonna have to leave soon and pick up our ticket for
What the
tonight.
fuck?
So is everyone just going?
Because I ordered it through Fandango.
You gotta pick them up.
That's what Jack did the same
Damn,
thing,
dude,
and
what
he's
year
like,
is this?
he went and picked them up physically, and I was like, word. I can't just show
Not
them
doing
my
that.
Fandango thing.
Really?
So I'm gonna go grab them
I've shown
I
the
do it at
Fandango
theater.
thing.
just in
Do
case.
that. That's also the one I gave you.
Like, I'm not fucking around, all right? I don't.
Do I have to
Oh
pick
shit!
it up? Well, it's at 11.
Because then you
Fucking
have to pick them up.
Question.
That's Spider-Man. That's our guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Special guest.
What's up, Danger?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Just Spider-Man, huh?
Yeah.
I'm still a little emotionally distraught by what happened to Tom Holland, so this upsets me.
Oh,
This
No.
is Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay.
I know how much you hate doctors.
Do. Especially my mom.
I was about to say Mama Jones, or sorry, Mama
Dougie,
Tuggy.
please.
She ain't no doctor. Just have you right there.
Dr. Denise.
God.
Denise would be like a ghost doctor or something crazy like
That's
like,
Still not a
I don't
doctor.
know.
What you're describing.
a ghost
What's
doctor?
the weirdest thing you can get a doctorate in?
I was thinking about that the other day because like chiropractic or like
Chiropractic?
chiropracting.
that
What
it?
is the act of being a chiropractor?
It
Chiropractic.
sounds right,
Chiropractic.
Yeah.
so I think you can say it.
Sure, I made it up. It's my word
Chiropractic.
now.
It
We
sounds
use it.
right.
It
so
sounds right. I
you can
think
say
you
it.
can
Yes,
say it.
but that's like accepted as a medical field
Mm-hmm.
to a degree, for lack of a better term. Some places say this isn't like an actual science; it's like pseudoscience.
Yeah.
So they don't get a degree for it, but in America they clearly do.
Is it like? Is it kind
we
of
had
like?
that conversation when we had the weird
the ring dinger.
podcast
Yeah.
with,
We
with
talked-
Bernie.
Yeah, with the ring dinger conversation where they.
It's
It
just
sounds so
Make up.
dangerous.
I was not having that.
yeah, I don't know
Like,
about
how do you
that.
even practice that?
What do you mean practice?
On a
Like,
dummy?
when you first start
Oh, like
doing
get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
On a
find
dummy,
some.
you
and
gotta
then you
fuck
gotta
up
find
someone's
someone else,
spine.
and then
Find
you're gonna
people
be
that are
like, hey,
like willing to do it for free.
Yes, from my experience,
That-
They did that.
And
They
sign
did that
away.
at the
that
dental
can't
office.
be me.
my
Yeah.
sister's trying to become a
dental.
dentist.
Yeah.
She does.
In
or
dental
what-
school, they have that.
They both did, yeah. They have volunteers who come by and say, we'll get free dentistry from you guys
Yep.
with their training, heads up. But even before that, you have cadavers, and you go,
Yeah.
cadaver, sorry.
Cadaver.
And then,
Cadavers?
yeah, no. They go undersea.
They're deep sea.
Yes.
It's
but
like
cadavers.
it's like a chocolate, like plastic body you work on and eat
I don't know
partially.
if that was that a video
Godiva?
or a
I don't know. I have no idea.
You never know.
I didn't want to be stupid and stay.
So I guess
I
you just
did.
pop a dead person's back. That's how you learn, basically.
I
Do they still pop?
don't.
Right? They're pretty
I don't think.
Do you think
so.
there's enough?
I think you
room
need some
for error?
juice
You
in there.
need like You need
need
like some
stuff.
oxygen,
Yeah,
right?
it's the popping is
the
like
popping is the air, right?
Yeah, it's like
They got to be fresh.
because like
If they died like within 12 hours, you can probably
I
still
don't know
pop
if it's
them.
nitrogen, like because the
Order
pressure
McDonald's.
differential, like when you bend a knuckle, like the sac in between the bones, like shifts
The
through to the other
air.
side, and because of the difference in pressure, it causes the air, or I think the nitrogen in the sac to like turn into bubbles and then collapse again, which is what the pop is.
You lost.
Say sack again.
Yeah. I just heard some of the microphone going off. Somebody's lunch is ready.
Oh, that's good.
I was just thinking about that.
I heard the
just
air
zoned
pocket,
out.
and I was like, oh no.
When you
Too
die,
technical.
your body does release gas from inside, right? Because of the process of decomposition. So could that also happen with
Shit
your
yourself?
Jeff's
Yeah, well,
Jeff's farts are really bad. So imagine.
He's basically
dying,
decaying.
yeah.
Imagine
On the
that.
inside.
That
He's
fart.
been dying for like 20 years now. So
I think, yeah.
I hate that I've probably eaten a handful of Jeff's
he had a
farts.
Of course you have. They're nothing
Yeah.
compared to what they used to be, though.
Oh lord.
With all the whiskey farts.
Whiskey
They were way
farts.
worse.
I mean, he's like right behind me, so I'll turn around.
Yeah, but he rarely farts at his own desk. He walks over to Gavin and farts
Yeah,
on top
but,
of
but,
him.
so- yeah, but
happens.
sometimes you just get
Did
hit
you
with
blast
it.
me post on the spot yesterday?
does that mean?
I was deep in my headphones when you came back from on the spot, looking for new music for the show. Anyway, and felt like someone blasted off in there,
Just
and there was only two other people.
drive
Might
by.
have. I might have. Or it might not have.
I don't remember this morning.
Lindsay's like, listen,
I
it
don't
could
know.
have been me. I'll be honest.
If I ever am accused of committing a crime or I commit a crime, like I'm also fucked because they'll be like, "What happened? Like, prove your innocence." I'll be like, "I don't
Dude,
I don't know."
no lie. I started watching the Anan Saeed stuff on HBO. That series. I forget the name that they. That's 4 episodes, but I don't
Is that
remember.
Patriot Act?
What's that?
Is that Patriot Act? Is that episode?
No. I don't know. Anyway, like I was just watching the first episode when they're talking, they put people up on the stand. They're like, "Do you like tell me what happened on January 15th, 2016?" You know, stuff like that. And I'm like, and like one of the people that they were talking to, did the test or whatever, testifying. He was like, "I don't know. What are you talking? Like, you got to give me more than that." Like he was being super like a little too candid or like a little too like blunt on the stand. But like I feel that I'm like, how can you just sit there and be like, give me more context. Was that the day that someone went missing? Is that the day that was leading up to it? Like, give me more context, because like
I forget the name of the documentary. I'll have to try and find it. I watched it years ago, but they talk about a lot of the cases where people will be brought in to testify, and they're convinced that the facts that they have are correct, but it's proven that they're totally wrong. But in their brain, they're like, no, that's exactly how it happened. Like a crime will be committed at night. They're like, it happened at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Like they're just, for some odd reason, the brain works that way.
I mean, like the story can kind of change in your mind, like you just misremember things, and you're then convinced of your own.
I'm pretty sure you farted yesterday, and you
Did
just
I?
convinced
Yeah,
yourself
that
was
it
someone
wasn't.
else.
That's not
That's
happened.
what it is.
Yeah. It's
I
like
mean,
couldn't have been me.
I let 'em
you
fly,
would own
though.
it, but you didn't realize that you did.
Maybe it snuck out.
convinced
I was
yourself.
so in the zone.
His brain clouded the
That's what it was.
You know when
the
people
story,
had,
the drama,
had,
the trauma.
had gamer tags back in the day, like they'd say "it's something," like "it's" and then a word, like ITZ in the zone. I'm gonna change my gamer tag now to "it's fart."
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, in the zone.
Well,
fart.
you did.
That's a fart that you
did
can't
spray.
hear. And no.
You sprayed something like.
Oh, that was days
last
ago
week.
though. That was before I.
Oh, the ass spray? Yeah.
That was.
I popped off.
I never-
Weird.
Spritzes.
I never
weird
smelled
dude.
that
It
in
was-
my
it
was out
life.
of nowhere.
Random.
I never smelled that
Yeah.
in
It
my
was
life.
it was a
so
targeted
it was,
attack. It's just a lot of
intense, I assume.
casualties.
I never.
There's no targeted
and I was
attack.
smelling this. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
It didn't
What
make
is
any,
that?
no, it didn't make any goddamn sense. Everyone's just chilling, and then I just
No
see,
one was recording. It's not even for like content. It was just like,
It was like the worst time.
we're gonna
too.
do this now.
Because it was like 3:30, so we had enough time to do shit at the end of the day.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Trevor just cleared the room out because there's no such thing as a targeted attack. You spray it in the room, the whole room's
That's not
fucked.
happened. I'm just sitting there standing. I just see Trevor from his desk just walk over and just go.
yeah, it was.
I don't know if that was from
And I
my
was like,
desk.
No,
What-
you,
what did he
I
do?
remember
What was
you
that?
throwing it in the garbage.
Yeah,
like,
I
right,
was-
I was sitting on the
Just
couch.
walked across the room and just sprayed it into a corner and
Trying to
left.
dispose
So
the
what happened
evidence.
was, I believe I'm gonna add this. I keep peeling off stuff
Okay.
from the desk. I was sitting around the couch or standing there. I was cleaning up something and I stumbled upon it. Right, the spray has been in the wild in the room for a while, and I was like, well, I don't want anyone else spraying this, so I'm gonna throw it away.
So I'm gonna do it
But
myself.
before I throw it away though, I'm gonna pop off a couple
That's
shots
a
over here.
weird
Gavin's in the
thought.
corner.
All it took.
Gavin's in the
All it
corner
took.
messing
Weird.
around. Pop one over there. Walked away, throw it away. Immediately know I need to wash my hands because like when you touch that bottle, it's on you.
You said, "Oh, I remember," because I was sitting right next to you, and you threw that shit back, and you were like, "Oh." You throw it away and you bolt out the room. You bolt out, and I'm
just
like,
gently
"What was
walked.
that?" No, you didn't. You.
It was
left.
just suspicious.
Crazy.
And it was suspicious, and I was like, and I'm smelling. I'm like, what the fuck? And everyone's like, and now everyone's like covering their mouths, and I'm like, what the
Here
fuck?
it is.
You witnessed the
Oh.
inciting incident.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Gav.
It's
Sorry when
like
Trevor farted
Gavin,
in the room.
Yeah.
Gavin
That's
can
like 2
understand
weeks ago, whatever.
when it goes so like I don't care. There's an hour and a half left in the day. There's plenty of time to record, but like when no recording's happening, I just get antsy. Like
But
something's
that
gotta happen.
stops recordings from
Something's gotta
happening.
happen.
It
They
does.
do that.
But this is my favorite Trevor. This is when I love Trevor the most.
Yeah, but it
because
was
he turns
like
into me.
then like 35 minutes later, no one was in the room, and
This
Trevor
half of the table understands.
And Trevor's just like, "Where is everybody? Why aren't we filming?" I was like,
Well, that's me
"What the hell
prodding.
is wrong with you?"
That's me
Kind of
prodding.
just
That's me. I know
killed
what
the
happened.
spirit.
That motion too, and impression, and yours is perfect, Trevor. Like I've heard him do that so many times. Go,
It was bad,
Disgusting.
and the thing is that we started thinking, okay, let's Febreze the place. I got the biggest headache from inhaling all
Oh,
that
sure.
fucking Febreze.
There's so
can't
much
mix
I
Febreze.
was like,
No,
I
it
want to
doesn't
go
cover it.
home
So
now.
much.
This is not even funny anymore.
Is that why you were sick? Makes sense.
You know what? It might
it.
be the Febreze and then the New York subways.
Yeah,
It's like
it was definitely
Yeah.
the subway.
it's the stuff like
Just
yesterday
saw a
when
homeless guy pee right next to me. I was like, well,
Well,
welcome
so
to
To
New
be
York.
fair, you were in his house.
where was Spider-Man then?
Right,
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Why didn't he save me
idea.
from this shit?
Well, Fiona, you're from New York.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Also, you know the subway, and you are a memer, I assume, or you're somewhat familiar.
Unfortunately.
Big Chungus?
Yeah.
So
unfortunately.
Michael just recently, I showed him, I forget her name, but the girl who passed out in the subway and she has a pizza. Have you not
Yeah,
seen
yes,
that?
yes, I have. Yes.
Girl or whatever. her
Yeah,
name is.
poor pizza girl.
She's on a subway just sleeping, holding the pizza.
So that's
And the
me.
pizza's just like falling
Yo,
out.
that's me. I
It's just like
mean,
with a whole pizza.
when I need to go home,
It's like, is it like half hanging out or what? I don't remember
It's like-
exactly. It's not like on the floor. Oh, it is on the floor.
It looks like what's that painting with the watches that are melting?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
the-
there it is.
Oh.
That's poor pizza.
It still looks salvageable.
No, it's not.
That's
Question.
the
It's gotta
NG
be
transit.
question.
That's the NG
Paper is in the play here.
Yeah, but you're on
Do
a
you
New-
eat it?
You're on a New York
Do you eat
subway.
it?
It's infected once the
Yeah.
box opens.
What's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the wind over
Yeah,
it.
I rarely bring food on the subway because I'm like, I can't eat this.
I mean, you don't bring food into the bathroom. Why would you bring food
Yeah,
on the subway?
Sometimes you have to, and
No.
it's okay.
No way.
Food in the bathroom?
Freak.
You never
We got like
have
a
free.
sandwich poop when you're just like, this is
sandwich
gonna
poop,
last a
this is-
while.
I just
and
can't
I'm already
enjoy
eating.
a bite of food if there's excrement coming out of my body. At that
No,
point.
if I like am eating food as I walk into the bathroom, I don't open my mouth. Like if I'm mid chew, I'll be like, go in and
that's
continue chewing.
Yeah.
You don't know
I don't
what.
want something flying in there, especially if the
Particles
bathroom's
are-
here. You
Yeah,
kidding me?
man. Oh,
And there's juice in the air.
There's
You
juice in the
walk in and
toilet.
it
It's
just
not that
reeks.
bad.
You don't just
here,
walk in and just
the
go,
bathrooms?
No,
Are they
the
bad?
men's room, the
Suck it
building
in.
that we're in,
They're
people don't
filthy.
flush.
Men
Oh,
are
that's-
We're okay.
disgusting.
Yeah, I
Safe
think
in the
ours is
environment,
fine.
kinda.
Because there's maybe like
guess.
4 women
Yeah.
and then it's
5 drops of water at a time.
building.
The only thing we have to worry about is when someone's on their period and they don't clean up properly. And you're like, whoa, war zone, war
War
zone.
zone.
Yeah.
But we do have other
that life.
stalls, so we're
bad
like,
blob.
all right, not our problem.
Nice.
What?
And
It's bleeding.
A blob? What
it's not
the
even
fuck
out
did
yet.
he say?
Don't worry about it.
He's such a weirdo.
Dude, I had the quickest trip of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already
Yeah.
back. You
Yeah.
left like a day ago.
Wait, you're here?
I'm
That's
here.
crazy. I didn't see him.
Dude, it was like
Fredo.
I had to like
you get there?
I had to shoot something in LA like yesterday, Wednesday. And it was
high roller.
it was Tuesday and I was like, I still don't know the location. I should probably leave tonight. I got the location time at like 3:30 on Tuesday and then immediately booked a flight for 6:30 that day. And then like went and then came. I got back at like midnight yesterday. But on the way back I was like, I'm tired. I shot some stuff. Then I went and shot some stuff at Funhouse because like I had time. And on the way back I was like, oh, it's a small fee to upgrade to first class. I'll do it. And then I did it. And then I sat there and I was like, I don't belong here. It was like, there's people with suits. And then next to
fuck
me,
'em.
and then next to me was like an NBA player. So people were asking for autographs. And then right behind me to the left was The Miz,
Just say you're an NBA player
the
too.
WWE superstar.
Oh shit.
And I was like,
Jeremy would have just screamed.
I'm just
Yeah,
reading
I'm
my
sorry, I missed the
comics.
name.
I was like, Miss Who?
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought
maybe
you meant
you should
Jackie.
close.
I was like, yeah, maybe I'll close
thought
the
you meant
comics.
the
Yeah.
film
I-
Les Mis, and like it was just weird.
Now see you.
just the brochure.
Yeah.
Hide your nerd shame in
First
first
class
class.
seat.
I bust out the nerd if I'm in first class. I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm here in my Captain America dress.
Yeah, dude.
I am 30 years old.
Dude,
First class, you just gotta own it.
I'm
You're
always
just
sitting
like,
next to some like stuck up dude and I bust out my Switch. And, like, I just stand, I take out my wireless controller, I plug
I
everything.
feel
and
like
I was like,
I absorb sort of comfort from other people's spreadsheets. Yeah. They're always like working on
Yeah.
something, and I'm just like, I don't have to do that. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
so nice about it.
Yes.
They were hammering down. People were just hammering down drinks too. It was-
Oh, yeah. They're all miserable.
I can't
I have-
stand drunk people in the plane because I'm like, please.
No, it's true.
I'm sitting next to you for 4 hours.
And I've never seen
and
more
then
drunk
talk to
people
me.
than first class.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
People talk to you.
What the?
If you
they
go,
talk
if you want to
me.
get drunk,
should
just
talk
pass
back.
out.
I can't. It's like they're trying to engage in conversation,
So
and
you
I'm
do
like,
this.
Yeah.
yeah, I try.
Yeah,
I try.
that's the
I at least
I do that
try.
minus smiling.
if you take out an earphone or your headphones to talk to
Yeah.
like oh Coke please or whatever, and you're like, and then like old woman next to you is like, I remember when they invented Coke, and you're like,
my,
oh,
back in my day.
okay,
No,
and then you put them in, they still keep going. You're like,
There you go.
I literally
Je ne sais
pretend
pas,
like,
je ne sais pas.
oh,
But you actually speak French.
huh?
yeah.
You actually
Yeah, she
speak
actually
French,
does.
though,
Yes.
so why do you need to pretend?
Well, it's more like I
pretend to
pretend
only
like I
speak
don't
French.
understand what she's
English.
saying.
Then
and
if they
I can't,
speak French, you're fucked.
I am. Fuck that.
I
Well,
see-
then she just
Gotcha.
Yeah.
These
yeah.
would have to
And then
be-
they're like, then you just go, I just didn't want to talk to you.
Let me break it
I
to
went
Do
you.
you
for it
deliver
and
that in
failed.
French or in English?
I would just go back to English.
Okay.
I would just be like, I'll be honest.
These
with
are
you.
definitely Texans talking. to
You called my
Yeah.
bluff.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, New Yorkers, there's no way in fuck
Oh
they're talking
no,
to each other.
they don't talk to me.
I forgot,
Except if they're like homeless or something like
Yeah.
something weird's happening.
Homeless New Yorkers
Hi.
versus
Yeah.
homeless Austinites, in my experience. Austinites are like, it's cool, man. I just want a cigarette or a
Homeless,
song. And New York's like, oh, I'll kill you.
Yeah, they screw
You're dead.
Yeah, they
They're
Homeless
so
San Francisco people are
aggressive.
just naked.
I mean, they're naked.
Seriously,
in
you're like,
New
you'll
York
see their
too.
dick.
Oh, they're
Everything.
just there.
All I had to say, on the way there, almost got into an argument with another passenger.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah, we were like,
Nice word.
yeah,
Got to kill him.
we were like 5 minutes away from closing the gate. The guy gets up and he goes, "Oh, I left my bag." And so like, the flight attendant was like, "Oh, is it the green bag?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, it's in customs." So it's like, the guy was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get it." And he's like, "You can go get it, but you're gonna miss this flight."
Yeah, you
And the guy was
You're not
like,
supposed to get back on a plane
Yeah.
if you get off it.
Yep.
"Yeah," and he was like, "What the fuck? I'm gonna miss the flight?" And the dude was like, "Yeah, it was an unattended bag. It's in customs being inspected
Yeah,
now.
you can't just leave your
You're
fucking
not
bag.
gonna make it."
That's
And the
on
guy
you,
was trying
bro.
to make this argument towards the flight attendant, and I was like, I like pulled out my headphones. I was like, "Dude, seriously? You're gonna argue this right now?"
You got involved?
yeah,
Nice.
because it was
Love
like
it.
it was
I
like
love
2,
that
3.
Fredo.
It
Love that
was like 2, 3 minutes. I was just like,
I just like the idea of
That
Freddie
guy's
being
gonna
like,
fuck the whole flight.
he just takes his thing out, he's like,
"Get off the fucking plane!"
Yeah, like they fucking play on the like every half hour or more, like every 10 minutes. If you see a bag unattended, please notify. Like,
'Cause we're gonna
don't
blow it up.
leave- yeah,
Sure will.
I mean, I get like you left it there. It was clearly an accident.
Sure.
But they got to do what they got to do.
they gotta do what they-
right.
yeah,
They're
they're
not gonna.
It's your responsibility.
Yeah.
You made that accident. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, I still had that
Sucks for sure, but
miraculous recovery.
Oh, God.
We were going to Australia for, I think it was for RTX one year, and I'm in my fucking seat on the plane, and I was like, I left my laptop at security. I was like, oh fuck. So then it's like I run up to the fucking front and I tell the flight attendant, like, I just gotten on the plane, so they were still boarding. And they were like, I mean, you could go look, but it was like 15 minutes. You're not getting back on the plane. You have like 15 minutes, and then we're closing the
I
door.
can't believe they let you off.
So I fucking hauled ass, got to security, and I was like, I had a laptop here, and everyone's security's just like, I don't know, what? And I was just like, I talked to like 3 different TSA agents, and they're just like, I guess we'll look. And I'm just like freaking out, like I'm about to fly to LA, then to Australia, and I'm just like, even if they find my laptop, like it's just gonna be left here or whatever.
People in Texas move slow.
They
You
were
gotta
slow as
understand
shit. There's a couple people helping, and then I was just like, "Fuck it." I was in security. I was just like, "Has anyone seen a laptop?" I started screaming like, and like random people started looking. People were like, "Is this it?" I'm like, nope, that's not it.
that. Alfredo's like,
Literally,
shut up, dude.
I'm like freaking out.
dude,
like,
really?
10 minutes go by. Fucking, they're like just people talking this and that or whatever. I'm just gonna have to fucking leave. And I literally see on the other side of the security someone walking with my laptop over their head, and they like
Nice.
pass it like a baby through the crowd because it didn't go through security. I was like, and I opened it to like make sure it was my laptop because even if it wasn't, I would have taken it anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, we're an exchange, and then I hauled ass back to the plane, got back on the plane, and flew to Australia.
When you got
And I
back
was just like,
onto the
I
best part for
couldn't
me
believe it.
is one that's like Michael having full blown panic attack. He's already very anal retentive about stuff. So when something like that happens, it's like catastrophe. The world is ending, and I can just sit there and go, "I love you."
Yeah. Well, it's also
I'm
like
here for you.
nothing can be done. You
Yeah.
know? It either
I
will
would have
be
written
fine
it off
or
the
isn't.
moment I was in my chair. I'd be like,
I couldn't believe
I'd be
it.
like, I'll hope for the best later.
couldn't believe it.
That's what it is. Going to
thought the exact
Australia
same
right
thing.
now.
It wouldn't bother me too much.
Because I don't want to run in an airport, be all
I-
sweaty.
I
I
would've-
don't know.
I would have started budgeting for a new.
When I came back,
I'll call the bag, I'll move some money around, it's gone.
when I came back, the gate agent was like, "Holy shit, you found it!" Like, they like blew their mind.
I just like the idea. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, I'm amazed no one like stopped him. You said like he's running through the airport, he's yelling at people. I'm amazed no one tackled you. I was like, "Sir."
No.
There's a sniper in the roof just like,
But that's again because it was Austin. The people there were like, "I guess we should help that young man."
That young.
If I was on the East Coast, they would have fucking stabbed me.
They would have taken you into custody.
Yeah, I would have been arrested.
I
Why
like
are
to
you
imagine
running?
TSA spotting an unattended laptop and just being like, at some point, a very sweaty man will come sprinting back
Dude,
here.
they got it. It wasn't even
Someone
at
go
that
for it.
security checkpoint.
Oh, really?
They took it somewhere else, found it, and brought it back to me.
You,
in like
you
10
first
minutes.
described it like in Spider-Man when Tobey Maguire is carried down from
Oh yeah,
on the
yeah.
side.
When everyone's like,
Oh, when his mask fell off?
yeah, and he's on the train. Yeah, that was my laptop.
It's just a laptop.
Yeah, they're like, it's just a MacBook.
Buy another one.
I got it.
Oh, it was a MacBook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They're expensive.
I came back and I told that story to Jackie, and she was like, I got a story for you. So she's in school, she's doing nursing. She went to a lab, just like a study tests and whatnot, all that kind of stuff. She goes there and she has her eraser, her books, her mechanical pencil. And the teacher is like, you can't come in here with that. She's like, with what? She's like, mechanical pencil, you can't come in here with that. She's like, I've been coming in here with that. Why not? She's like, you cannot come in here and do lab practicals if you have a mechanical pencil. And then she's like, and then Jackie, well, Jackie was like frustrated and annoyed, so she's like, well, can I come in with this eraser? And she just like, yes. So I was like, bold move. And so she finds out the next day that like the lab was on lockdown because there was a student threatening to commit suicide by holding their mechanical pencil up to their throat.
I don't think he would have got. He wouldn't have done it.
It's too
It would
small.
break.
Well, yeah, but like, what's the
I can't write on a piece of paper with a
Yeah, to
mechanical
himself was
pencil.
all like this, threatening to commit suicide.
But
That's
the
hard.
mechanical
What's the difference all the way in?
pencil-
It's just how much damage
Yeah,
could
what's
it do?
the
It's like
difference
a
with a
needle.
sharp pencil?
But what's the
Yeah,
difference with the pencil?
exactly.
That's my whole
What-
point.
A pen,
Yeah.
a pencil.
And how many of us
probably
have done that? Where
Yeah.
you take the lead out a little bit in a mechanical pencil and then
Yeah,
you shove
and
it
then
back in.
yeah,
you give yourself
like
an
the,
injection.
like the,
Yeah.
I click it out
We
two
were stupid as kids.
I click it out 2 clicks. It's that big and it breaks. I go.
That's
and
what
it
I'm
snaps.
saying,
And
yeah.
it snapped.
I've never
and
seen
it
you
snapped.
go through
I've never
skin.
seen you write anything because we don't do that here.
Yeah, I
But
hate
I've
writing.
seen you eat with a knife and fork, and you're like, do you write like with a fist? You're like,
No.
Yes.
I can't eat like that anymore because she
eat like
complained
that.
about it.
you don't do that anymore?
No.
It was so funny.
I know.
He's
She'd
doing-
bitch and moan about it.
Well, okay, I went to one.
And I use my fork like a knife. And I stab it. And then I go.
Why would he do that?
One, I went to
Hold
cotillion,
it
so
down.
it's ingrained in me. And 2, what
Now
kind
it's
of
like-
animal
now-
eats their steak like
Now I'll
this?
go like this. Look, it takes forever.
Thank you.
Now you're just like,
You put
Yeah.
the fork in the
Simple
right
is
hand.
what it is.
No, fork in the right.
Oh my
Trade
god,
it over
that's
to the right
horrible.
hand. You eat
you
it.
cut
you
with
trade
the
it
left?
back.
you don't
Yeah.
do that trade
Yeah.
shit. That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh,
I
You're
would.
working your
I'd
left
stab and then cut.
Why
question it.
just stab, pick it up, and just.
I do that sometimes with chicken. Steak usually it's too, it's not that soft.
Also,
but chicken
because
I
you're
do
so
that.
aggressive,
I stab it, I eat the whole
when
thing.
Michael eats, if like we'll have to get a demonstration at some point. Like
Oh,
he
weird.
chews so loudly that his teeth are like.
That's not my teeth, that's my jaw. My jaw pops.
I mean, it's a little bit of
Yeah.
both. Gotta be honest.
I understand the
Both
jaw
noises.
language.
Can't help that.
Both noises.
Ryan kind of
That's
chomps
the way my
sometimes.
skull is.
He'll like
okay?
take a sip of Diet Coke and he'll still be chomping a little bit.
If I'm really,
flavor.
if I'm really hungry, I'll just like grunt through it. I'll just like,
Yeah, I know. 1, in general. 2, I just think of when we were playing Blackout. We were playing something online. When you were on the headset. And Gavin just like, hang on a bit.
Is it involuntary?
Dude, it was so loud. I'm just listening to it, and it was so loud. And it went on for. I'm thinking like he's gonna move the microphone, he's gonna mute it. It's like 15 seconds. And I'm going. And at one point I go. It was like the exact same time where I go. You enjoying that? And he's like, oh, I guess that's kind of loud. It was like, I waited a good 15 seconds before I said something. You were eating like salami or something.
Salami?
it was like really squishy and it was right by the mic. And I was like, I bet that sounds great. So I started to play up a little bit. And that's the thing. It's
It
like
was slurping and chewing
Sometimes-
and sucking. Wow.
sometimes I'll realize that I'm making noise, like the grunting, or sometimes if my neck's down and I'm on my phone, sometimes I'll notice that I'm just breathing loud, and then I'll just breathe louder. Just 'cause
That reminds me of the time I was playing. It was Ryan, Gavin, and myself. We were playing Apex, and Gavin is lifeline, so she has her ability where she throws out a heal bot, and it the heal bot throws a little tentacle at you and starts like going
Oh,
ooh, and it heals
yeah, I
you.
remember that.
So then I was like, Gavin, heal me. I'm hurt. I need some health. So he throws it down, and the thing attaches to me, and then it starts healing me. And he's like, "Oh yeah, suck it down. Oh yeah."
I don't want to be
And
healed
then I
anymore.
laughed. I was like, "This isn't worth it."
I wasn't hearing it. I was like, you like that?
And I remember, I remember you would just stare at him while saying, like, the character
Well, first,
model
yeah.
would just be
Well,
staring
first,
at
the game, I would do it,
At
and
the
then
first
he
of the
could just
game,
turn around, so I just did it in real life. I was like, you like that?
Yeah, he was doing it in real life. He came up to my camera. He's like, "Oh yeah, suck it down." And I was like, "Nope, not worth it." Then the other
I'll
time,
just heal myself.
the other
me
time
get
he
a
wasn't
mentor.
there. He just like creeps over the camera. He's like, "Oh." I was like, Jesus.
That noise and like I guess phrasing was used so much in X-Ray and Vav. I feel like that was just Vav's character. I was like, can you do the creepy, sexy voice? Thank you.
Oh.
Yep, that's it.
That's how you started.
Identify things I'd done, but I didn't know what they were or what they were called. You're like, that thing you do when you do this, but then this is happening. I'll be like, Oh yeah. That one.
Like when you yell at speed and you don't move your body.
Getting some
I'm gonna sit
tickies?
next to Lindsay.
I got two Endgame showings, but I got in at like midnight last night, so I'm gonna go get some rest.
Here, I'll just slide
man.
over so we
Yeah,
can get
slide
Gavin.
over.
All right.
Y'all have
You
fun.
can get Gavin.
Fredo is in to kick off the stream.
out.
On time.
Yeah.
I'll go
Off to win.
1:15. See you later.
I did say that.
Good to see you.
They're going to take a nap together.
Oh, they're gonna spoon nap.
Lady, let's cuddle.
Cute.
Oh, you like that? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I like that you-
Just think about Gavin. I will say it's
That's what
hard
she
to
like. We built off and like.
It's the French. Oh.
omelette du fromage.
Ooh.
Omelette du fromage.
It's hard
Dexter.
to identify like what you do yourself because you're so used to it. Like
Exactly.
phrases you have, motions you do, or
Yeah.
like certain ways you say things.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Michael can correct me. For me, I'm not loud or like I don't make weird noises with like my mouth and stuff. I just am like if I'm moving through an environment, I hit things loudly or like when I interact with an object, it's like loud and obnoxious. And
Like you're
stupid.
clattering around with some.
Yes.
like,
Just to
stuff.
be annoying, just to like.
Not even like I don't think about it. Like my
Oh,
biggest
you
thing is
just
with
do it.
pens. If I'm holding a pen, it's like for like hours. So I could sit there for hours and not even think about it.
Spinning the pen, clicking.
Yeah.
I think
She
I do
does it way more than Boris.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah.
You gotta put some liquid nitrogen
that his
next
name,
to it. I
Boris,
think so.
right?
I think so.
He knows his name.
Do it a lot.
But you're right. Like it's so interesting because like we do the thing in Achievement Hunter where like we'll pick up on like things like small mannerisms or small quotes that people have said. Like one of the things I still do now is something that you said a long time. It was not even a punchline. It was just something you said in a shenanigans.
I said it a couple of times. I mean, like, it's something I'd said often,
Sure.
but not like a catchphrase. And then
Right.
you turned it into a catchphrase.
Yeah. So like what was it? Let's get to the bottom of this. And so like no matter what
says it all the
whatever
time.
the scenario is, it's like let's get to the bottom of
Yeah,
this.
he says it all the time.
I've never heard it.
But like, and then my most recent endeavor was I remember Achievement Hunter roll call because I filmed Matt saying, and I was like, yeah, Jeff said our names, or we all said our own names, or whatever. So I'm like, Matt, get out there so you can be included in the AWU. I filmed him. I'm like, now when I start filming, I just say your name.
Which for everyone else was like, say their name normally.
Right. Well, Jeff said it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
they didn't
Oh,
say it.
oh, you're
Jeff
right.
said it.
But I was just
Sorry,
like, let's
sorry.
just get this over with. Caden was filming AWU, so let's just like, it's got to go out the door. So like, just say your name. And he goes, Matt. And then all right, cool. And so like, I don't know what brought it up, but like, I periodically joke about that to Matt, knowing he hates. Like, if you search his name, the shot of him smiling is up.
It's also your desktop background.
Well, that's what happened. Was I was like, Matt, do you remember like when whatever? Like, so for some reason, like it came to my brain. He goes, man, that's like my least favorite picture of me. And I was like, I don't know why. Like, I honestly don't. I think it's a good picture of Matt. I don't know why he hates it so much. So I was like, you know what, Matt? I need you to get over that. You need to like this picture. Made it my desktop
Love
background,
yourself.
so it like angles a little bit towards him. So like he sees it all the time.
Matt.
And then he was like, "Oh, I hate that you did that." And I'm like, "That means I'm gonna double down." And so like,
It's the Achievement Hunter way.
so then we started throwing in some mats. Like the next AWU, I was like, "Alec, you know what? Go and throw that in here because I don't want people to forget when Matt said his own name." And lo and behold, it's come back
become a
around.
thing.
I would say,
and I would say too, not only has it become a thing, but I would give to me like the person who made it the most of a thing is Fiona. Whereas because we're all like Matt. That's just how he said it. He goes, Matt. Fiona's like, yeah. So now we've all started doing that. I just go, Matt, which is not how he said it at all. So that's like, it's one of those things that like,
yeah, it becomes like a caricature of itself.
we say it constantly.
It's like he's a
Yeah.
Pokemon. That would be him as a Pokemon. I go, Matt.
Dude, Matt walks in and someone be like, oh, Matt's here. I just go, Matt.
No joke. I was sitting on my couch in my house with a Switch when I first got Pokemon Let's Go. And Kat was there, and we were like getting ready to play co-op, and it's like, oh, this is your rival. What's his name gonna be? And I was like, Kat, what should we name him? She looks at me and goes, Nah. Like that. And so we named him M-Y-A-T-T. That's my rival in Pokemon.
Period.
Awesome.
It sounds like a cat or something.
Yeah.
Like
It's a sick cat.
Yeah, yeah. If the cat is like
throwing up while meowing.
retching a little. Yeah.
I don't think of sick cat, and it doesn't fit because Matt's
What are you
not
looking
fat at
for?
all. But I
Cup?
think of like a
Got
fat
Biggie's
cat.
over here.
Fat cat, yeah. But I just love that about like our office is that we'll just grab like small things and like almost internal meme them, then they go
Oh yeah,
out.
we
and
wouldn't
like,
know about
what I
that on
appreciate,
topic.
too,
I don't know
is-
Fiona's yet. We'll get there.
What I appreciate
your mannerisms
too,
are.
What is your
it's
Matt?
always someone else's.
I see
Yeah.
a lot of like, listen, or like,
Listen.
don't you
Listen.
dare, like,
That's true.
That's awesome.
don't
Let's
you
see.
Mama Fiona is not having that.
No.
No, ma'am.
Fredo's for a while would be like, I mean, like when he's doing something
he's like,
questionable,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
I mean, listen.
Well, another one of Matt's is all right.
All right.
And it's usually when you're like
right.
insulting him or saying something
Ryan's is
negative
okay.
towards Matt.
Yeah.
That's his. He's
You're
big
on
on
that.
it.
Ryan's
Okay.
is
He says, like,
okay.
yeah,
He did it 600 times in the Borderlands
stream.
streams. It was like every 7
And I'm
seconds.
saying I want to do Borderlands 2 next week. I really want to do
Well,
it.
now we can.
Thief Sim, Thief
I wanna
Sim
play
is doing that.
Borderlands
There's a lot of peer
You need
pressure
to
happening
stop.
there. What's going on?
I want to play Borderlands, as
You
well.
can play it at home.
Also,
Do I have your permission?
Just dress up like
Whatever you
that.
want. Dude, we were playing Borderlands. You know, we did the stream.
Yeah.
And before we finished it, because we did it in 2 streams, we did the first stream, and I was like, man, that was really fun. I should play this at home with Lindsay. And then I thought internally, nah, I shouldn't. I'll just get mad. I'll just be mad.
was playing it in the other
We've
room
come
and
to an
ignored it.
agreement after playing some Yoshi's Woolly World that we just aren't compatible.
Compatible? No,
Compatible.
we're very,
Very
compatible.
compatible.
Very
Compatible.
compatible.
Listen, I can't enunciate my T's.
I can't.
from Dallas.
Yeah.
And, we really gotta choose our games wisely.
Yeah.
It gets heated.
We
quick.
want to stay in this
definitely
marriage
Portal.
for at least 10 years. So.
Games will destroy
I've
that.
thought about doing Portal, honestly.
Yeah.
See, Portal she'd probably be pretty good at.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's
problem solving.
It's problem solving, and Portal is a lot of like, all right, stop, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas like that's what she wants to do in games where you don't do that.
Sure.
You know, like Legos. She always wants to play
shoot
Legos
first,
with
ask
me.
questions later
And it's
in some
like,
games.
well, what if we just break it? Just break it. You just break everything. You break it. You see that chair? Break it. You break it. You break it. You break it. And the thing with Legos is if we're doing the story, it's always like it gives you the characters you need. So she'll have a character like, you know, whatever. One guy can do a computer and another
Break
guy
a
has
gold block or
another guy has a
something,
gold
yeah.
block, and she'll have the gold block character. And she'll be like, what's this flower over here? I'm like, just shoot the gold. Just shoot the gold right in front of us. Just shoot the gold. And she's like, hang on.
Hang on, there's something
There's
over
this
here.
computer that's not breaking. I'm like, right, it didn't break. It's just that it never breaks. Like either it breaks or it doesn't. Because there's shit in Lego games where you hit it and it just kind of shakes and it never breaks. I've played like 25 of them. Right? It's just I'm like, I'm freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
This
I'm having
has happened.
flashbacks.
It is
And she's
has
like-
happened. This
and
has
she's
happened.
like,
We don't know
well,
if
hang
there are Easter eggs there, Michael.
I'm walking up because it's like, you know, you're on the same
true.
screen.
I
I'm
feel
trying to go over here, and she's like, hang on, let's go back to the first screen. We're not in free play yet. Just save it for free play. You gotta beat the levels first. You gotta unlock all the characters.
Let's get to
There's
the
so
bottom of
There's so
this.
many levels to play. Don't worry about it. You gotta get to the end of the game, unlock all the characters, then we come back and do free play. You gotta get the mini game detector, you gotta get the gold brick detector. What are you, stop, what are you doing? Just go, just shoot the gold thing.
I'm picturing Lindsay in real life, like looking
Yeah.
at a flat wall and like
she's like, maybe she's like,
knocks on it.
maybe
a
there's a
little bit,
hidden
like,
passage.
It's like
or
no,
something.
it's a real wall. Like no, hold on.
She's pulling all the books on the bookshelf.
Let's
like,
get to the bottom of this.
Scooby Doo, there's a
get in
hidden
here.
wall here, and I'm like, there's a giant flower over there. You gotta break the flower.
She's like, what's on the other side? And you're like, that's the parking lot. The other side of this wall is
Right.
there's nothing. Yeah, but
There's
hold
nothing.
on. Hold on, just
it's
one
a video
sec.
game. They didn't render the other side. There's nothing there. They didn't build it. There's nothing there.
9 times out of 10, nothing. Especially
Yeah,
but when that one
one
hits,
time.
I know, right?
I'm like, oh, you bitch.
That's how I play. That's
When
how I
that one
play
time
games.
hits, Lindsay wakes up from the dream, and she's like,
That's why I like games
That was
like
my moment.
Skyrim. That's why I like Fallout. Like these open world games because then you can get distracted. You can wander off. And you can be like, well, what's going on over here?
what's also nice about
And then
that
you
game-
find something fantastic.
What's
Yeah.
also nice about that is
Thank
it's
you.
a single player game.
It's true.
So she can get lost
You
all
do
she
whatever the
wants.
fuck you
I
want.
do.
When I'm attached to you, you're killing
You're
me.
a destination person. Lindsay's a journey person.
I am.
well, that's why I
Yes.
don't mind
I love
playing.
that band.
Like I play
Good
Borderlands
band.
with Kat because Borderlands you can pretty much play that by yourself
It's true.
while the other person's there doing something.
Also, it's like you get to the screen, like the zone, you just yank them with you.
Yeah.
There's no like, okay, I need you here. If Borderlands was like both people have to be here, fuck, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah, like
Even
Kat
for-
will be
even
doing
for-
something.
even
She's
for
like,
our
"Where are you?" I'm
streaming,
like, "I
like,
cleared the next 2
the
areas."
number
Just, like,
of
warp to my
times.
car.
Yeah.
She's just like,
That
boop, over.
now I want to see it as content because it'll be like Michael like dun, 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 like a bunch of gunfights and then Lindsay's like, huh.
Well,
It's just like
let me see
people
how
music,
good
and
this
she's like,
pistol
wow.
is.
so just-
I can't stand. I played Horizon Zero Dawn, and I've never really played like open world, like
Yeah.
really you can do whatever the fuck you want. And that was the first game, and then I played it. And I was like, I wanted to get, I was like, okay, linear, like
Yeah.
I want to do this. They're
Like the
telling
main
me to do
campaign
this,
quest.
and then I would get somewhere and they'd be like, you're not upgraded, but like. You told me I should be.
I should.
I should be leveled up at this point.
Like your
you
person,
told
like,
me to do all of this.
No.
I've done what you asked.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're talking, yo, fuck you.
Contract has been signed.
And then what I do is I just continue fighting it until I lose maybe 10,000 times until I'm like, fine,
Get to the
I'll do
giant
the
I'll do the
machine round
stupid
I'll do
boss.
the
fucking
side
side
quest.
quest.
I'll
Yeah.
do the side quest.
Here's
and
your
shut up.
goddamn herb or
Give
whatever.
me
I
the
just chip
fucking
away
bow
at
and
it.
arrow. Fuck. And then I go in.
Man, that game's still on my list.
It's good. It's
That's
not
what
bad.
everybody says.
I-
I hear it's a huge, it's a super
I just
long.
can't-
I was
I
on the
just
fence
can't
about it when I
stand-
played it. I felt like
You said it gets repetitive.
yeah, the more I played it, the less into it I was getting. But like, you can get to a point where you're like, okay, I equipped this arrow with this thing on it, and then put this attachment, and then you can hit this attachment on the robot dinosaur, which will split this off, and then it can only do. It was like there's a whole thing you can.
I
do.
can't
That's
stand
a
that.
lot.
Like,
I was like, I
wanted
want
the
shoot
lore.
dinosaur.
Like, yeah,
Right.
and
I
like,
want shoot kill.
And I'm very invested in the lore. Like, I love story games, so I'm like, I really love hearing the story. And if you give me all this shit that I have to do that's not involved in the story, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna turn off the console. And I'm not
Too
gonna
much
play it.
information.
That was why I never
See, now
got.
I want
that
to
was-
side by side with me and Mike or Fiona, where Fiona's doing this. She's like, "Holy shit, just give me the thing," and I'm like, "Well, thank you, sir, for the side quest."
I would not have it.
That was
I
the
would
thing
just be
with,
like, let's go.
I'll be back with your basket and
with
your butterfly.
Monster Hunter World is like crazy complicated.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
that's why I never
man.
got into it. It's like I
Same.
know it's
Too
way
much.
more
It's
elaborate
too
than
much.
Horizon, where it's just like I was just watching Lindsay play it, and it's one of those games where it's like, yeah, the first like 10 hours is like mostly a tutorial, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah, big time.
I
and
just
you have like
can't-
the 40 weapons you can.
yeah,
pick
I'm
from
just
and-
like that's too much for me. What a perfect balance of there talking about like liking the lore. Fucking amazing lore, amazing game, but it just goes God of War 4. Like it's fucking
Still haven't played it.
phenomenal.
I wanna play it,
It's
so I'm
so
really
goddamn
into
good.
Yeah.
It's like all the lore shit you care about, but like yeah, you get upgrades and weapons and stuff, but it's very like I don't want to say basic, but it's not overly complicated.
Yeah.
It's oh god, such a game.
The thing that
One of the
happened-
best games of
The thing
2018.
that happened with Horizon is, I bet in God of War, right? Like when you played the game a fuck ton, done all the side missions and everything like that. You run into certain enemies that are like, get these fuckers out.
Yeah.
Here. Like you just gotta rip them
Yeah.
apart.
For sure.
Horizon is like, even once you are really leveled up and do a bunch of shit, like
still
there's
have
you
to
still run into
deal-
enemies and you're like, I don't want to deal with this right. Like this fight's gonna take forever.
Yeah, I hate
Like,
that shit.
I
Yeah,
hate it
I'm
too,
like,
yeah.
you know, you see like one of the T-Rex things, you're like, I could fight this for the next like 15 minutes if I want.
Or
Like,
not.
or I could just go around it. And, like,
that's what I do. I'm like, I'm going around
like,
you
fuck
because
that.
I don't want to deal
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
right now. I want to get to the next chapter.
Exactly.
Thank
There-
you.
there
That
are
was the
times-
thing with me in
Yeah.
that game.
There are definitely times in those kind of games where I'll just scale the difficulty back down to easy, simply because like sometimes I'm just there to experience the lore or like the environment or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, listen, like I like a challenge. I like to play games for the challenge sometimes, but like right now, I just gotta get through you.
Yeah.
And like,
And especially like Horizon Zero Dawn, you get involved. You're like, what? This is weird. Like, what's
It's a
happening?
weird
It's
world,
like
yeah.
it's a weird thing. I've never heard of something like this. But then the side quests like constantly. You have to do them constantly, and it's like
so you have to do that.
you have to, or
Well,
else
to
like
level up, yeah.
to level
gotcha.
like yeah, because there's some bosses where it's like it'll take you forever. And I
Yeah.
remember I was streaming it, and like the stream chat would just be like, "Fucking do this! You're doing this for like an hour," and I'm
Yeah.
like,
You're like
"I
beating
can
your head
do
against
this.
the wall
I
instead of
can
like,
do this."
Listen to me.
Yeah, but it's
Quiet
like
you.
you have to do side quests to get like whatever, and then you get into the boss, and it's like fuck,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
hate that.
It's pretty fucked. What you got there, Michael?
Oh, I just got the first ad read of the episode.
Wow.
Is that a side
first
quest?
The first one,
Oh
yeah.
Jesus!
Side quest from the
Oh,
podcast?
no.
We're gonna get through this together.
Oh,
We did start
boy.
late though.
Alright.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Bespoke Post. When you're constantly on the go, grinding away at the office, or hanging out with friends, there's not much time to think about upgrading your style or apartment. That's why it's great to get a new box of awesome from Bespoke Post every month. These guys are out scouting for quality and unique products to send in each box. Now you can experience it too at boxofawesome.com. It's cool how each box is tailored to me, and every time it comes, it's an awesome surprise. To get started, visit boxofawesome.com and answer a few short questions that will help them get a feel for the boxes that'll best go with your style. Each box goes for under $50, but has more than $70 worth of unique gear waiting inside for you. The first of each month, you'll receive an email with your box details. You'll have 5 days to change colors and sizes or add extra goods to your box. If you're not feeling that month's box, just skip it. To receive 20% off your first subscription box, go to boxofawesome.com and enter code OFFTOPIC at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code OFFTOPIC for 20% off your first box. Bespoke Post themed boxes for guys that give a damn. 5 hashtags.
Nice.
Hot damn.
Do you think
Box of awesome.
Do you think Jack's really mad at me?
Why?
What?
Because I wrote
What you
that
talking about?
I wrote that Michael is my favorite now, and I feel like
No, he
Jack's
doesn't.
mad.
Did Jack ever think that you were his favorite?
Yeah, I wrote
Or
it.
that he was her favorite.
I wrote it. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, if he
I
took
think
that
he
to
was a
heart,
little
that's
pissed.
no.
Then he doesn't belong
He's
here.
stupid.
Yeah.
She said it, and I went,
If anything, I'm a little offended that you would have my favorite.
You're always my favorite.
this actually worked out.
I'm God tier.
You're above. So like the list is this, and then
Right.
you always.
Lindsay eclipses the list.
Yeah.
This
You're
is
always
how well
number
it
one.
worked out today.
Don't
So,
worry.
Thank you.
you know, everybody was fricking about Endgame tickets.
Yeah.
You know, because they came out late as shit.
Right.
Because they were just like, they being, the people releasing the tickets were like, they're gonna buy them. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like,
Right, exactly.
People were like, they're waiting kind of a long time to release tickets, and I'm like, what do you think? The people aren't gonna buy them? That's who gives a shit? They could put tickets out the day before the movie, and every theater would sell out.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people
yeah.
were losing their shit over this movie. So I don't remember exactly what day they went on sale, but they went out like 7 a.m. or something, and a bunch of people in the office, like I know Sarah was in charge of like getting all the tickets for like most of the support room. Like they were just like, you get all the tickets, so we don't all have to like scramble and do it separately.
Right.
And I know people like in the main room were like getting their tickets or whatever. And Alfredo texted me like 7 a.m, like 10 minutes after they came out. He's like, "Yo, I got like 8 tickets. So like you're good if you want to come." He's like, it was like for him and Jackie, and he just bought like 6 extras, because he's like, I figure somebody's gonna want to go. So I woke up to that message, and he was like, "Yo, I got the tickets. We're good. It's this time. It's at this theater. I got one for you and Lindsay if you guys want to go." And I was like, "Awesome." Planning on going with Alfredo.
Right.
I'm like, "Awesome."
He's probably going with Lewis and
Right.
Right.
And I was like, "Cool. He got tickets. I better go buy some tickets." Like knowing he had my tickets, I was just like, I ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
So I immediately went and bought tickets to like another showing just in case. You don't know. Mm-hmm. And then I've sat on those since literally today. Like we're pre-taping this, so the movie we're going to see it tonight. It's Thursday. And I had 3 extra tickets at like another theater, and I was just like, I guess I just won't use them. It's just like a just in case. If like Alfredo had extra people to bring, we always could have been like, we got our own tickets. Don't worry about it. I wanted to see this fucking movie as soon as possible. So I was just like, whatever. I bought 3 tickets. Fiona walks in today, and she just goes, "I fucked up. I fucked up." And my first thought was like, spoilers? Did you read Endgame spoilers? She's like, no.
That's what I thought.
She's like, I didn't buy my fucking tickets. I didn't get tickets. And like everyone in the room's like, I didn't get tickets. And Jack's like, I just gave away extras. Da, 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 da. And I was just like, I got 3 tickets.
Yeah.
I got 3 tickets burning a hole in my pocket with nothing to do.
I got 1.
So that was how I shot up to her favorite list.
Because I didn't want to like in like because everyone was saying tickets, and I'm like I didn't want to like go in and be like, can I can I join? I was like, if you ask me, I'll come. But like I was like,
she goes, I don't have tickets, and I was like, oh, I have like 3 tickets, and she goes, and I was like, and that's the end of the sentence.
Like I don't want to like be like, give me the fucking tickets,
Well, like,
Michael.
so I offered Fiona, I was like, I got an
pay.
extra ticket if you want to come tonight. And then like she was like, oh yeah, I was like, I'll talk to you after the stream because we were streaming Days Gone or whatever. And then after it, I was like, so you want that ticket? And she goes, Michael gave me 3.
She's gonna be like laying out in all 3 seats.
It's like, take them all.
I was gonna invite a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Even then, she was like, are they shit? Like, I'm like,
No, I did
like
say
row
that,
7.
Michael. You fucking.
No, you were like, are they front row? Or, and I was like, no, they're good.
You did like,
I was
you're like, are they
asking.
shitty though?
No,
I was like, row 7, man. You got room.
The shitty thing about the extra ticket that I have is, and I don't mind saying this because this isn't live, but I'm going to Lakeline to see it, right? And so Lakeline, the Alamo, it's set up like they've got the tables of 2, right? They got like the table is 2 seats, 2 seats, 2 seats.
Yeah.
But Kat and I were buying tickets, and there were 3 seats open at the end of a row.
Yeah.
So Kat and I were like, well, obviously we'll buy the last 2 seats that were at a table together, not like one of us at one table, one at the other.
Right.
Well,
And they were like, you can't do that.
Right, you can't leave a gap.
You can't leave a gap. They're like, you need to buy this other ticket. Like,
Oh,
you
they
need-
do that now?
Yeah, you either need to sit those 2
Gotcha.
and leave that last one.
Well, I
open.
appreciate that.
They just need to
Right.
put
I
the
appreciate that they
tables
do
like
that.
Mueller. Like they just need to.
No, I love that. The individual
Individuals?
table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do that.
I
Yeah.
Honestly, before
The
Mueller though,
individuals are great.
these duos like were like the best. Like I was like, oh, my
yeah.
god, these are awesome.
Right,
Mueller's
I hate the benches.
spoiled
Like
me.
I hate the benches.
Oh, benches are the worst.
I just like those 2 I love, and
You
so
gotta like duck under them.
and so I was like, all right, I'll buy
The benches,
like
the
the
long
3.
tables.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've
And then
never
Kat
ducked under
ended up flying
them.
home. She didn't
I
realize.
have.
Yeah.
So Kat's back in Boston. She was like, "Oh fuck!" Like I'm like, she's back in Massachusetts for my sister's bachelorette party, and like, so she was like, "Fuck, I'm not even gonna be there." I was like, "Oh, well, that sucks."
Yeah.
I'll see you with you next week or whatever. I don't care. So
I'll tell you what happens.
So I called up Andrew and I'm like, hey, we're going to this movie. He's like,
Yeah.
sweet. So now it's just like me and Andrew, and then we've got this open seat next to us at a table with a stranger.
Yeah.
And it's like, anyone can sit in that chair if they want. Broadcast, if anyone wants to sit with a stranger
Yeah,
next
if
to me,
anyone
you
wants
can.
an extra
See,
ticket.
I like
Tonight.
the twos work for like a good date. Theater, like
Yeah.
I prefer.
Like me and Andrew are gonna fuck
if
each
it's-
other after the
Right,
movie.
exactly. If you're just like anal banging,
Yeah.
the twos, in my opinion, are better than like the individuals. But when you go with 3 people, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
I always, especially if I invite someone, I feel like I have to buy 4. Because like I'd be like, hey, want to go? I got an extra ticket. Also, you're sitting next to some random person. So they always get me, where I just buy all 4 seats,
Yeah.
even if I only have 3 people to
Michael
go.
blocks it out so that we have buffer.
I block it out.
Yeah.
I
kinda
block it out. I don't want to
Buffer
share a
seats.
table
Yeah.
with somebody. That's crazy.
I
Leave me alone. Go
and
away.
then I texted John. And like I ended up talking to John.
Damn.
Yeah, I ended up talking to John
Hey,
Reisinger.
hey.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I ended up
Hey,
talking to him.
I ended up.
He's a
Well,
good
he was,
friend of
he was
mine,
walking by.
and I
and
did
was
on the
like,
spot
Oh,
yesterday.
so you didn't really
Watch
have
your
a
mouth.
You started a conversation, or did it happen?
Well, like I texted him, and then he didn't respond. But then he was walking by at one point.
didn't even respond.
And he like when he came, he like did that walk up to me like he had something to say, and I was like, all right, he saw the text message, and I'm like, got an extra ticket. Do you want to go to Endgame with me and my friend, and like we'll go see? And he's like, yeah, like I'm all about that. And I'm like, sure. And I told him, all right, it's at Lakeline at this time. So then he's like, that's kind of that theater's kind of far. You know what? Never mind. And so he turned me down. And even like I said to Fiona today, I was like, I offered it to John. John said like John
Choosing
turned me down. And
bangers.
she went, John? And I was like, yeah, he turned me down.
Also, like it's
No.
it's the furthest one. But like, no, you know what? Honestly, even South Lamar might be worse for me.
South
I
Lamar-
was like South Lamar's.
What about Slaughter?
Lakeline's north.
Yeah.
Slaughter's pretty far.
Slaughter's pretty far.
Slaughter, actually, yeah, I think you're right. Slaughter's the furthest.
Slaughter's
Because
the furthest.
Slaughter's south of the river.
Yeah.
South Lamar, dude, if you fucking had early afternoon, like 6 or 6:30 or whatever at South Lamar, if they exist, that traffic's aim.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
That Lakeline would probably be better.
Well, Lakeline is far north, but there's no traffic up there.
Yeah.
Like
Especially when you go late.
South Lamar and,
Right off
and
the highway,
Slaughter are just like brutal with traffic because you're coming back north. You never ever want to be going north.
Yeah.
Like just traveling like through 35. It's just like it sucks. It takes
Brutal.
forever. But like we go to Village a lot, which is it's north but not far as Lakeline. But like I go to Lakeline all the time, just depending on show times and theaters and stuff. It's just funny to me that it's like just the fact that it's a 3-hour movie. It's a 3-hour movie, and you're talking about an extra 10-minute drive.
I guess
You know what I mean? It's not like it's an hour
I
away.
got fucking dumped by John.
I think to be fair to
that
John,
far.
to be fair to John, I think he does live quite south.
He does. He says it was
Yes.
like an hour drive.
I mean,
When
but
we-
I guess it's my point is like, what are you comparing it to, right? Like, if you won't go to Village either, fine, that's fair enough.
All right.
But like, it's 10 minutes further than Village. I want to know where his zone is. You know what I mean? Is it like 3 blocks from his house, or is it like a couple miles?
Well, you said 9,
9:15. Yeah.
9:15, 3-hour movie, hour drive back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
I don't
gets
know.
annoying.
I'm not John. I'm
early.
just trying to think.
Yeah.
and
No,
see.
See, I'm
not.
jealous
trying
of
to put-
Jackie and Alfredo that they could just walk to a draft house and be like, sweet,
they're
thanks,
close.
all right, back.
Yeah.
Peace. Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
really awesome for them. Well, Matt and I, when we were living in that apartment
who?
complex, when we were living in that apartment complex. Oh, he's the fucker's back.
Don't worry about it.
We were like
He's not allowed to talk.
5-10 minutes from Lakeline at
Now
most.
you
I think we were like
say
5
it
minutes.
again.
Gotta make room.
This is a total.
I was told that he left and had to go somewhere.
He did. Honestly, I didn't think he'd come back. And
No,
he
me
was
neither.
like, he was like, I'm
That only
done.
took a few
Look at
minutes.
these
so-
shorts.
Well, that's you always fuck off. I
It-
just I
You
never
guys want-
assumed he'd come
it's-
back.
Yeah, please.
He's pretty. He's dusking. He's a chiving.
Oh my
Who's
lord.
calling me?
I am.
Oh my God, Gavin! I'm
Gavin?
gonna kill
Yeah,
you.
same.
I'm gonna kill you.
I feel you, Fiona.
Jesus.
Fiona, that's
okay.
why I just didn't move. And I
trying to
let him
focus.
sort it out.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
yesterday was Nicholas's birthday.
Happy
Nick Cage?
Nicholas.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, never mind
And
then.
he's not here today.
Where is he?
So,
you're
did he
recovering
take
from his
off for his
birthday?
birthday? He's on vacation.
Oh, where?
What a
shit.
Well, he was serving drinks yesterday on the spot on his birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Loser.
He got me fucked up. He made some drinks.
You sound
man.
Oh yeah, you were on the spot.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was great. John's a good friend of mine. It was a great show.
Oh, were you
laugh.
still doing that?
I didn't know why you would say that.
Laughed.
Because he's rude. That's why John wouldn't go with him.
Michael ate a carpet.
Let
I
me
didn't eat the carpet.
flashback to a
I
time.
licked the carpet.
I was sitting in
bring
the
it
office
back.
with Michael before he went on the spot. Like, not this past time, but the time before it. Sitting there with Michael, and I was like, "So, Mike, you got on the spot later? You excited?" He's like, "Dude, I'm so excited. John's my best friend. It's gonna be a great show. I love On the Spot." And I looked, and I was staring at him, and he goes, "I mean, that was pretty believable." I was like, "You did a great job, Michael.
Working on
You did a
it.
great
I don't
job."
want it to sound sarcastic because it's not.
It's funny because literally that happened with Miles on the episode. Is he was saying like, "I'm glad to be here. It's very exciting. I'm stoked."
Yeah, Miles is pretty mean to him.
Poor John.
But like the thing about it is, Miles
me. Oh, fuck
he
John.
dumped you. I don't know if anybody knew this, but yesterday was Miles' birthday because he said it 158 times during On the Spot.
Got
he just
it.
kept saying it, and like right at the end of the episode, I don't remember who mentioned it, but someone was like, "Oh yeah, it's Nicholas's birthday." I'm like, "You're out here serving drinks on your birthday? People are singing happy birthday to Miles and shit." And I was like, "Tomorrow, On the Spot, Nicholas's birthday. We're gonna have drinks. We're gonna do
means
this."
off topic. but
Off
Yeah,
topic.
sorry.
Yeah,
It's stuck in my brain.
All right.
There's
yeah.
both of those, and I'm like, off topic, nigga, here we go, yeah. And they're like, no, he's not in today. I'm like, well,
Son of a bitch.
Ruined it.
Yeah, I hope your vacation was
now you
good,
ruined
Nicholas.
it. Yeah, like,
You
whatever
missed
you're doing
this.
is better than this.
You missed this.
You could have sat somewhere
Where's
drinking
Eric?
it up. He's not here. He's never here.
Where he's never. What does he
Vacation?
do? Where is he?
Does he show up for any of the podcasts? Or is it just off topic that he fucks off on?
Mostly this one.
Why?
Hold on, Tyler's got a mic.
He has meetings.
Fuck his meeting.
He has me filling in for him, so I'm his handicap.
What does that mean?
No,
That's not the
we
answer
like
to our
you.
question.
Tyler, you're
Doesn't
fine,
sound
but
I
you're
talked to him
avoiding
before
the
we
question.
started.
You're
He was
avoiding
here
the
at
question.
midnight. He was
He's
here.
always here and then he leaves.
I think what you're trying to get at is he doesn't give a shit
Yeah.
about off topic.
Well, no, see, to be
That's
fair, what I'm
what I'm
thinking
We
is,
should just
That's
go
what
And I
right
was gonna
to
start
the
having wrestling parties.
what I think it is though is like he knows we're good. And he's like, I don't even have to be
Fine.
there. They're,
mean,
they're gonna
that's
take care of
very
it.
positive.
They're gonna be
After the Always
professional.
Open episode,
You know what I mean?
he was like, you
He's
know
gonna
what?
watch the other ones like a hawk, and he's like,
That
"Oh,
could be
Achievement
it.
Hunter, solid, reliable group.
Jeremy,
They
of all
never
people,
get into
Hello.
anything."
You know how insane I am. And I've been on this podcast where I almost said something
Including her husband.
Yeah, exactly. I said something on fire, or I tried to. I don't know if we ever
It was
made it there.
it was
I
the
can't
banner.
remember.
Yeah, you set the banner on fire.
Okay, yeah.
That
so
was
we
like
did set it on
episode
fire.
100 or
Sweet.
whatever.
Good.
Yeah, you're a psycho. I know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was the one sitting on Always Open going, holy shit, what is happening?
I saw that. I was
Barbara
watching
was
that
too.
happen.
Barbara was
Wait a
too.
minute, hold on.
She was just doing this.
Hold on. Why you said
It was
something
episode
on
100.
fire?
It was a
So-
celebration.
I'm sorry, I've never.
It was a celebration.
I've
We had a
never
paper banner, and then
Yeah.
someone gave her a lighter, and she just lit it on
Yeah.
fire.
Alright.
And
And
then
I-
after that, they were like, "No fire in the
Yeah.
studio."
To be clear, I'm trying to make it nice and fun by adding a song to it. So when I tried to set it on fire, I would go do 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 do.
I still love you, Lindsay.
What
But
she's
thanks.
talking about.
She gave the fire
But if any other white
song.
person
Yeah.
did that, I would
Is
freak
it like
out.
louder
okay.
the bigger the fire is?
My-
Like they're building.
I don't know. Ask her.
My favorite thing
Jesus.
There
about
it is.
Yep, there's the 100 burning.
Oh, come
Right there
on,
the
a
floor.
mild fire.
Well,
Why did
to
that-
be
That was barely anything. You couldn't
That's
even.
not a
She's-
bannable
she's
fire.
feeding it.
Jeff just-
She's feeding
Yeah,
the
Jeff just
fire.
looked
Can you imagine if the whole building went up and how bad we'd feel? Then?
But
Yeah.
I
I'd
wouldn't
be
feel bad. I
fired
didn't do it.
instantly.
I wouldn't do it. I would immediately hit her with a divorce, so I couldn't be like held
Michael, it's you.
responsible.
I need that.
Wow.
I need
Yeah.
that.
Well,
double-
that was weird. That
I
messed
know
up my
that
brain.
Whoa.
That was before I got.
I thought it was just
him.
on Michael.
Yeah, and then it was.
and then
That
lost
was like,
weight
oh, he's
again.
red.
Can we
How
morph
old,
them together like
That was about a
How
year
old was
ago.
like we did?
yeah, you're
right?
A year ago?
Me and
No,
Jeffrey.
he didn't change
Get a
too
Michael pre
Maybe
and
a little,
post Michael.
little more.
No, it
than
was
a
more
year
than a
ago.
year. That was before Iris, for sure.
much. He didn't change
100?
too
No.
I would think so. Yeah.
I mean, this is like 160 or something. What number are we on?
I thought it was before Iris.
Quiet.
I don't
What
know.
number are we on?
178.
Okay, so it was
Make
like a
that
year and a
fair.
half.
Say it.
It still wasn't.
There you go.
You gotta open your mouth a little bit, like, eh.
Yeah, oh my
Wow.
God, that's
We're getting
actually
there.
exactly.
Well, it's me.
Wow.
Whoa!
It looks just like you.
Matches
You
up.
must be a riot during puzzles when something fits and you're like, whoa! What are the odds?
Also,
No,
I
we need
wasn't
to
there
do-
for that, but your face with fucking Chef Mike, holy
Pretty weird.
Well, that was
shit.
shocking because it's two different humans.
Yeah, pretty weird.
What you need to do is get
far as
like,
you know.
is like
Yeah.
fat me. Go back to like October of last year. And then I was like,
Have we ever done Trevor with Alfredo?
Holy shit.
Oh, when
Someone just went, oh!
Genius idea. Genius.
Okay, we have earlier, right, when Alfredo was here.
can
so
we
Trevor just
slam
needs
one
to
of those
sit there.
frames in?
Yeah.
Where was he sitting?
Right here where Gavin is.
Oh.
Just get a picture of
You
Alfredo.
look like
earlier
a
today and then-
mixed.
What a weird
like
show.
like a mixed baby.
Yeah, a
mixed
beautiful.
baby.
Like
Get
a,
it.
a mulatto, they
A
say.
mulatto.
Oh, God.
Oh god, I hate when people call me that.
I
I'm
was like,
what the fuck are you
I
saying?
can't say that.
Mosquito.
Isn't that a cookie?
Can you?
Yeah, it's
yes,
not like a chocolate.
distinctive
Milano.
Milano.
Yeah, I'll gobble you up.
Moana.
Tom's remembers.
The movie is Moana.
Oh,
It's called.
God.
It's a good movie. Jeremy likes the songs.
Who was the guy
I
in the
love
chair?
those
What's
songs.
his name again?
Stephen Hawking.
No.
I was thinking it and she said it. But who are you talking about?
Spider-Man.
Guy in chair.
Yeah,
What do you
Ned.
mean, Diane?
Why am I
Oh,
blanking
yeah.
on?
The hell?
Why am I
What are we
blanking?
supposed to guess this?
No, the actor that plays Ned.
Yeah,
Ned
why am I
here. What's his
blanking
name?
on-
Jacob?
Jacob.
It's
Yeah,
Babylon.
Jacob.
Is
Yeah,
what-
Jacob.
Yes.
Jacob
When
Babylon?
Jacob was here, Fredo and I were both wearing the Bev's shirt because, like, whatever. Like,
B
but-
versus?
Yeah, B versus.
Beavers.
And then we didn't do like the face fade thing, but we did do like the Animorphs.
It
Where
looks
was
just
me,
like an
then
Animorphs
Alfredo, and then him, and we all went
That's awesome.
and like.
And it was like,
I think the funniest thing I came here like around February 20th, and I came here, and then the day after there's someone outside who was like waiting for an autograph, and I was going to eat with Matt and Alfredo, and someone asked for an autograph to Fredo but said
Matt.
Trevor.
Oh, nice.
And
Listen.
I was like
It's like Grandpa when he like tries to talk to me, and he's like, and
I
he's
thought it was a
saying
joke.
every other male name in our family. He's like Ty Trevor Hunter. What?
I mean, Jeff does.
oh
it,
no,
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
100%.
That's awesome.
Sure.
Oh, he was
It was
just like-
it was like a child, and he was like, hi Trevor, and Fredo kind of like.
Did
I
he
was like,
sign Trevor?
No, he signed Fredo, but like I was.
Signed Trevor.
fuck?
Yeah.
It was like the day after I came, and I was like, oh, that's.
I
There's a
still
kid
call
being
him
like,
Trevor.
oh,
and
that's-
Alfredo.
But then they sit next to each other.
I don't know
And
why.
I always get their desks confused.
It's not like I confused
did it
them
this
looking
morning.
at them anymore.
I was like, what are
Why
we
do
talking about?
people?
I was like, oh, is that
what's
Trevor's
the
desk?
lore about that?
The lore?
Because I don't understand.
They
why
look like each
people-
other.
I disagree. I don't
I
think they look
disagree.
like each other at all.
I'm like, I
they're
know
totally different.
Fredo's
They
a
have
kind
di-
of colored man. and
That's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The skin tone's the only difference.
They're the same height. They're the same weight.
Same
they're the
hair.
Same build. They have
The
the same
hair's a
hair.
big thing.
They went through a phase
Their
where they
hair's
both dyed their hair
Yeah,
at the same
thank you.
time together. Well, you've missed
Their
it
hair
now.
is different.
At the same time.
They're-
Yeah, you were both like blondes at one point.
Yeah,
or no,
he's
you were
blonde
both
now.
black.
I
and
was
then
blonde like 2 years
he
ago.
blonded to get away from it.
Yeah, he did.
That's how close
But then he
he
just
knew it
looked like a
was.
negative image of Alfredo.
That's not
Trevor
my
went
That's
blonde and
the
Alfredo
timeline.
went silver.
Oh, there we
totally
go.
different.
Totally different.
Totally different. Please.
Oh, shit. There was something there. Hold on.
Yeah, there was
Hold on,
something
go back,
there.
go back.
Well, don't
Get
ruin it.
Get it.
Position his
Get
head,
it,
Jeremy.
get it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
Jimmy,
lean
you
in.
gotta
You gotta
help.
be closer.
You gotta help.
Yeah,
That is,
like,
your head's
that
too
is the
small.
most terrifying thing I
Lean
have ever
forward.
seen. What is happening?
Oh,
I'm tearing it.
That's
I think
When
that
it lines up just right, a face shows up, and it's the
This is
It scared me when
the two of
the
you
face
mixed
came
together
out.
there, all I saw was Cher.
I saw.
What does that even mean?
I saw like
She looks like.
paler
No, she
Alfredo.
doesn't.
Yes, she does. Pull up a picture of Cher.
No, don't.
Cher?
All right, Cher and Trevor, see if they fit.
All right, pull up a share. I'll do
Wait,
it.
what
I'll
decade?
slide in a
Cher?
share.
I'll slide up in there.
What the fuck?
Are we talking like Sonny and Cher, or like,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
believe
Yes.
in love? What are they?
No,
What is it? Do you believe in
love, Cher?
Be like a dust rag in there.
Or that Nick Cage movie with Cher. What was that Nick Cage movie when he acted opposite of Cher?
Face Off.
No. No.
A much different movie.
I don't think he fits into Cher's face.
That's all
Do
I
you
saw.
think he's like, yeah, you're very like narrow
Long,
and
narrow.
what you're saying.
Maybe like Elvira.
Jawline.
The jawline.
Elvira,
the
Mistress of the
jawline.
Night.
Oh, yeah.
From
No,
Tiny
you don't have no. That's I believe Elmira.
It is
Elmira.
You don't have the chest
So
for
she's
it.
missing.
I don't
something.
have the chest
fun.
for Oh,
There we go, yeah.
No,
You gotta make it a bit smaller. It's
No, yeah, you can go
Tell
Tell me
forward.
I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
hold on, hold on.
What's happening?
You gotta-
Make Cher
Trevor,
smaller.
Trevor, you gotta open your eyes too, like make them pop.
What the
Yes.
fuck?
There it is.
Yes.
Why? Her mouth is too low.
Wait, was Cher talking? Her mouth is too low.
It is too low.
Trevor, make your face.
There it is. There it is.
I gotta get closer.
No, you had it.
No,
yeah,
no,
perfect.
right.
Yeah.
All right, sing.
Do you believe No, I can't sing. They're gonna cut it.
Cher's been smoking a lot.
I can't sing the song because they'll damn cut it.
All right.
God damn.
I would have just ripped it though. I would have done all the auto tune and everything.
In real life, your nose and jawline are very different than Alfredo's. That's what
That's
I've
very
noticed.
true.
You have a very like Grecian / Roman jaw.
Grecian.
Angular. Yeah.
I get
Like the Pokemon.
Greasy.
Yeah.
You're an
And you-
oily boy.
Yes.
Oily.
You've also got a very
Oily boy.
You have a very pronounced nose, whereas Alfredo's is a little curved. Just heads
Stop
up.
looking at them so much.
I look at people very closely.
said-
Sits next to me. She sits next to
If I
both
had
of
to
us.
describe Jeremy, I'd be like bald.
Ball.
Bald boy.
Egg beard.
Yeah. Imagine a
Egg with a
skin
beard.
made of egg with facial hair.
Gavin,
a
I'd
skin
be
made of
like-
egg. An egg made of
way.
skin, I meant to say.
No,
I'd be like beak.
Skin off an egg.
when I look at people,
Gavin, beak.
I analyze stuff like that all the time. I notice like tiny little things about their look. I guess.
Look at us.
Trevor,
I
white.
want.
Well, it's
Alfredo,
like, it's
not
like,
white.
Yeah.
It's me, Alfredo, and then Lindsay. So maybe she just like sits there and like looks down the line of us.
What have you noticed
and
about Matt?
Sees our profiles.
Matt.
You know, the first thing I think about Matt, and I don't know if this is offensive or not.
I bet it is.
Just spit it
Let's
out.
hear it.
Just say it.
I think of Osiris.
I don't think that's
Those
offensive.
shoes.
Oh, I'm like.
Osiris, what?
The shoes.
Oh, the shoes, not
thought
the
you meant the
not
god.
Greek.
No,
like,
that's,
Like the
Egyptian
god with the
god.
bird head.
That's
No, that's
probably,
Horus.
Oh no, wait, is that
Horus.
that's
Horus.
Horus?
that's
With
probably the
Osiris
nicest
is-
thing anyone's ever said about
Usually
Matt.
associated with
no.
So
the
he looks like a shoe?
Well,
that
I
picture
know.
of
I think
Osiris
I
shoes?
think these are
What the
Osiris.
You're
god?
saying those are
No,
his
like
shoes
those
or
shoes.
Matt is a shoe?
I don't know how to show this.
So skate
but,
shoes, like where the fat
I
tongue,
think-
not tied.
Yeah.
The tripping
Yeah,
hazard.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
are you talking about
he wears.
Matt's shoes
Does he
or
wear
the
that?
shoe
No, he
reminds
wears like
you of Matt?
DC or
Because
or,
the first time I saw Matt, I was like, oh, I know exactly who you are.
like fat
Like,
farms
what
for
type
white
of
people,
person you are.
basically.
Wow, you
Yeah.
judge pretty quick, huh?
No, I feel you.
she judges a book
Yeah,
by the cover.
I looked at you. I was like, you look just
like
like
some-
Wallace. Just like Wallace.
I shaved the other
Yeah,
day.
Wallace
Where's-
from Wallace
where's
from
your
Wallace
dog?
and Gromit.
Gavin was like,
him
he's
dead.
bald.
Fiona, you're
was
talking
like
about
his
DC
reaction.
shoes. DC shoes.
I
The
don't
fat,
know.
Fat shoes.
I'm not. I'm
Fat
not.
shoes.
It's like the
wide.
same.
They're
It's like
wide.
the same
I'm not
thing.
from here.
It's like the same thing.
I've seen this like when I was upstate once, and I was like, oh.
See,
No,
sure.
if,
no,
I
she's
were to,
right. Matt wears wide shoes.
if I were to describe Matt, if I saw like a shower drain
This will be me.
Oh god.
with some hair and I pulled it out and there was a face on it,
Yep.
that would be Matt.
See how nice you sounded compared to that?
Mine was I was gonna say he looks like the lead singer of Nickelback if he gave up a bit and melted, kind of.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So when Fiona said a shoe, that's
yeah,
super
that was
nice.
very nice.
You know, the thing
I'm gonna be
is,
sitting
people.
next to him when this goes live and he hears all this. Matt, I'm sorry.
I was
Get
getting
me
some.
now.
I was getting some tweets saying like, "Why are you so mean to Matt?" And I'm like,
yeah, listen, bitch. I am
Compared to us,
That's the new.
I've known him. I've earned it. I've known him for a long time.
earned it.
For me,
I
Matt
played Mario
Bragg.
Kart with him today, so I'm hot.
Yes.
I'm hot on Matt.
Matt Bragg is a character. I can't remember the actor's name, but from Party Down. If you broadcast want to look it up, it's like Matt Bragg's clone, and he was also in Parks and Rec as well.
You're talking about the guy from Silicon Valley?
Maybe I never watched Silicon Valley. He has glasses and long
Yeah.
hair like Matt. He's lanky, like Shaggy.
Yes, I know exactly what you're
looks like
talking about.
Sky Blue
I
from
don't
LMFAO.
remember. I'm just gonna look it up. I'm not good with names.
That's Matt to me.
Oh, you're talking about using Parks and Rec? What was it like the what, was
When
it
they're
the
doing the scavenger
library or
hunt.
some shit?
When they're doing
Or
this
what-
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Guilfoyle from Silicon Valley, right?
Yes.
it?
Yes. Guilfoyle, right? Is that what you just said?
Sure.
What's his name? I don't watch the show. I don't watch the show either, so I don't.
Yes, yes, that's Matt Bragg.
Martin Starr.
Not bad. That's
Martin
not bad.
Starr.
Oh my god.
If Matt tried, he could look like
actually
that.
pretty.
We watched a video the other day, or I was watching a video because someone linked it.
laughing.
LinkedIn?
Like there was some, I forget what video came out, but in it they were like, you know, oh, I like how Jeremy and Matt work together and blah, blah, blah. But then in the description, someone's like, you should watch this video. And it was an old RT recap where Matt and I were like supposed to be sales pitchmen. And Matt was like short hair, like
Bright
with
eyes.
gel in it, like
Smiling.
like not a big beard or anything.
Salt
Just like,
Not
on the
late.
inside.
right. And like everyone that walked in, damn.
Get it.
Everyone that walked in and saw me watching it went, what happened to Matt? Like, what'd he do?
Jeff went off. on
Yeah.
Jeff just saw that.
What
and
happened to him?
Started just viciously insulting.
I haven't gotten that video too. I was like,
I feel like
I was out
it's
here.
nothing.
Matt
It's
was
the
like,
absence of things
I want to
happening.
say something positive about Matt.
All right,
feel
well,
like
we're all
go
waiting,
for it.
Fiona.
The first time I came here, he was the nicest to me.
there we go.
He was like the most welcoming.
That's
Was
So
everyone else
I
not?
appreciate no.
And then you paid him
You
back.
were,
with,
you weren't
yeah.
even there.
I was gone.
You were not there. I don't even.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
Lindsay again.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you
I
came
was
into an empty
fine.
office.
So it sounds like
Fine. I
Fiona
love
likes
you
Matt
so
because
much.
he was there.
No, Matt was like the most welcoming. Like no, the first time, like last September, like
Oh,
when
gotcha.
I came. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Before you knew him.
Yeah.
I was just trying to learn as much about you so he
Yeah.
can stab you later.
I'll say something nice about Matt. When we had Luna, he and Casey gave us like a book called The Color
Kittens, and she ate that book.
Yeah, she literally ate the book.
Oh my God.
She's ripped out a couple of pages. She's eaten the corners.
Everything Matt touches turns to sugar.
Yeah,
She
but
is
I
my
can
dog.
still.
So he's like the King Midas of sugar.
Minus touch, but it's sugar.
So she
It's like that Skittles commercial.
Matt, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hammered you for no
Skittles.
reason.
Like
likes
Iris
the
is
book.
turning into me, unfortunately. I'm sorry,
book
Iris.
eater?
You just
Yeah.
eat
like
the
she's
books.
a menace.
She's absorbing the knowledge.
yes. So
Yeah, it's
I-
all the corner, but it's every single page. Like she ate it closed. So like the
She's
upper right
bookmarking where
corner
she's
is
been.
just gone.
It looks like
She's
she took a bite out of
teething.
cheese. Yeah.
Not really.
Not really. I
No,
know.
she's
Just
got all her
use the
teeth.
excuse.
She's just eating it. That's it.
How'd the teething phase go? Is it all right?
It wasn't
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad.
wasn't
She
that bad
got
at all.
pissed off because we took away her binky while she was teething. So that
Yeah.
really pissed her off. But
My dog's teething.
it had to. It had to happen.
Oh, they got those little needle teeth that come out when they're
That
puppies.
shit hurt. I have
Yeah.
scars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
Zipper never really stopped doing that. He
just kept
when he
on.
falls asleep and he's like getting
Suckles.
comfortable, he bites. Like he'll
Oh.
like he doesn't bite aggressively
like-
ever. None of my cats do.
Yeah.
But he'll like fall asleep and he likes to fall asleep like here on
Oh,
me.
no.
So like he'll go for my nose or my ear and he'll just go
The soft
like he'll be
bits.
falling asleep against it and then he'll just go
You know, if you
like that. Like not hard, but he'll just like bite on
yeah,
it.
if you died, those are the pieces he'd eat first.
Yeah, and I go, hey, and then he goes
But
like
the
this,
thing
and he
is,
sucks his
I
ears in, and then
give
he goes back and he bites me
toys.
again.
I give toys.
Yeah.
So like here, bite this.
Do
Here,
this.
here's a bone. Here's some tasty
Yeah, but
bone.
you're salty.
You're yeah.
And
Yeah, you're salty and
she
warm.
will, and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like she'll bite me, and I'll try like even my sleeve. I'll like kind of put my hand here so the sleeve
wants
sort
to-
of
Yeah.
so she but
There
and
you
she's
go.
trying. She's like
So, no,
munching up to like
there's
this knuckle.
no meat in
Yeah,
here.
I'm like, why? Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I'm surprised Smee hasn't eaten you yet.
That cat.
Me ain't me.
He's powerful.
Bit my hand.
We felt his jaws. It's my cat.
Oh, you have a cat?
He's
He
got
will-
several.
He's got 3 cats.
They just those
I-
teeth.
it
they
averages
just-
about once every 18 months. He will just bite down as hard as he can on someone.
Yes.
And it's awful. Like blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Is
Like
he due
Oh,
for another
no.
bite?
yeah, he's well overdue.
no.
I'm
When
gonna
I
come
come
out.
I don't want to be.
He's overdue.
See, I felt
no.
bad because like he's a Siamese, so
Yeah.
already they're temperamental by
Yeah,
nature.
they're very
I don't want to
temperamental.
like fuck with him, but I thought, okay, it's me. He's interacting with people. Maybe I can pet him or pick him up. So I picked him up. Bad move.
Ooh.
So instantly he bit my hand.
Yeah.
And because it's me, I was embarrassed that I was bleeding on their floor, and I was like, "Oh, it's nothing, no big deal." My hand's
Yeah.
like gushing blood.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And you were
"Ah."
pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
which is bad.
That's dangerous.
It was
Yeah.
the same when
I
he
was
bit
like,
me.
yo, I'll kick your cat.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll
It's
bite
like- I
you.
mean, I didn't, but I was just like, yo, your cat better not have just killed my kid.
Well,
'cause
the
I'll be
doctor
mad.
said the
see.
That
saliva
would've
from
been-
cats.
She's fine.
Not ideal.
Okay.
Would have been- Maybe that's why she bites.
What's wrong, or what
We
you
don't
should worry
know.
about, is if the cat scratches you, it has cat poo under
Yeah.
its nails, and it will
'Cause
get
they
the,
step in
the
their litter
Yeah,
and-
toxoplasmosis.
Cat scratches get real.
Well, was
bad.
it you? You got scratched or bit, and your finger was like, bleh.
Yeah, 'cause
it was gross.
He
like
got, he
your
got out
face.
and he was under a fence. He was like stuck there for like half the day. So I was like, I'll just pull him out.
half the day.
Yeah, he just wouldn't move. So I went under.
Jesus,
Wait a minute.
So
it's a
stuck
long
or-
ass time.
I went under the fence and he couldn't see that it was me. I
12
guess.
hours.
Stuck and wouldn't move are two
Yeah.
different
Was he
things.
stuck or was it like
it can't
he was
move or wouldn't move?
voluntarily sitting?
I couldn't see. It was between two fences and he just
Betwixt.
wouldn't get out and he was going. "Arr." So I went under. I went to grab him and then I was like, and I was covered in blood.
Oh my
it was just
God.
like.
Did you
from my-
did you feel the incident, or
He
was
likes
it just
the-
like
Yeah, I was like, it
Shock.
sound like someone stabbed me, and it was like the top
Sounds?
of my
Usually
knuckle
someone
hair, my
feels
thumb.
stabbed.
stabbing?
Yeah.
Is
He
that
heard a
like
pop.
stabbed.
No, I know what he's talking about when the sound made no sense. But like, I know what you're talking about when you're like, there's that feeling of something has gone into. I haven't felt the pain yet, but I've been punctured.
That
I know
shock.
what that. Yeah, that shock.
The sound
then-
of stabbing is when Tyler gets on mic. That's what it is.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
that's called a
And then
stab.
honestly, it hurt for like a week.
Someone in the booth went.
It was like a burn.
That's
burn
that's
Is that like?
And the pain just kept coming back.
Is that like something you should expect? Because this is my first like dog.
What do you
I'm not gonna go. This is my first stabbing.
No, dogs shouldn't bite you.
No,
That's
yeah.
a cat thing. Dogs
Yeah.
should
So,
not
like,
bite
cats-
you. Dogs will teeth.
Cats when
they
they're
shouldn't be
threatened.
biting you.
She
Cats
doesn't
don't scare
mean
away.
bad.
Like,
Is she a big
like,
dog?
they might
Oh, no,
nip
she's
a little
like
bit.
this small.
No, but
my
she
dogs
didn't
might,
grow to
like-
be a big dog.
Whenever I was playing with like
They'll
roughhousing
play
with my
for
dogs, like if
Yeah,
I were
they're
to just
playing.
stop, I remember like testing them to see like they might like
Yeah.
just touch you a little bit, but if you stop, they'll like just tap you with it, and then they'll be like, "Why'd you stop? I thought we were playing."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like if it hurts you, you might need to be like,
The
"Oh,
trainer,
whoa."
the trainer told me to be like, ow, like,
Yeah.
like,
Uh-huh.
ow, ow,
Yep.
and then she'll slowly, like,
Yeah.
what she does,
Find the-
she'll slowly, but she doesn't know
Right.
what her strength.
Right.
dog-
She's like just born.
My dog was
Yeah.
a biggin. He was like 165 pounds.
Your dog was a bear.
He was like a little cutie.
Big dog.
But I would like wear a sweatshirt or I'd wrap a blanket like around my arm. You know, it's just like if you ever see like when they do police training, you know, they're doing those big things and they got the huge foam arms
Yeah.
because they bite like here.
Right.
And we'd always like play where like I'd wrap my arm in a blanket and that's where he would like chew, but like he would just like grab. He wouldn't bite.
Yeah.
But then if there were more, I go, hey, and he'd be like, oh fuck.
Oh, I did too much.
Yeah, there was so many times where like, and then he'd like really rile up, but he was so big, like if like on his hind legs, he was taller than I was. I would literally get him in almost like I'd pin him like like I'd put my arm through one of his paws and I like have his neck and I'm like, you gotta stop, and he was just like, I was like, hey, and he'd be like, all right, I'm good.
I'm good.
I love the I know I've done something wrong thing.
Dude,
Booker was
that's
doing
like
that.
my favorite fucking thing, like especially dogs where they're like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Well, Booker was kind of doing something recently where because we just got Zipper back from the vet, like, if a cat comes back from a vet, the other cats don't always recognize that cat because of the smell is different.
wife?
Yep.
And not my wife, kittens.
Jeremy's like, who are you?
Yeah, and like
Jeremy goes like this.
yeah. So like Booker, he doesn't know what Zipper smells like, and Zipper's kind of still off.
Yeah.
So like he doesn't look quite right. But so like Booker, when he gets close to him, will like hiss, and every again he'll like kind of bat at him. So like I'll see that happening, and like Booker will like hiss at Zipper and go, but like Zipper's all fucked up, so he can't really like
slapped around.
Yeah, he can't fight back right now. So like Booker will go and I'll go, hey, and like Booker will like stop, and then he'll just stare at Zipper, and like he'll stare at him for a minute, and he'll go. Like that, like in mode to himself, like if I, like he's holding me back, like he's saying to Zipper, like
If he wasn't here.
if he wasn't here, and I'm like, I know you're not happy about it. Just
That's
like,
what I
fuck
do to
off.
Gavin sometimes when he comes in the
Yeah.
morning
Oh,
and
yeah.
he just looks off. You know, I'll just like I'll slap him.
Yeah.
Sometimes he comes in and it's like he's really like ugh. He's like ugh looking, or like his hair's really shitty,
Yeah.
or like he shaved but it was bad, so there's like clumps on one side.
Yeah,
and
he
on the other.
clumps up a lot.
and I'll just be
yeah.
like,
My
oh, your
Michael's
beard
always
looks
there
like
to point
shit.
out, like, maybe like once a week on average, he'll be like, just ugly. I'll walk in and be like, ugly today. I'll be like, oh.
I want you to know so you can fix it later. Also, I've been hitting him a lot this week with stink.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, I
get these
didn't bring my
phrases,
switch in.
Like,
stinky.
I've been telling him all week that he stinks or that he smells. I texted him something the other day and I was like, whenever your stinky ass comes in.
Now we do that with Iris, where we'll hold her and go, "Hey, stop, enough."
she's beyond teething, but she'll run up and just bite my foot.
She does do that. Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I was still thinking cats, but then I just realized that's a human being.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, don't bite my foot.
Like
yeah.
it was 2 days ago. I was
Yeah,
carrying her
she
upstairs to go to bed, and bedtime is initiate of like fuck all menace mode, where she's like, I don't want to go to bed, and I'm like, okay, you gotta go to sleep. I gotta hold you. Okay, let's take you to bed. So I'm holding her and taking her upstairs, and she bites my arm. I'm like, motherfucker, I invented the bite. Like, no,
I'll bite the shit out of you.
I bite her back.
no.
I will bite you, toddler.
I was getting nowhere. It's like you beat the top of my foot. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop. And it's not like a concert, just go, "Ah," and then leave. What the fuck was
She's
that?
like, you, remember.
What was
remember
that?
this.
Yeah.
Right.
Weird.
Unrelated,
She
but
puts her shoes on a lot
I
too,
need
which
your
is funny.
guidance here, Jeremy. So, Michael has told me that I have now reached like peak crazy cat lady
down,
because of this.
dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
So, a couple days ago, There were 2 cats outside of our house, and they were fighting. It sounded like there was a baby crying, and my mom instinct went like, "Holy shit, there's a child outside."
Something's screaming. Yeah.
Save this child. It's 2 cats. They're clearly either gonna fuck or fight each other.
Yeah.
So I went out
Fuck or fight.
in my robe. I'm barefoot and in my pajamas, and I go, "Hey, stop!" And I'm like yelling.
She went outside to yell at cats.
And then the 2 babies outside went, and then like left.
It's like, what was that? She came back inside and she's like, I had to go yell at those cats. I had to go take care of them. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I would do that, but like not for the benefit of the cats. If they were loud, I would walk. I've done it before, where like if a cat or a squirrel is outside my house making a lot of noise.
How much noise does a squirrel make?
They make a lot. If they're in a tree and there's
make
a
a lot
cat
if they're getting
nearby,
killed.
They get pretty chirpy, don't they?
if there's a cat nearby, the squirrel will go like. It's like
I was gonna go.
That was not under at all.
No, hold on. It was under this camera here, and then they cut to the
They
wide.
want to fuck you every time.
They fuck me. Who
every
is
time.
this?
I don't know.
All right, somebody.
Fredo's not here. Fredo left.
Fredo went home.
oh,
Fredo's the only one of all.
I'll
of you that
take it.
sent
I'll
me an
take it.
order.
did he actually go home?
What did I get?
I guess I better eat
What did I order?
Both of you
Now,
got
wait a
Big
second.
Mac noodles, and I got 2.
I got a Big Mac.
I kept saying I don't
With
want
no
it.
pickles. No, it's a Big Mac, no pickle meal, please.
Fuck yeah.
What did
I'll
I get?
take it.
You didn't get anything.
But he
because
didn't
you
order
weren't
anything
here.
either, but you got him something.
No. I did order, but I just didn't know what I ordered.
Also, I saw you walking around with lunch earlier, so I'm not too worried about you.
Oh, I already ate. I didn't want it. I
2
just-
lunches, fat
Yeah,
Sally?
he's got his.
Wow,
You
fatty.
almost got nuts.
Wow,
I like that.
it's
Well,
not-
that's
Smelly?
that's
I want the
yeah,
straw.
I like nuts.
Why are you drinking your
Especially
beer
since
through
I'm
a
like,
straw?
I'm feeling it, Mr.
Wait, did you
Krabs.
drink?
I don't want it.
And then say,
He put a straw in my beer.
yeah. Why'd you put a straw in his beer?
Can you give me my nuggies, please?
Yeah.
Can you give this woman her fucking
Yeah, hold on. It's down in here.
Jesus.
I'm asking so nice.
I know, I'm trying to help you
No
out.
pickle.
Thanks. Trevor doesn't like me.
I love you. Here
I
you go.
noticed. Thank
That's
you.
It was at
too
the bottom.
extreme. I would
Listen.
talk to HR about that.
Well, okay. It's a friendship kind of
That was
thing.
thrown a bit too hard.
Yeah.
Do you want some?
Let's
of my
all
nuggies?
calm down.
Wait,
You have your own, she has her own
Yeah,
nuts.
no.
Normal Mac.
I'm stealing
I
yours.
will share nugs.
Thank you.
Normal
I appreciate
Mac.
that.
It's always.
Here you go.
Like Ryan once said.
Thanks.
Here you go.
You were
Thank you.
digging around in that bag.
Thanks. Is there more nuggies?
I feel like there's a whole other bag. You just didn't look
I
in.
feel like
Fries.
there definitely are.
3 fries.
Is there no more nugs?
No more nugs.
Did you order nuts?
Lindsay,
Sarah.
Sarah?
I ordered 2 things of nuts.
Lindsay, it's okay.
Hang on. Let me count again.
That's not a
the
20
receipt.
piece. That's a 10 piece.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Sarah's inching closer to the set.
No.
Calm down.
Yep.
This isn't always
What?
open.
Sarah, I named my worms after
2
you.
10 McNuggets.
Oh, there's one.
It's on the receipt.
Wow, so McDonald's
Refund?
messed up.
Did Sarah
Refund?
eat the nugs already?
What you
bet
did
you
is
she
you just got
pocketed.
played for a fool.
Get a refund, Sarah.
It'll be okay because Lindsay can share my nugs.
Dude, thank you.
Paid for a fool.
I'll have 1 nug.
No, you
Dude, I didn't even
take
ask for a
sandwich.
sandwich and I
I'm
got
not
one.
gonna
Wait,
say
and there's an extra one? Was that?
Fredo sandwich.
Oh, well, Gav, that's yours.
Oh, I don't
Where did
want
this
it.
box
Yeah,
come
but
from?
you'll eat it.
I mean, I really want it. Like, I would love it.
Hold on. There's a bottom of the bag fry. Yeah.
That was 2.
Bonus fries. Another Jim Gaffigan reference.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Bonus
podcast
fry.
is Jim Gaffigan.
Oh, that's
bonus
just,
fries
that's
over-
just a straw wrapper. Which is totally true.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's got salt on it.
Yeah,
so
when you
we-
get that's a
Guys, I go.
Whoa, careful.
Jesus Christ.
What happened there? She was really freaking out.
These McNuggets.
I almost died.
It's on a large.
What's up? That's a large.
That's probably Fredo.
That's like a.
I don't know why you're
Kidding?
playing.
What a fatty.
Goodness.
He went large and then went home.
That's the opposite.
So when we were streaming Days Gone earlier,
How was that? Was it fun?
It was all right. It was pretty good. We're not sponsored by PlayStation now, so I'll say it's all right.
All right. I mean, I want to play it. I hope it's good.
Why are we doing it?
We're
So you
sponsored by
got an early
PlayStation.
copy.
Oh, you mean like now in this moment?
Now in this
shit.
moment, I don't mind
He didn't
saying.
talk about PlayStation now. He's talking about PlayStation coming
Yeah,
now.
I don't mind saying right now. Yeah. But
Well, how does that work? Can you just walk off a sponsor stream and then be like, oh shit?
It wasn't
Yeah.
sponsored.
He just did.
yeah.
Yeah.
It,
I think
it was okay.
We just got the game early.
It's
Yeah.
it's very Last of Us feeling in that like.
I love Last of Us.
I mean, it looks fun, but it also looks kind of it was a little wonky in certain bits of it. But like, it's a whole thing of one of the things is there's a day-night cycle in it, and like it changes the way that certain things work. Like,
Oh, like Minecraft.
well, kind of,
very
but
similar.
like the
calling it
zombies,
Minecraft
the
with
zombies
a
in it
bike.
become more aggressive at night. They don't like the light, so they're not really out during the day. But then like the human enemies that you can come across, the drifters, are like obviously more active during the day, and then at night there you can sneak up on them better and stealth them better. So you handle different missions depending on when it's day and when it's night. But you know, it wasn't bad. It was pretty fun. There's a lot of collecting, like going into this place looking for crafting materials, making something, leveling
Is
up.
that a PS4 exclusive?
Ew, what the fuck? Can you just put it back
Right,
there?
yeah, just eat
like,
it.
what the hell? Just eat the fry.
And
He licked it.
Trevor's weird.
I mean, Gavin,
Let him eat the fry.
Trevor's
You were disgusting,
Hey, here we go.
Gavin.
Hang on.
Okay, I thought I was being, I was being
Go down your list a
assaulted.
little bit.
Guys, one for
I
Peter.
think he was
One
like
for
around
Peter.
5
Peter ain't
maybe.
hungry anymore.
Kind of lowered.
Damn,
I think
dude.
he
I'm
ate
gonna
a
text
buck
Alfredo
seven.
and see if he's still here.
He went home. He said he was gonna go take a nap.
Just say, hey, Fatso, where are you at? We got
I thought
this
he was
stuff.
joking.
I don't think he was joking at all.
I mean, he
God.
came
He's
into the
taking
office. That's
time-
how I knew that there was a spot open on here.
Taking
It's 'cause
time
he went
off
to the office.
work to sleep so he can watch a movie. Classic.
Yeah,
Yes.
but to be fair, he traveled.
I think also most of us are doing that tomorrow.
But to be fair,
I'm
Is no one coming in?
I'm not
no
coming
one's
in.
gonna be in the
I'm
office.
not doing shit tomorrow.
I'm going
be
because
here.
I'm at Vegas for a convention. I'm at Level Up Expo, so come say hi.
You know,
So is anyone in the office tomorrow?
I'm not. I ain't coming. You crushed him. You squeezed him a little bit.
Dude, I used to do that. I used to
Heart crush?
in gymnastics. I used to watch. I used to walk up to people.
Come on, man. What are you made of paper?
You did
I just
gymnastics?
bashed my head.
Yeah, I used,
sick
Oh my
I used to
Yeah.
walk up to people in gymnastics that weren't paying attention, and I'd put one hand on the back, one on the chest, and I just squeeze.
Jeremy's
And they
got.
go, "Argh," or I do it to their head.
Jeremy's
we
got
the same
video. This is to be fair. Jeremy is in decent shape. He's a fat piece of shit for his own standards.
comparatively,
Now,
big time, yeah.
when he was a gymnast, he could do the horizontal like
the
lift.
beam?
Yeah, no. I mean,
I
he can
hold
lift
myself
himself
like
up
this,
and just be
horizontally.
sideways.
Yo,
Doing the flag
I've
thing?
always wanted to be a gymnast. Like I've always like when I
Talk
was
to this
little,
guy
It's fun.
10 years ago.
Oh, please! I cannot. My legs are like my legs don't do that.
I was just talking about the fact that
I do volleyball and basketball. That's
Hell yeah.
Whoa. What position were you in volleyball?
outside.
Outside. Shit. Okay.
I couldn't be in the back. It took too
Yeah,
long
I'm
for me
not-
to
Striker.
reach
Center
the
right
down.
side hitter.
Look at
here.
this.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hang on. Jeremy's gonna crush Gavin.
heart crush.
Oh no.
I was expecting goo to come out of you.
He punches my heart. He scratches
Or
it.
something.
I'm surprised you just don't go up and just be like, jugular Nick, with a knife. I'm like,
Look at the
Well, the other thing we used to do to each other is you can get each other right here. So if we saw each other in the
Clavicle?
hallway passing, no, like just the muscle. If we saw each other in the hallway passing in high school, you'd try to
Vulcan
get up
grip.
behind them, and then you'd grab them right here and just do that.
It's an owie.
You'd be like, death pinch, and then just like
See,
give
you
up.
doing that and us sandwiching Gavin, like my instinct is to help you, but I have a pact in my head where I don't hurt Gavin because I will really hurt Gavin.
Yeah.
So I don't do it.
He's hurtable.
Your body,
Yeah,
you're
well,
like,
Yeah. I
you're
can't.
always on the edge
It's
of
like when you see a baby and you're like, man, I can't hurt that. Look how innocent and young it is. And beautiful.
Did you hear, like, so we, T100 tweeted that video recently where they opened the door and Alec was running through the rain?
Oh, yeah.
Which is a hilarious video. But, like, Trevor goes, someone's screaming out there. Did you hear what he was screaming?
No.
No.
He just went, bubble shield! Oh,
really?
What's
wrong with everyone?
Trevor went, what's someone screaming out there? But he just goes, bubble shield!
I thought he was just going,
Michael's
That's
been
amazing.
doing this for, what day is it? Thursday?
This is
4
Thursday.
straight days.
Yeah. Now again, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
You find Michael's like annoying. I go home with that.
I don't know. He was all over the place because he kept complaining about it in videos. Like, you're ruining videos this week. We can't have it. We need.
Oh, me?
Yeah. We need
ruined.
to understand you. And then I was like, outside of the video, I was like, I don't understand what your problem is. He's like, oh, I like it.
Yeah,
I was like, which is it?
I mean, it's just a lot. It's a, ooh.
I get it way worse. I'm trying to have intimate times with Michael, and he's like, "Oh, let's have the sex."
you
I'm like,
You
"No."
said you did that exact thing.
I did. I was like, can you grab my wizard's wand?
come on, chooses the wizard.
Well, Guardian, let me out.
One chooses the wizard.
She was mad.
I literally just left the room. I was like, "Goodbye, we're done."
I was,
I'm imagining you just on your own on a bed, just being like, that was worth it.
yeah.
She left and I just kept. She's out of the room and I'm going, I can't believe it.
Dude, been there. I ruined it one time. I yelled initiate snoo snoo one time before it, and Kat left.
I'm walking out of the room, and I hear Michael go, "Wait, come back." You don't know what you'll miss.
Don't you
So worth it.
want to snog?
No.
Lindsay, just know that you can marry me instead.
Thank you.
Noted.
I can't believe this.
Bringing it back a little
That's a
bit,
wizard's chest.
pretty far back. But how I analyze people at the office and who they are and what they look like, you're still Yao from Mulan.
I am.
That's all.
King of the Rock.
Yes.
What
Perfect.
do I look like?
Fuck, I don't know you well enough yet. You're still Fiona to me.
You
Like,
need to know someone to look at their head, though.
no, Gavin, you're the dude from the Buttery Biscuit Base video.
What? He doesn't look anything like him.
No, not the
bald
bald
guy?
one.
Oh.
Not the other one.
Oh,
Here's
the idiot guy?
Wobble face, whoa. That's that's you. Especially when you get older. That's
And
what you're gonna
then
look like.
bam!
Yes.
It's so good.
I'll find it, Fiona.
I'll be
Let
really
it happen
happy.
naturally.
I want this really bad, but I know I'm gonna
what happens.
stuff the shit out of my body
You should
at
eat it
Alamo.
anyway, though.
Well, no, my thing.
Like, if Fiona just literally went fuck at me.
Chalk it up to the whole day.
I reminded you.
Why are you laughing at me?
It's running.
I want to squeeze you again.
Don't squeeze me, come on. Does anyone want to
Come on.
Can I squeeze?
Why
Why
you
you
shove it? Didn't you give him a good shove recently?
I shoved
Yes.
him on the Ray off topic. I shoved
Oh,
him.
I thought you meant on off topic like
No.
weeks ago.
It was more
Did that
recent than
too.
that.
Yeah.
It was like at his desk. You give him a good shove.
Yeah, I like to shove. Fiona, what are you on about?
Huh?
The fuck
When you yell
exclamation.
fuck.
Oh no, because you were saying I have to eat at Alamo. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, fuck, same, and I'm eating nuggies.
That's fine. You can eat some good
No,
stuff
I
at Alamo.
can't. The thing is like I eat this, I'll be full.
Oh yeah.
Their milkshakes are a lot of calories.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I didn't
I
realize
didn't know it until they
but
just
they're
recently
so
started putting on. I get like a chocolate
good.
chip cookie shake at a time, and I just think
That's
like,
a day's-
1,000 calories.
Dude, pecan porter shakes. I get those all the time.
Yup.
Pecan porter's
Yep,
a
yep, yep.
stout beer,
Yeah.
right? And then they make a milkshake using it. Fucking delicious. I used to get it every time I went, and it's like 1,100 calories.
It's like I get peanut butter and
so
chocolate every
much.
time. too.
At
Same
this
thing.
point, I now go through to find the most caloric thing. I think, and I don't
Banh mi
remember
hot
what it
dogs
is.
are pretty good for you.
What?
Banh mi hot dogs.
No, I'm not looking for the least. I was looking for the most because, like you said, like
Boss Burger.
there's so many things in there that like blew me
2,000
away.
calories.
Like they have candies. You can buy candy like Reese's Pieces. I call it Pieces.
I love how no one judged him. No one judged
The
him, but he
audience.
was like,
I know they're there. Don't judge me.
Pieces.
Yeah.
The Pieces. But like,
Reese's Feces, yes. Is that what you're
so
trying
like
to
you
say?
can get a
what I
box of it.
always
It's like
say.
a little takeout box of like
that was so good.
the rice that you get in a little takeout. It's in that because it's like 1,000 or it's like 800 calories for a little box of those candies, and then there's
Nah,
like
I
there's
can't
things that are
do that.
way over
Reading
2,000.
it is worthless.
You can walk out over
Dude, a
3,000
Big Mac
calories
is
for
like
your meals.
500.
If you read,
That's it?
but honestly, if you go through, because I was doing this like when I was really going hard on the whole calorie thing. But what did you just say?
He
Was that
said,
deserving? I don't know what you said, but
no.
is it deserving of a heart?
Jeremy, what he said was squeeze me.
Oh,
What he
I
wanted.
heard that.
He
yeah.
wanted a chest squeeze.
Here, I'll help you out.
Squeeze his head. But I was reading through like all the stuff on there. There was like a spinach and feta pizza. Maybe there's a pizza that's got like spinach on it and
which should be healthy since it has.
No,
spinach.
it was like
right, yeah.
it was like 500
That's the
calories.
trick.
That's the trick.
It was like one of the
I ate
healthiest
my
things.
salad
That's not
intake
bad at all.
today.
It was
For a
like one of the
whole
healthiest
pizza?
things. Like all the pizzas were actually surprisingly low calorie.
They're good pizzas.
Yeah, the burgers awful. Sandwiches
yeah.
Taste
kill ya.
Tastes
Dude,
amazing.
Avocado toast.
Dude, that shit's so
That
good.
shit's so
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
the most millennial
they have
thing.
this thing.
Yes.
They have this thing there called like
derogatory. It's just
creme brulee French toast.
Yes.
That is also.
I've never had it. I've
It
never
is-
had
and
it.
it's just pure sugar.
It's like 16 or
Cream
1700
brulee.
calories.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
No, wait.
You could like
Americans say it.
climb
Fiona,
bleu.
you're technically a millennial. Yeah, right?
I'm
What is?
like, I'm bordering
She's
from
close.
Gen Z.
Okay.
So
yeah,
Alfredo's
this
not
is
coming
mine.
back if
Okay.
anyone wants another big one.
Yeah,
You do.
Yeah, I'm bordering. I think I'm literally the 1996 is like the line of Gen Z.
I feel like the generation
But it
lines
doesn't
are all
really-
so very fuzzy.
Yeah, but like I'll go to school. Like when I went to school like last year, they would be like, oh yeah, Gen Z starts 1996, and then someone else like an article would be like, oh no, it's
Yeah.
1997.
There's so many like widely.
What's 1991?
Millennial.
Millennial?
millennial,
sure.
yeah.
Millennial
Millennial.
goes back into the 80s.
I'm a millennial.
Gen
A lot of
Z.
people.
Oh yeah, you're
Millennial-
absolutely a millennial.
millennial-
You guys are all millennial.
Millennial
Whoa, whoa,
cusps
whoa.
on Jack, who's like, I'm not a millennial, but just because he
But
doesn't
you
want
are,
to be. I think he
technically.
really is.
Yeah, he technically
He's like
is.
the oldest
Yeah.
millennial.
Jeff isn't.
Jeff is not.
Yeah, Gen Z is like Vine humor is a big thing.
I'll still take some of that in the millennial category. You know?
I mean, yeah, I
Enjoy
guess
some
to a certain
vines every now and
degree.
then.
That's real
We
close.
enjoy it. but
Fortnite.
Gen Z
I'm
humor.
I was,
Gotcha.
I was,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I was
TikTok.
13. I was
TikTok,
13 the year 2000. So I'm like right in there.
I turned
Shit,
10
really?
in 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost
2000?
30.
2000.
Yeah, so I was 9. Yeah.
Y2K.
2000.
We're all dead.
Dude, I remember
What
that.
happened in the 2000s?
People
lot.
thought
We
that
were
the
all
world was
unplugged.
gonna blow
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, my dad shut the power off on New Year's Eve.
Everyone
And
thought that
my
all the
family
missiles would
My
launch.
family screamed and went nuts, and my cousin cried.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my dad went downstairs during New Year's Eve. It was at his
Oh,
house.
but he did it on purpose.
Yeah, and,
to fuck
and
with
he
them.
listened to everybody
That's
up.
funny.
And I followed him because I saw my dad going somewhere. I was like, let me see what my dad's doing. And I followed him downstairs, and he just stood next to the circuit breaker and listened to them. And they're like, 3, 2,
That's
1, Happy New He just killed the power, and everyone went, Happy New It was like this huge scream. My cousin was crying, and everything was awesome.
Wow.
Your
Yeah.
dad is
That's
awesome.
My dad's a man. He's
I love that.
so funny. He's really good at that shit.
Y2K was one of the most disappointing, anticlimactic like moments of
I know, right? Where were
my
the
life.
missiles?
Eve 6 wrote a song about it.
Everyone's like, oh my god, and you're like, I was like 10 years old, so all of my peers are like, it's gonna be crazy. The computers are gonna freak out. Everything's gonna blow up, and the world's over.
Planes
And
will
as
fall
soon,
down.
right, and as soon as it ticked over, you're just like,
For me, it was.
where's the fallout?
For me,
What
it was
happens now?
2012 because they actually made a movie about it.
yeah,
so I was
well,
like,
Dude,
oh,
if John Cusack
fuck.
says it's ending, it's
Yeah,
ending.
I was like, oh
The
fuck.
Mayans, they know.
That's it.
Here's to the Night is about 2000.
Okay, cool.
I have no idea.
Which I think is
what's
Eve
happening.
6.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
don't even know.
Jeremy and I know music, that's it.
My family
Oh.
was
We
like
know
that
music.
on both ends of the spectrum, where it's like, oh man, Y2K, and you're like, we don't give a shit. And then like it was midnight, and I'm like, I guess nothing happened.
yeah.
My dad had a backup
You're like,
plan.
ah, damn, nothing.
That was it.
No one died.
I went like
Dang.
this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Fiona, Jesus. She's just like spiking the lens while you guys are talking, just like.
Yeah.
We should just thumbnail is you making that face. Title Matt.
Can we title it Meh?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
There it is.
Y in it?
Yeah. And according
Let's
to
all
Jeremy,
pile into
M-Y-
one.
M-Y-A-T-T.
Hold on. Let's all pile into one
Is it Y or
frame.
W?
Yeah.
And go,
Yeah.
Y.
It's Miat
Meh.
What is the most
Yeah.
with a Y.
Gen Z thing that you do, you think?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
What do I do?
What are you, 100?
Again, all I
What a
know
weird
from
question.
the Gen
Gen
Z
Z.
or
I think it's references.
all
It's
right,
references.
I think the issue, the only
Oh,
thing.
you're eating it. I just noticed. He's sucking it down.
Shit.
You lost.
The only.
You lose.
Good day, sir.
Shut up.
No.
Get
You
him.
know. Get him. Go get him. Oh,
I'm gonna
I
need
think
those
the
tickets
only.
tonight.
Michael, don't do that to me. Michael. No, but I think the most Gen Z thing is like not remembering a lot of the like really important things that really fucking
That's
happen.
Alzheimer's.
Oh no. It happens earlier.
No, like Twin Towers for
Yeah. Like 9/11.
Or it's like I was there. I definitely
You were
was
there.
there.
Yeah.
But it's like I just can't. Like I remember leaving school because police.
How old were you at the
I
time?
was 5.
Yeah. So
And
that's
it's
a,
like,
that's
but it's
a,
like shit
And
like
you
that where
were
it's
in
like.
New York at the time?
Yeah, I was there. Like that was my first year in New York, and I was like, I just remember
Hell of
leaving
a year.
school.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, like
And I-
from
I-
our perspective,
I-
that's like holy shit.
I went to an all-girls
Yeah.
school. I think that's how I became like gay.
Ditto.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
You know.
Jeremy snuck in. You were assigned.
No, but yeah,
Jeremy
like,
would loiter outside.
but it's like those moments where it's like I was there, I
I
really was
swallowed
there, but
so
it's like
fast to
I
get that
can't
joke in.
fucking-
You don't
It
understand.
doesn't.
Can't process, yeah.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
I was.
The
That's like-
Sully thing.
That's the age where your
Yes.
brain
The
is like.
Sully thing. I was there.
Captain
like,
Sully. Yeah.
Michael, talk about that
I
at
was
home.
there. I was there, like I wasn't even that young, but it's like I just don't.
Yeah.
It's
I
funny
was
to
dealing with bullies and like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
That's when your
Literally-
brain is sputtering to life
Yeah.
like a bad engine. Like your memories just don't really
like the
stick
plane.
around until.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Where he
conversation
landed in the
It's on.
Hudson.
that you're
Yeah.
talking about landing in Hudson with
Some
Sully
beast fly right into your life.
9/11. Michael came home from work and was like, "Yo,
okay,
Fiona, like, she doesn't
You're right,
remember
you're right.
9/11,
No, I
basically."
fucked
And I was like, "What?" Because I was watching a documentary about
Yeah.
Sully, and he was like, "Oh, it's funny because Fiona just talked about how she remembers that and him crashing in Hudson, but
It
not
didn't
9/11."
really. Yeah, but it didn't like. But that's
think
weird.
you're
It's like
getting
you
it
lived
mixed
in
up.
it. You
Oh, that was
lived
the
in
opposite.
it. You've been there,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't fucking remember. And I was like, that's. I feel like that's the most like Gen Z sort of like my little brother's totally Gen Z. He doesn't know what the fuck Twin Towers was. He was like born that year.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
No, don't. Just let it be.
No, I tried to tell him.
Ooh, there's a sesame seed
Jeremy
there.
was just like,
I
For
just
what?
let it happen.
he had food on his face. So I was trying to.
You're a good friend.
It's an embarrassing thing to admit, but I can talk
Thanks.
about it. Is like for me, on 9/11, being in Texas, like I should have known more. But when it started happening, I was like, I don't know what the Twin Towers are.
Yeah,
like, I don't
same.
know what this
I
is.
was the exact same.
I didn't either.
But I feel like that's I feel like no one. Should that be so important for anyone outside of New York?
They're big.
Especially for kids,
I mean,
because before
yeah,
the
they're-
event,
Yeah, big.
they're like
I
a lot of
understand
people.
the
How do they
now.
know? Like when I think of New York, I think Statue of Liberty, like I don't
Empire
think
State
of-
Building.
Yeah, Empire State Building. I don't think of Twin Towers isn't really like a
Exactly.
my-
I was picturing radio towers.
Yeah.
When I was first told about it and they said Twin Towers, I was picturing like those red and white radio towers
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
That's like,
My
I was like,
parents
I don't
knew
know
what they
this
were,
is.
but I was like, I don't know. And like my parents were sobbing. I was
Right.
like, why is everyone so upset?
Yeah, same.
What's happening?
I mean,
Like,
I understood that there are huge buildings and there were casualties like en masse, like very sad in that way.
yeah.
But I didn't know what.
The
So it's the same thing. I didn't know what
importance of
Wall
the
Street
tower,
was. I
yeah.
wasn't
Yeah, I
like,
just didn't
oh,
understand as a
financial
kid what that
district.
meant.
And, I just didn't. I
didn't
don't
make
know any of the
sense.
finer details.
It doesn't help since my parents are all they're both European. They
right.
did not give a shit about. They were like, all right, well, we're just taking you out of school. Something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something went down.
On that same
know,
token,
but,
it's obviously like to a far lesser scale, but it's still a very pivotal moment in American history, especially. It's like for me and our generation, I feel like that's Columbine. It's like I had friends who had older siblings who were in high school when that happened. They were like, oh my God, this changes how like we approach school and how we approach safety and everything else. And for us, we were like, I don't know, some people got hurt at a school. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
It's weird what you relate to, like what things that impact you when you're a kid.
yeah.
Like for me, it was like when Steve Irwin died. I was like, the world's over.
That
It's
got
done.
me so
pretty-
bad. I was like really sad for
I
a
was
week.
so
I couldn't
upset.
believe
Like
it.
I was heartbroken when that happened. I was like,
There was something crazy.
I will never
that
feel
happened
happiness
to my
again. Steve
school.
Irwin's gone.
My school, there was a block away, there was a helicopter that crashed, and I was in an art class. I remember this vividly. Like, I was in an art class, and you heard like a big boom,
Yeah.
And you were like, what the fuck was that? And it was a helicopter with someone important in there. I forgot who the fuck it was.
Obama.
Yeah, probably.
No, he is fine.
Oh, he's okay. It was someone else. But like I remember that, and it was like it was important like at that time, but
Because they
it's,
because they crashed and
Yeah.
What's
like,
his name?
died?
Who's the pitch
they
guy?
crashed and died. Yeah.
Oh,
Billy Mays.
Billy Mays, yeah.
It was Billy
Oh,
Mays.
shit, it was
That's
Billy
how it
Mays.
was.
No, that was
it was
different.
not Billy.
He hit
Mays.
his head.
I'm
no, it
gonna
wasn't Billy
Yeah,
Mays,
it's
but
not
he's
I'm gonna look it up.
Now, my instance of that was not Challenger.
He
was,
did.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, he was on a plane and he hit his head or
He
something.
hit his
yeah,
head on the
yeah.
seat in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was also apparently he did a lot of coke though.
Yeah.
Yes. What's this? What's the
Special TV
spaceship
offer.
that exploded on re-entry?
What?
The spaceship that exploded
Challenger.
on re-entry.
Yeah, was it Challenger?
Challenger was leaving.
on the way up.
That wasn't
What was-
re-entry.
was
That
it-
was
Was it?
Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say all the other shuttles.
For me, that was Columbia because I was at my friend's house and I remember we were playing in her backyard and we heard like in the distance. We're like, what the fuck was that?
Jesus,
and they're like,
what?
hey, it's exploding.
That's
I remember,
weird.
I remember
That's
that
bizarre.
was the first time I ever like recoiled at a joke because it was so soon.
Yeah, it
Yeah, no,
was.
too soon.
It was a New York Yankees pitcher, Corey Little or whatever. New
I
York
thought you said a
Yankees.
big deal. He's on the Yankees.
Was somebody made a
Well,
joke
I guess
about
at that
the
time
disaster
it was
and
a
then
big
Well,
thing.
Yeah, someone told me a joke like that day. They were like, "What does NASA stand for?" And I was like,
yeah. You're like,
"And they're like,
I don't know.
need another 7 astronauts." And I was just
Oh.
like, I was
Oh
like,
my God.
that is
No.
so soon.
No.
And
Yeah.
that was the first time I was ever like,
It's also just not even funny. That's just like,
Yeah. right.
okay,
That's like when the guy who wrote
Jesus.
the guy who wrote SpongeBob passed away, remember? And then during the GTA video,
God,
Ryan was like,
Ryan.
he was like, "Who lives in a coffin under the ground?" They're like, Ryan, like it just happened.
yeah, it's like, let him go cold.
This one said something after that
Because
too.
Ryan jumped in, I went, oh, okay. I'll go
Dive
with
in.
Ryan.
She
I'll make a
mentioned
joke
something,
too.
something about worms.
I said, what was this, like corpsey and wormy all around or something,
something
like that? Yeah.
It was bad.
I remember the comments on that video was like were about Lindsay and Ryan with the SpongeBob stuff,
what it
and I
was.
didn't know
That's
that
what it
that's
was.
what that was
That's what it
until
was.
That's what it was.
deep.
Hey, what do I got here?
I don't know.
What
Let's
do you
just
got?
get into that.
How many hours?
The bottom of that.
Well, not even 2 yet.
No,
right
not
on, right on 2.
I
Hey,
wouldn't
this
have
quiet you. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by 23andMe. This Mother's Day, for a limited time only, 23andMe is taking $30 off their health and ancestry kit until May 13th. Celebrate what makes mom special with personalized genetic insights on her health, traits, and more. A 23andMe Health Plus Ancestry Kit is the perfect gift for Mother's Day. With the most comprehensive genetic ancestry breakdown on the market, mom can explore where her DNA is from out of over 1,000 regions worldwide, learn about genetic similarities and differences between herself and relatives, and opt in to connect with people who share her DNA. Give Mom a gift that's truly unique. She can discover how her genes may influence her health and more with over 125 personalized genetic reports that feature information on her traits and health like genetic weight, caffeine consumption, sleep movement, and much more. 23andMe is super simple. I've used it. You get a little kit, you get a little tube, you spit into it, seal it up, send it back, and then they'll just, you sign up on the website, they just email your results right to you. You can log in. Pages upon pages of information. Super interesting. Recommend it. This Mother's Day, get $30 off 23andMe health and ancestry kit at 23andme.com/off-topic. That's the number 23andme.com/off-topic. Again, that's 23andme.com/off-topic. Offer ends May 13th. Bam.
Is that when Mother's Day is?
Mother's Day is 2 weeks from this Sunday. It's before the 13th. I have to check. Let's see.
I really should figure that out.
You should do something. I believe it's the 12th. Yes. May 12th. It's Mother's Day. Why are you shaking your head?
I think he
You
was
don't like Mother's
We
Day?
did
I think
French
he was
fries
just
at Gavin during that.
disagreeing.
Oh, they were
does that
chucking
mean?
shit in my face.
I heard. I tried to ignore it. You made a lot of fucking noise.
was-
He
Kind of
leaned back to
shut
like
the fuck
catch
up.
fries in his mouth, but it ended up
I heard.
it ended up being more fun to kind of line drive them.
I am so nice to you, Gavin. We are
when
like
I
best
shaved,
friends now.
Well, obviously, but when I
Yeah.
shaved my face, apparently it was
your mustache.
Dumb
Got it.
idiot.
The beard?
Fucking idiot.
apparently the first time Fiona had ever seen me without a beard. So she sort of looked at me for 2
Wallace.
seconds and was like,
Yeah, it was. It
"I
was
didn't even
weird.
recognize you." And then
No.
she said it like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit.
You do.
Well, it was pretty accurate.
And then the next day, she went over to the whiteboard and started doing something. And Gavin went, "If you draw Wallace, like
She
also-
went to the whiteboard and drew like half of her face. I was like, Fiona, if you're drawing Wallace right now.
Which is funny because she drew Wallace from memory first, which was a monster, and then she looked at a picture of him and then drew that. Yeah. So one was like a monster Wallace.
we're still on our
The other
board
one
the
was a
before and
real
after."
Wallace. It's
Yeah.
not anymore.
I took a picture of
She
it.
erased
Now
it.
it's a
She
squirrel.
drew a
Lindsay-
squirrel. She drew a
Yeah, I know.
squirrel.
Lindsay actually drew like a nice drawing.
You should draw a squirrel and
Should I send it to
Gromit.
Stab or someone?
Yeah, to show
a picture of
the
the-
to
Yeah.
show
Fucking
the
Christ.
public.
I forgot what it looked like till I saw that.
It was pretty bad because like I drew it from memory.
He's
Because I
real
was like,
teethy,
this is
the
how
first one.
Wallace looks like.
Well, no, because Wallace's mouth is like
Yeah, that's all I remember.
you have the
very wide.
shape of where his mouth should
yeah,
be,
yeah.
but like the mouth is like this little like.
Yeah.
I didn't remember he had like a full set of teeth that were separated.
And he's got a big ass nose.
like-
too.
Yeah.
well, I mean that's
I mean, that's why it looks
But
like.
why it
Wallace's
looks
nose
like
is bulbous, whereas Gavin's is very
Bulbous.
pointed.
The
yeah. You'll
thing-
get stabbed.
The
by
thing
Gavin's
was like
nose.
I was just on my desk on my computer and Gavin walks in and I've never seen him without a beard, so I look and I'm like,
Who's
it
this
took me
child with
a
the large
second. It took me a second to be like, oh, that's Gavin, because I didn't.
He looks like a little
recognize him.
kid.
Yeah, I was like,
It's insane.
who brought this teenager in
Oh
here?
my god, I just saw
Stop! I hate that
Really
drawing.
funny.
I hate it. You should have put.
It's like a smile. You might want to Google the real Wallace from Wallace and Gromit and compare it
Side
to
by
this
side, yeah.
Fiona
Then also-
interpretation.
Also, throw up a picture of David Wallace too.
Yeah,
Just
why not?
while we're at
Why
it,
not?
Andy Buckley.
Just from The Office.
That's not
Now,
David Wallace. That's some.
how old did you think Michael was when you met him? Because he also has a very young face.
Yeah, but I don't have a beard.
I thought he
No,
was like
that's what I'm
around
saying.
27.
That's not
good.
that wrong.
Yeah,
So
I
pretty
thought
good.
you were like 27.
We're old.
You know, I definitely knew I was like the youngest. I was gonna be like, oh, I'm the fucking baby.
Very
I
good.
have to be mature.
That
you
used to
know?
be Jeremy.
Yeah.
I'm calling
Jeremy.
him
How old's Jeremy? Jeremy, I thought was the oldest.
Jeremy thinks he's 27. He doesn't. It
Jeremy's
takes him
the
a minute.
Oldest? You mean like aside from Jeff?
I
and
thought,
the crew?
not compared to Jeff, but I was
Of
just
the
like, I was
lab.
like,
No,
oh, like
he's a little
out of the
baby.
people who were there at that
Okay.
time, because I don't think Jeff was there.
What about Jack?
But
No,
Jack,
let's
I
be
was like
serious.
35.
Oh
Pretty
boy.
accurate. What do you mean,
Right?
oh boy? Who's that?
What is
That's
the
pretty
actual?
accurate, right?
I don't even know how old he is. I don't.
Jack's
Honestly,
45.
I don't even know how old Jeff is.
It's almost 50.
I don't know
Jeff?
how old Jeff is.
Okay, so that's like a mid.
I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
Yes.
and then cut to the finished version of Fiona's.
I hate it so much.
Show
I
it.
didn't-
I mean, we're waiting.
I got the finished
anticipation.
version, it hasn't loaded yet.
Gavin, it
Wait.
hasn't loaded yet.
Wait.
I think it was too high res.
That's what it is.
The quality of the
You
image.
drew it.
There's a lot of details.
There was a lot. It was from memory. I haven't watched Wallace.
It was
in a
good
minute.
from memory,
It was
dude.
it was the shape of the head. That
It
I
was better
remember.
than I could have done
For
from
sure.
memory.
I was just surprised you've heard of Wallace and Gromit. To be honest.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Wallace
it's
and
like
Gromit
it's like a
American too.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never watched it, but I didn't know who that ugly fuck
claymation?
is.
Well, Wallace and Gromit,
Long
and
trousers and that.
then the big one for
Grand
us
Day
was Chicken Run.
Oh,
Was the same-
I know
yeah.
Chicken Run. That's like the
Same
new
creators.
anime. There's a new anime that
Little?
came out. What? That's
Sky's
called
Falling.
Sky's
Promised Neverland, and it's
What?
exactly literally the plot of Chicken Run. Like,
Dude,
Yes.
it looks like it looks like
Yeah.
what is like if 47 got
you know
poisoned
what?
and then
You know what? I was right about.
47 started to
I was
melt.
right about the face shape, the nose, and then the teeth.
the teeth
Yeah.
gap. The teeth
Teeth
gap's
gap.
like yeah.
I was right about
He
all
looks
those
like a
things.
serial killer. It looks like he eats people.
Hey,
Yeah.
well,
We
don't
filmed,
insult
like-
Gavin like that.
I mean, Gavin just.
We filmed like 2 things, and I kept whipping over to that and then showing Gavin. I think I did a story where I showed those, and then I just turned around and zoom in on Gavin quietly, and he's just like, huh?
I mean, you're right that like his smile, Wallace's actual smile, whenever he,
has
does that,
4
it
teeth.
expands.
It
with
does
the cheek.
expand.
Yeah.
That's why I put the little,
top or the bottom?
the kind of lines
4.
there.
Smart.
But
It's perfect. Look, it's perfect. It's a perfect layout.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
I'm struggling to fit into this one.
Gavin, push your eyes closer together.
Look, Gromit.
He's not lining up with Wallace, is he?
yes, that's exactly what's happening, Jeremy.
Yes.
Oh, the drawing of Wallace.
Hey, can you bring up Yao from Mulan so I can put it over Jeremy?
He doesn't look anything like
I
Jeremy.
don't look
Doesn't
like
at
just
all.
like
How
my
does-
mannerisms.
how does
Just
Yao
is.
look
I
like?
just am him.
He's the little guy that goes.
Oh my god.
In Mulan.
Oh my god, that's exactly Jeremy.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god. Wait, hold on.
I owe you a knuckle sandwich.
I watched that movie recently, and I just pictured, okay, you're Yao. I can't remember their other names, but the other guy who's skinny and lanky was Gavin. And then the bigger dude was
Ling.
Jack. Yeah, Ling.
Oh my god.
Ling, and then
that's
Jack
Jeremy.
is Chimpo.
Yes.
But Chimpo is like
Is this the Gavin?
he's strong as fuck.
This is
Yeah.
Gavin.
Jack's probably got
Jack
some power.
and-
Yeah, I guess. He picks up like 8 people and the horse.
That could
and-
pick us all up.
He picked
Yeah.
Jack?
I can
Yeah.
believe it.
He's got some muscles under all
I
that.
don't.
Only girl who loved him is his
If
mother.
H got into a car
powerlifter.
crash,
Yes.
yeah, he would turn into like a protective mother and be like,
Jack will
"Free
lift a
my
car.
children."
Yeah.
I would like to lift a car.
Remember when you and Jack played tennis?
Quoi?
Je voudrais.
Je voudrais. Je voudrais. My favorite part is just Trevor learning French and speaking
Just
it to
spouting
me.
What do you
small
know?
words.
What do you know?
I took like 3 years of.
He knows like little words, but he'll
French.
say it to me, and I'm like, that's adorable.
That's cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's like a 3-year-old
Yeah.
running around.
You just have to
Well,
put so
like-
much effort into a French word.
Wow,
That's the fun part. That's the
Yeah,
fun part.
he does it. He exaggerates it, but then he also
Yeah.
does, like, we had a little gift from Awu, and it was like le pipi d'or,
Oh.
which means like penis, gold
Petit
penis.
zizi?
Tell me
Petit
Zizi
zizi,
means
yeah, yeah.
penis.
Petit
Yes.
zizi.
Awesome.
Zizi means like private parts. It
Ah.
could be for female or male or whatever.
So it's not like
ZZ Top?
Top.
shit.
That's what he was
Bunch
always
of
talking
bearded
about?
dicks.
Whoa.
he's a
TikTok.
Oh my god.
genital.
But yeah, it was pretty funny just hearing Trevor like,
le big
what
gulp.
does this mean?
Now is
Big
Zizi
good.
only downstairs, or can you talk about like boobs that way too?
For what? For Zizi?
Yeah.
No, it's just down.
Okay, just downstairs.
What is this set of tits in French?
Set.
Not one.
Not an individual.
a set.
Like a rack.
Yeah.
I don't think there. I don't know.
There's a
rack.
There
Gavin
must be
wants
a
to say
word.
Le petit titi.
You can say like for children it would be like tete, which means like boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, you just said titty.
Well, that's a cognate.
Yeah.
It just
Titi.
sounds the same.
What's French for boobs? Tits.
Booby.
La boobs.
No,
There's no
some.
I know. I
means
took Spanish as well.
You
I-
make me
The
sick.
lane.
You make
Yeah.
me
See,
sick. Remember
Spanish?
what I said?
Well, I was
Got
just
it.
gonna bring that up. Trevor's trying to do a French accent during all of that board game, the Sheriff of Nottingham,
Yeah.
and he just couldn't do it because everyone else
All
was
you have
doing
to
these
do is
other
the R.
accents.
Very impressionable, Jeremy.
You have to just do the R.
Right, because Trevor, right, he's like, like trying to do it, but you kept going into the because like
Yeah.
Michael was doing
It's
that as
literally
his guy.
speaking with the R. Like, I want a French fry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
Am I wrong?
Same
Kind
thing.
Sounds like a good way
of
to
put it in
shift
your nose
flag.
a little bit
Yeah,
too.
I want a French
It's just an
fry.
excuse to cough up some
Maybe.
stuff.
Yeah, like some mucus in
Stop
here.
putting it up on
The
him.
only
I'm looking
French I
at you.
ever-
Look at you son of a bitch.
I love at one point in that game, Matt is like,
He's Russian. He's Bobby.
like so the whole point of the game is to try to, not get caught stealing stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
important. And so Matt was like, trying not to get caught by Michael, but Michael's like, should I look in your sack? And Matt's like, I'll give you like 2 to not look in it or something. And Trevor's like, that's an insult, like two pennies. And Michael goes, it is an insult. But I'm an insulting man. Like, you can go. Like just took take it and leave.
That's one of those things that like Jeremy and I attached to,
Yeah.
which was like, remember what I said to you earlier.
What I said to you earlier.
just quoting you.
I'll send you back to Barbara when I'm done with it.
I think during Love Letter, I referred to myself as big and rotund.
Nice.
Just simply because you're like, as big and rotund as I might be.
As big and rotund as I might be.
That's so bad.
Let me look inside your
I don't
sack.
understand any of you.
Yes. Luckily, that's
You
not
had a bag.
French at all.
He was trying to smuggle
sad.
goods
That's-
Yeah.
That's British, dude.
to check his sack.
Did you grow up with like the
Very
Muzzy
sheriff
commercials?
of Nottingham.
Oh,
Yes!
God.
For speaking
Must
different
be.
languages.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know what he was spouting off about.
You're rich.
The big.
That
I watched Muzzy in
Heroin.
Italian a lot.
Nice.
Not French, but in Italian. So it's like, Io sono Muzzy, il grande Muzzy, and then it's like the theme song like, "Duh," like this is really terrifying.
You were terrified.
like the what is it, that VHS thing that was like.
Oh, like
Oh,
THC?
yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
exactly like that. I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus
Awesome.
Christ.
The sound, like the surround sound,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
swell of the
Why would
bass.
they do that?
Was this in school or
I know what
outside?
you're
of
talking
school?
about.
Oh, this was
It's THX?
This was
What was
like
it?
sort of
THX.
school outside
THC, I
of school
think.
because my parents
it
would
was
just
not
put
a
it
Z.
on so I could
Definitely
shut
wasn't
up.
a Z.
No, that's smart though.
It was-
I mean, we did virus, but we put on shows in
no
Spanish
Z
trying to
in
make
that.
it
Look it
work.
up.
Oh
Definitely
yeah,
Look it up.
Muzzy works. Muzzy.
It's the only thing that threw me off is the Z.
But,
We had in school we had La Catrina.
He was dick.
La Catrina was for Spanish, and it was about a girl who came from Mexico to do like school in California. Her name was Jamie, but people kept calling her Jaime because it's a Spanish name. She's like, no, soy Jamie, no soy Jaime.
Oh, hi.
And then
Me llamo.
every 2 seconds, like a Spanish soap opera, someone would turn to someone else and go, La Catrina.
It's not VHS. It's for a sound system.
THX.
Why did we play that when Iris was born? What the fuck?
Why don't we all just do it with our voices?
All right,
Because
okay,
then
yeah.
they're gonna
Already?
cut in.
No,
and all
ready?
that.
Yes,
Yes,
copyright.
All right.
That's
Ready,
tone.
ready, ready,
Well,
ready.
that's what
Okay,
I'm- Yeah,
so, okay.
THC, not copyrighted.
Z? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
God damn! I've
Saved
been
it with
watching
that.
I've been watching Game of Thrones, and they have a.
If you have to
like
cut
a,
that, give it to me so I can put it on social.
They have an ad for Dolby Atmos, which is similar. but-
Yeah.
Game of Thrones on your TV,
What are you
Gavin.
doing? Get down.
I like when
Are you
people get on the
watching
table.
Thrones?
Down, boy.
Let's
That
just all
Melisandre.
Get down.
Melisandre, don't watch for
down,
long.
boy.
I need a
That's
skip
what
with
she
water
sounds
bottle.
like. She's like,
Down, boy.
It was a close call, but it was protected by the bubble shield.
Sorry,
That was a
really
face
sorry,
full of
Gavin.
ass.
Yeah.
How was it?
The ass was over here. Come on, you got hip.
I'll utilize
Face
the
full of
front.
I
him.
got a face full of
side
If I was
ass.
pointing that way.
Kiss it.
Kiss, kiss it.
Kiss it, Michael.
DD.
I
It's a face full of DD.
TTZZ. Does that mean baby genitals, according to what you said?
Oh, no.
It just means
think so.
small genitals. Yeah. It means
That's what was
the
near you.
small genitals.
What's French for pencil dick?
Lapis. Wait, that's
lapis.
Spanish.
That is,
Oh,
I know.
boy.
I know La Papillon.
what the fuck?
That's a
Au revoir, petit
butterfly.
papillon.
Papillon.
Yeah.
Papillon.
What about Petit Falou?
The fuck?
Small something.
Little yogurts and the
The
fruits.
yogurt?
Gogurt?
Petit
Yeah.
Falou.
Yog hurts.
Gogurt.
God, just saw Michael initiate and started laughing.
We're gonna get the gogurt out of the tube.
That was my favorite thing. I think you said his background. as the shot.
I said it as a background that wasn't in his video.
Yes,
Because
yes,
he sat down and was
yes.
like, I didn't film this. And I was
it
like,
was-
that's Bob
It
Vila's
was
video.
a pile of cokers. Bob Vila way in the distance.
He was out of focus,
Out of focus.
150 feet away.
And you moved. You moved.
Eric's here. Heads up.
Eric!
Come on
Hey, idiot! What are you doing tonight?
Whoa, Fatso.
That was so aggressive.
Well, you're never here. Why are you never here?
I was in meetings.
I don't give a shit. Why are you never here for our show? Is it A, because you don't like
Why do you
us, or
disrespect?
B,
We were trying to figure it
because
out.
you know we've got this locked down that you don't have to be here and
Oh, you
watch
guys got it
us.
locked down. There's
Right?
nothing. I don't have to worry about your content.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're gonna do your show.
And then you'll cut out the parts that you don't like.
Eric, how does
we were
Eric-
just
anytime.
we did the
Please do some
THX sound
things,
effect.
man.
How does THX go? How does that
Yeah.
sort of
We can
Does
do it
that not
again.
work?
jingle?
Can we do that?
Well, we already did it.
Well, we did it
No,
by
we can't.
voice.
But then I
The
s-
company I used to work for owns THX, so I'm gonna do it. Bong.
We have already done.
JC,
It's an audio podcast.
you started like none of us did. You went with a bong. No one used the B sound.
Well, he knows them better.
Well,
than
he
us.
probably, yeah.
Knows
Yeah.
the M better.
They
Does
own
he know M better?
It's been one of those shows. Got it. Cool. Well, you guys enjoy yourselves.
Here's a piece of table.
Thanks.
What the
We just
fuck?
off a piece of table. He's been kind of picking
What is
at it.
Wait, what is this?
That's
We-
Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man.
Your goddamn crew put that there.
That's Spider-Man.
Do it.
Get this off.
I got here and
Respect
it was
for the
like
dead,
that already.
man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
no.
feed the dead.
I
I'm
do.
respecting the hell out of them.
Shout out to Peter Parker.
Give food
I'm gonna put
offerings
this
to
wrapper-
people.
Great
and
power
take
comes
Los
great
Muertos.
responsibility.
We'll put this wrapper
Why did
on
you
this
ask me what I'm
French
doing
fry.
tonight?
What's up,
Because he
Danger?
wants to wrestle with you.
No, I've got an extra ticket to Endgame.
You want to go on a date with him?
Oh, yeah, I'll go.
Eric, would
Yeah,
you
you wanna
dress
go?
as someone?
Do you not have a
You might be at a table with a stranger, but you'll be next to me.
I don't care. Oh, then I'm in, baby.
All right.
No, I don't have a ticket.
Why?
He hates movies.
Eric, why?
The fuck?
I don't like. I'll
Fiona's
see,
got an extra ticket.
I'll see
got
it
an
eventually.
extra.
Or you can see it tonight.
I can see it. I'm down to see it tonight.
All right, I'll send you
So
info.
he's taking John's spot.
I'll send you info. No, John took John. John fucking ass.
John fucking.
You didn't form a sentence there.
Eric, the
John,
tap is
John
out.
took John,
Basically,
John ass.
I got turned down by John.
Tap
It's
stopped working.
borderline the most insulting thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
It's just out.
Oh no,
Once
I
it's
don't
not
think
working,
it
it's
stopped
out.
working. I think it's just empty.
It was splooging out.
Well, Lindsay's been drinking.
I'll get it fixed.
Lindsay's not pregnant anymore, so
not
game
broken.
over.
There's nothing
None
to
of the other ones
fix.
supposed to just
No!
This is my third class.
Stop, you cunt!
Oh, that's $1 on the swear jar.
I don't give a shit. Oh, your chest crushed.
Chest crush.
Jeremy,
Grabs my hand.
You might blow up.
What's our out?
3:30s are hard out for the whole thing.
How hard? How hard is it?
That's for the post.
Well,
show.
we're not out and I'm hard, so
There's a
I
show
don't know
after
what's
this.
happening right now.
They have to
Yeah.
set up for a show after this.
Oh.
Do you do the head harder or softer?
Try it
what?
So 3:30 for the main show.
for
Then we
the
do
post show.
Oh boy.
Oh, from the side? That's the weakest.
That's not funny. It's not a fun time.
No, it's
not.
very.
He was going for like the
That's
critical,
not
like
funny.
here are the stress points. If I squeeze here,
If
he
you, the
dies.
skull's gonna crack before the brain, it's fine.
Apparently, you can't squeeze an egg with your hand. Is that true?
Well, if you
Yes.
put it
What
in
does
the
that mean?
Yeah.
I've seen people do that.
No,
There's
like
no
you
way.
take an egg, you put it long ways.
Somebody get an egg.
You put it
it
to
right
the bottom
here.
and the top or gets your hands, you won't break
Get
it.
an egg. Get an egg.
I could do
no,
it.
no.
Gavin can do it.
Someone.
You have to. You have to.
You can't use your nail. You can't
find me.
squeeze
I
down
can do
into
it
You
one
have
egg.
to balance out the.
You have to-
It has to all be equal.
Yeah, the pressure has to be on the bottom and the top, nothing on the sides.
Basically, you have to purposely not break it, so that way, when you try to break it, it's harder when you try to break it.
What?
Go again?
There's a way, no, because like if you squeeze it in your hand, you can just go, like
Yeah.
you just. But you're supposed to do it in such a way that like you fold your hand over it and you try to
So you
squeeze
can't
down
use
with
pressure
this,
from,
and
like,
you
the
have to like
downward
just
tip.
squeeze. Yeah,
I need to go.
because otherwise you could just like
Can you come back with an
so
egg?
easy.
Yeah. Trevor,
Pop one out.
knowing your degree and my degree, you could have said anything there, and I would have been like, "Wow, yes, and that was really insightful."
What did I say?
I don't know.
Wait, do you have a
I can't
degree in
read it.
Gullible?
I'm
What's your
in
degree?
Theater and film.
Oh.
So yeah.
Make believe.
But yeah,
I
that is how I
major in
used to squeeze people's
imagination.
heads.
Why did that? Go? Oh,
That's the wrong way.
Well, it gives people an instant
can
headache.
you just
Yeah.
one? Can
Yeah, I
you
can
just
feel
one
it.
hand?
Yeah.
Jeremy, did you play
squeeze a head?
Mercy a lot in school?
Yeah.
You got an egg?
We did play Mercy.
There were no eggs in the fridge.
Or we played hand
Unbelievable.
tennis, we called it. Which
Yeah,
is
I'm
when
pretty upset.
You hold hands with people similar to Mercy, kind of like you'd hold hands with people.
Yeah.
You just take turns slapping each other in the hand.
No, we
And-
did just the slap like
Yeah, we call it
shaking
hand
hands.
tennis.
Oh
And,
no,
like,
we didn't do that.
Yeah, we just keep doing it. Me and my friend one time, we went at it. We were bleeding
Or we did
before it. It's just whoever gives up first.
Is it quarters where you shoot the quarter across the table and
At their knuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one too.
Mercy was great.
You ever play quarters?
Nah. I watched people do it and bleed all over the tables in the
Yeah.
cafeteria. It was gross.
Yeah, you really got good at like the
Yeah, and then you just
right into their
see, like,
knuckle.
5-finger fillet.
I also liked that I was playing that with my friends and we're like, check out those losers playing Yu-Gi-Oh over there.
Yeah, idiots. Meanwhile, you're
We're
covered
making
in
each other
blood.
bleed.
You were losing real life points.
I was, yes. I gained them back. It's cool.
Me and my
It
friends
shows
used to
defense
see
Exactly.
who could the hardest run at a swing set. Like the swing was like hanging down, and you'd run at full speed, and then as you ran through the swing, it'd catch you in the stomach, so you'd go and get caught back by the swing, and it would throw you
So
back.
would you go over the top? Or
Unless it caught you in the
and then you
midriff, and then you
swing?
just kind of like it would just serve you back up the other
So you
side.
did where you'd push someone else and you had to run under them.
An
but if you fucked
underdog?
it up, then they would just smack
I'm
you.
imagining that shot from Ace Ventura.
I did that when I was a camp counselor, and they got very mad at me.
Yeah, they should
It's
have.
kind of dangerous.
I had a friend who would jump backwards off of a swing.
Oh.
So instead of just like leaping at the peak and off you go, dismount, he would go backwards, which
That's impressive.
Pretty cool.
Would you do a backflip?
which would just it looked violent as hell. No. There's no good way to dismount backwards off a swing. So he'd swing backwards, and while it's just about to stop, he'd let go and he would shoot back.
So he wouldn't roll over. He would just like
No, not
fly.
over the back, over the bottom, right? So
Whoa.
like
over the bottom.
yeah. So if this
he'd
was
go under.
this was the seat, okay, hold on, go back to the wide. If this is the seat, he would instead of flipping back, he would shoot out underneath.
That's crazy.
And so then like he would face down
What?
along the mulch, which is just a bunch of splinters.
Oh my god.
That's
how
like tree bark in his head.
So like I was like, that's insane. It was like I couldn't get myself because it's like you can't do that. I don't know what was wrong with his brain to intentionally do that. So he would like challenge people to try to do that. And so I was like, I psyched myself up, got real high up on the swing. I'm like, ah, and I let go, but at the peak, and I just fell straight down and broke my arm.
Oh, damn. We would do a thing where we would get everyone swinging on the swings like as fast as they could, and then someone would have to run through it trying not to get
gauntlet,
kicked.
yeah.
Trying to get kicked in the head.
Yep.
That was awesome.
We would
people get kicked a lot.
We'd get on the swings, two of us.
Well, we're like, you couldn't stop. There was no waiting in between.
Right.
You have to just run and try and time it. That's why I'm good at chicken horse.
Oh yeah, that led up to Rage Quit. Me and my friends would get on the swings, and we'd let our shoes kind of hang off of the front of our feet, and then
There's no
a
egg.
third
eggs.
person would be
You're
on
out
a
of breath.
bike
Did you run?
I ran.
in front of us,
was
and
like,
so
we
the
gotta
third person would be on a
find
bike in
fucking
front of us,
eggs.
and the ones on the swings would have to kick your shoes off on the swing to try to
nice.
get them
Get
off
'em?
the bike. So we'd pretend we were bomber planes. we're like,
Christ.
he's coming in. We've spotted the U-boat. This is my friend on a bicycle and trying to nail him with a shoe.
Now, in elementary school, this was like peak Lindsay bully phase. But the
Nice.
only way that I could make friends at that time was I would do the tire swing. And because I was strong, I was like kind of a chubby kid, but I still had some muscle. I would do the thing like Mario takes Bowser and swings him around at the end of 64.
Oh, you can get
So
people
long game
cooked.
Bowser?
Yeah. So I would take the tire swing and be like, who wants on? They're like, me. And they'd throw on there and be like, ah! So for like 5 minutes, I would just be swinging kids around like crazy.
So long, get Bowser. What you got, Michael?
What's your stuff?
Yeah. Hey,
Hey.
this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Blue Apron. It's food, and it's good, and I like it a lot. Looking to switch up your cooking routine? Gavin, please. Spring into delicious with help from Blue Apron. Your secret to easy meal planning. Make healthy habits delicious this spring by learning to cook at home. Blue Apron makes it easy to choose from a variety of recipes, including vegetarian meals. And with its new WW Freestyle menu, they have an entire menu of wholesome meals offered in partnership with WW. That's the new identity of Weight Watchers. Lindsay and I have been eating Blue Apron for a while, a couple of years now. Took a picture of this last night. I had Calabrian chili baked chicken with oregano potatoes and lemon dressed broccoli. It was delicious. I did the thing we talked about earlier where I just stabbed the chicken with a fork and I ate the whole piece of chicken without cutting it because it was juicy and delicious. Blue Apron helps me discover my inner chef and learn new recipes and techniques. With Blue Apron, the hard parts are done for you. Cooking isn't a burden anymore. In fact, it's actually fun to learn new kitchen skills with each meal. Lindsay's got 2 giant binders of recipes now. We have
I gotta start
probably hundreds of recipe cards at this point. To start making delicious, brag-worthy meals, not Matt Bragg, at home without the hassle, try Blue Apron. Check out this week's menu and get $60 off when you visit blueapron.com/off-topic. That's blueapron.com/off-topic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Man.
Oh, I was gonna wait for the wine. I was gonna go.
No, I just went for it. Don't brag about it.
The reason we were
Blue
giggling
Apron.
a little bit during that is, we try to stay quiet during the ad reads and stuff.
You don't try that hard.
Well, some of us
little
do.
bit.
Some people do. Some people don't. Gavin goes,
he was like, I need to get up. So during the ad read, he was trying not to hit my legs. And he was like,
he sucks.
Gently, easy, careful.
straight on the fucking McDonald's bag.
Straight into trash.
Is he gone?
Who knows? We don't know.
You
We just
can
don't
never
know.
He always, he just sort of.
He comes and goes.
He just went to the bathroom. He
know.
got his little dick out.
He does
and went
what's
to the
called an
bathroom.
Irish goodbye, which I think in itself is very
just
rude.
fuck off.
But that's me.
He just leaves. And he's like, well, I'm going to say goodbye. It takes forever. So he just leaves without telling
He
anybody.
just goes home.
Yeah, he does
It's
that a
common
lot.
courtesy to say goodbye at least to one person.
At least the host.
Yeah,
right?
at
Like,
least
if you're at a party,
invited
be
you.
like, hey, thanks for inviting
Yeah,
me.
they
And he's like,
invited you.
well, what am I going to say goodbye to everybody? Let's just leave. I don't have time for that.
Well,
He sucks. He's the worst.
Yeah, you literally just go to the host, say, see ya,
today-
thanks for having me.
today he did something that sucked.
Go for it.
He
Play it on.
threw the moon ball, and it was a pretty impressive throw. It hit this cup of water.
It was on my desk.
It exploded. Like I've not seen that.
You
in a
weren't
while.
there.
It
was
exploded.
fantastic.
Out of my
Blew
desk,
up
too.
on my desk.
And-
Watered my desk. Watered your desk.
I had to clean
Nailed
yours.
your Alienware in between our
We want to make
desks.
sure your computer grows.
The back of Jeff's desk. It hits that too.
Caked it.
And what I was like, Gavin, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Is that he sits down while me and Michael, we grab the paper towels to clean off his mess and throws another fucking moon ball at a close proximity to that area. And I was like, what?
There's also like,
Yeah.
as we're desperate, this is why we were late to the podcast. Like, we're desperately trying to set up the switches to film Mario Kart with the derps. They were there. Gavin doesn't bring his fucking Switch. He's like, oh, I didn't bring it today. Doesn't do shit. He's just sitting there. I'm hooking up his dock for him at his desk. Then I'm at your desk hooking up, like trying to get your shit to work so somebody can sit at your desk and play. And in the middle of that, he moonballs a fucking cup of water. And then like, in typical Gavin fashion, 2 minutes later, he's like, what are we waiting for? Why aren't we filming? I was like,
mean,
I'm gonna choke you to death. I swear
I
to God.
cleaned your desk.
I swear to
Thank you.
God.
I
cleaned
appreciate
it.
that.
I had to clean it. I cleaned a little bit. I cleaned Michael's desk. But Gavin's just watching me.
You know
I'm
he's
like,
comfortable with the guests when he starts heckling them their existence. Like, what are we waiting? What are we?
He's
Are
like,
we
"Come
recording
on,
yet? What are you doing over there?"
It's why I just don't understand why every now and again I'll get a message like, why do you push Gavin around and bully him so much? It's like,
Why do you crush him?
Because you don't know him. Like,
No.
I know him.
Do you
It's true.
understand, like me and Michael especially, we've known Gavin for years.
Yeah.
Long before Jeremy got here
Decade
too.
plus?
We
Wow.
get
Don't
messages
insult
like
the
that all
man.
the time.
No.
Or to Michael, where they'll be like, wow, you're so mean to Gavin. We're like, Gavin deserves everything.
I am.
You know that
I
phrase
wanna
that
hear
people
it.
say, that never meet your heroes phrase? Yeah, Gavin sucks. Like, I used to watch Achievement Hunter stuff. and
It's a
I'm
weird,
like- I'm
it's
like,
a weird dichotomy where like we're friends with Gavin, we're like
Cool
Gavin,
word.
Gavin's our boy, but at the same time we're like, no,
Fancy
fuck
word.
Gavin. Like, fuck him.
Dichotomy.
Coworker Gavin.
Where
and-
did you
and
hear that?
at-home
Yeah.
Gavin.
Just said it just now.
Dichotomy. What does that?
spaced out.
I didn't even hear it.
I
'cause
said
it didn't
cool
process
word. You're like,
in
where
my
did you hear
mind.
that?
Buffering.
Right over
Not
there.
even happening. And then I heard you. I was like, wait, that's a weird word you just said.
Yeah. I appreciated Fiona jumping into action and grabbing paper towels too. You're
Oh,
like, I'm on
I
it.
have to.
And
Who else is gonna go run to the other room?
yeah,
and
in
do
my
it?
head I went, oh good.
I like the other day. I decided to finally clean the shit fridge that like a Diet Coke exploded in 6 months ago.
Months ago, yeah.
Forever
So long
ago.
ago.
So it was like, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I unplugged the fridge at the end of the day because I was like, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to clean because like it's like cold in the refrigerator and like frozen
yeah.
in the freezer. So I was like, I'll unplug it, let it warm, and then I'll just clean it up tomorrow. So then I came in and I cleaned it, and fucking Jeremy was like watching me do it, and Gavin came in at one point, and he was like, Gavin, Did the impossible again. He did the impossible. He cleaned that fridge. He cleaned that fridge. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I say Gavin and I. Technically, I think it was Trevor, but broke a bottle of hot sauce once in our room because we were bouncing a bowling ball off.
It was on the
trampoline,
shelf.
Long story.
Oh yeah, it was shelf ball or whatever.
that.
The fuck.
It was a bowling ball into the shelf.
And broke a thing of hot sauce, and then we could have cleaned it up, but instead we played Trivial Pursuit.
They smashed a bottle of barbecue sauce all over the floor and was like, better film this video.
And then we filmed Trivial Pursuit.
And I was out getting lunch and
For
got
Gavin.
food for Gavin.
And Michael walks in and he goes like, "Nuggies!"
Yeah, this is me. I've walked in. I haven't seen it
They
yet.
had it already.
I haven't seen it yet. It's on the floor. That's me noticing. Going like, come on.
He goes, "What the fuck?"
And the camera is there because we knew this would happen. They're like, Michael's gonna come in, he's gonna be upset about this. Let's get the Awu camera ready to go.
I forgot I was there. That's incriminating.
I know I sat down on the couch for a bit before I cleaned it.
You did. You went like, "Did you at least film it?" Like, I think you said.
And then this is you.
Yeah, you see the he's checking
I
if
was
the
making
camera's
sure the
rolling.
light was on. Yeah, I was like, at least you filmed it. God damn it. Yeah, and Gavin's like, I didn't even know where to start. I didn't know where to start. Yeah, that's the shelf.
Oh no, this was you yelling.
That was in the trash can.
Yeah, you can't just throw this in the
He just
trash
took the whole
can.
shelf and put it in the trash can. It's covered in barbecue sauce.
Take a moment, Michael. Take a moment. Contemplate next steps.
Yep.
All right.
So then I clean the whole thing. There's glass and barbecue sauce all over the place. I clean the whole thing, and Gavin's like, Jeremy, he's done it. He's done the impossible. Which we don't even know where to begin. I'll be honest. He's like, I looked at that and said, I don't even know what to do. So we filmed Jeopardy instead.
It's the thing where, like, if you ask him actually, like, why, he's like, it's just not worth my time. Is my time best spent cleaning that or moving on with my life? Doing something else. I'm like, is it worth anyone else's time? No. It's worth less of other people's time, in fact, because they didn't cause it.
The intro to it as well is Michael walking in and going, "Chicken nuggies," and giving them to Gab, and he's like, "Hey, you want some barbecue sauce?" And Gab goes, "Oh, it's better than what's on the floor." That's how it started, and Michael looked down at the floor and saw it.
What is the worst mess that you walked into in Achievement Hunter? We're like, wow, I hate
Post
everyone.
Awu
Yeah,
stream?
I mean that is like mess. Like we broke something and there's sauce all over the
Localized
floor.
spot.
But like usually it's just Awu, which is just boxes. There's just boxes and shit everywhere, and I fucking just like breathe down Jeremy's neck when I see purple and orange shit all over the couch, and I was like, do something with it. And Jeremy's like, oh, I got that on Awu, and I'm like, get it the fuck off the fucking couch. Or like that
Take it home,
space,
put it on your desk.
between our desks that exist, and there's like purple clothes that piles up, and I'm just
I
like,
finally put those T-shirts in my closet. I've been there for like a week now.
it
got wet from the water.
Oh, is that why they were on the bench?
Yeah. Oh,
That's why.
I didn't even see that happen.
Yeah,
I didn't even
I
see
walked
her
in
air it out.
during Mario Kart. I just stood next to Michael because two of my shirts are on the bench that we like the lifting bench, and I just like was standing next to Michael like this because I thought he had done something.
No,
Like
it got
I thought
wet.
Michael had gotten fed up with the shirts being there and then did something with them.
No, that's funny because I saw it and I didn't even notice Fiona put it there, and I saw it after that, obviously. And I'm like, fucking Jeremy, you don't leave your clothes on the bench. That's the bench.
I left because it was wet. I was like, you gotta
And so I
let it
walked in,
dry.
I was just standing next to Michael, and he looked at me and I went like that because I thought it was him. And I was like,
I was like, I thought you put it there. Yeah.
Nope, that
Meanwhile,
was me.
Fiona's being responsible.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I didn't see it happen.
I thought Michael had gotten fed up with my stuff in the office.
No.
We're not help. I'm not helping the problem. I've been doing this thing where
cleaned,
I'm
at
trying to
least.
clean and shit, office beautification.
Yeah, then you put the
inspire
fart
beauty.
spray.
Right.
Well, fart spray doesn't add dirt.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
adds
It
look
stink.
just
how it
cleans
smells.
that office out real
kills
quick.
productivity.
Cleans the office out
Yeah.
of people, which caused the mess, which prevents it from getting messy. I digress. We're rewarding.
MTV show.
Yes.
And-
I'm rewarding Gavin's messiness. In this upcoming office beautification, there's just a day where I'm just sat there and I'm like, I'm usually the last one out of there, and I'm just looking at his space. And we've had people coming in. Fiona's she's been using his desk. Guests are coming in using that desk, and I'm like, this is like the worst waiting room, or the worst
It sucks.
functioning piece of space that we fucking have. And people high tier guests, like friends of Let's Play, of Achievement Hunter, whatever, are coming in, the upper management, upper management's coming in. That's the first thing they see. And I'm just looking at it, going something has to happen. And so I cleaned that up. That's coming. I made a video out of it. A video's coming next week. Office Beautification Part 2. With
What are you doing? What the fuck? Stop.
Jeremy keeps doing this.
I'm doing this. You know what it is? Is I haven't shaved my head and the fuzziness is getting to me.
Trevor, go ahead.
So
Weird.
I've cleaned up. I've basically enabled him
It's
to.
fun. It's a fun length.
You're fine. It's your head.
Trevor, take a feel.
Nah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Christ.
Come
So
on,
whatever.
Trevor.
Why are you making it weird?
It's like a peach.
I like this
I'm
nothing to
sure
do with
it
anything.
is.
He's talking about rubbing Jeremy's head. I like. I don't even know if it'll
I'm
be
gonna
a video.
slap it.
God only knows.
slap
we
it
had
with a tiny
that.
hand.
We had that thing in the office yesterday that we did. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was the day before yesterday. But there was like an inflatable thing, and it had already been blown up once, and it needed to get blown up again. And Trevor's like, "I'm gonna put my mouth on that. Someone else already blew it up. Lindsay, come over here and blow this up." And she's like, "I don't give a fuck."
I was like, hey, Lindsay, you want to blow this up?
It's
She's
just Trevor's like,
Wait, what was
"Gross!
it?
I'm not touching this. Hey,
Was
can
it
you
the
blow this
soccer
up?"
boppers?
No, it was the
No.
thing that's dangling from the ceiling.
Oh, I'm the one who blew.
Trevor
Okay,
was
no.
disgusted that like someone, and he's like, "I'm not, Lindsay, blow this up." And she's like,
I gave her the option.
It was
like,
amazing.
Lindsay, you're over there. You want to blow this up? She's like, all right.
Jack blew up the soccer boppers that I blew up.
Oh, nice.
He didn't realize.
I've
I was
embraced
like,
my role as the kid at lunch. She's like, eat this weird shit. I'm like, all right.
It's like
$5
when I was in school
Thanks.
and I like would have a piece of trash or something, and I'd just be like, "Can you hold something real quick?" And then people
do that.
always put out their hand, and you just give them the trash, and then they end up like for 5 seconds, they're like, "Yeah, sure,"
No.
and then they realize they have trash, and you've already walked
See,
away.
I do this. Hold this real quick.
No.
Just try me for the example of the
Okay.
podcast. And then you go, aw.
Oh.
You hold
She's
hands.
rubbed his head. She's held my hand.
In my family,
It's like when I was one time I stood there and Lindsay said, "Come over
I brought
here."
this up to you before. In my family, you go offer people fist bumps. You go, "Hey, oh," and they like go, then you go to fist bump you, and then you grab their fist and kick them in the shit.
Wow. What? That's hard.
That's funny.
We call it calzoning people. I don't know why we call it that.
I don't know either, but I love calzones.
What were you talking about?
Well, there was this time where I don't know what caused this or what sparked it, but like Lindsay said, "Trevor, come here, put your hand out." I was like, "What?" Like she like for like a high five or something. I was like, "Okay," and she went and she just like, and then her
Hand
thumb
hug?
wrapped around. I was like,
Hand hug?
You know.
she's like, "Hand hug." I was like, "What?"
Gavin left. For sure.
Yeah, he's gone.
Gavin's
He's
gone.
out.
Gavin's gone.
Yeah.
And
Trevor's
it's almost
baffled by the
3:30.
hug.
Oh, well, I was like, that's like, there's like you're the one who thumbtacked your sister,
Yeah.
and like you're talking about all these like
let's
things.
be clear. My sister thumbtacked me. That was not
All right,
the
well,
reverse.
something
You're remembering
happened.
it wrong.
You're remembering it wrong.
You were remembering it wrong. Man.
But you got all these stories where you're like beating crap out of people.
Beating crap,
and then,
dude.
and then
She
you're
was a
like
crap
And then you're
collector.
like, "Come here, hand hug."
Come here.
I was like, I don't get it, man. Like, where are you at? What's?
We were talking about our desks being messy for people to visit. When Fiona was here, just visiting in general, not here for your like contract work or anything. I looked at my desk after you'd used it, and I had like 3 dead crickets on my desk.
I know, I saw that. I didn't want to mention it, but I was like,
Michael's
all
had
right.
desk as porn on it. While I
didn't wanna mention
Well,
it.
Lindsay came the other day. It was like yesterday or the day before. I was opening my drawer, pulling something out of it, and she's like, "Hey, what was that?" And I was like, "Oh, you're talking about this Awu porn?" And she was like, "What? Oh, right, we got sent that. Never mind."
Yeah, it's a
I was
DVD
like, I
with
have-
a bunch of.
No, it wasn't
girls-
even the DVD.
Oh, it's not the DVD.
It was the magazine.
Oh.
I've got magazines. I've got DVDs. I've got manga. I'm saving the gifts from the fans. I just have a lot of porn in my desk now.
It's pretty funny because we all gathered up trying to figure out like the main TV. We're trying to like
we
see
tried
it.
to
trying to
watch
watch
it.
porn on
tried to watch it because
we've
it looked
got all
interesting.
these- we have everyone just looking up trying to see if we could play this.
We tried
It's
Xbox. We
region
tried
locked.
the PS4.
It's
We
region
need a CD drive,
Unlocked.
which
Region
we don't.
unlocked.
Every
None of
girl
our
on that
PCs have
DVD
it.
cover has a penis.
It was a lot of.
Oh, it's all female.
Well, it's like it's
with
half and
big
half though.
peepees.
It's half
fake
like
ZZs.
it's half
big zizzis.
it's half real people and half
Hentai.
like
Cartoon.
hentai cartoons.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what is this?
I mean, we gotta
What's
watch
on
it
the
to know.
disc?
We
Yeah.
gotta watch it.
Is
to
it
know.
both? Do they
So-
bang each other? I don't know.
Can't know until you watch.
Futari is woman with dick.
Yeah,
slash
I think so.
And that's
transgendered
exactly what that.
man.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
What's
the
it called?
I'll be honest, I
don't
pointed
know, 'cause it
Google
was all
translated the
censored.
thing, and the first word I saw was sister, and I was out.
Yeah, peace. Goodness.
Oh my.
I'm
God.
just saying, it's
Michael,
work
what do
related.
you have to say to us?
Oh, I'm just gonna mention RTX Austin 2019. It's coming up.
Come for more
It's a thing.
conversations like this.
Dude, we'll
Yeah.
be there. We'll be talking about stuff.
We have a lot of cool
We
shit
might have
coming
a-
to RTX. We'll put out a video, honestly, like just laying out what all Achievement Hunter is going to be a part of.
Here's
and
what
doing.
Achievement Hunter is going to have at RTX: unlocked region DVD player.
Oh, thank
We're watching porn at the panel.
I'm not saying
Listen,
that.
we're
I'm
just
just
gonna
saying we'll
take
have
over
it.
center stage
I
and
put it on
up.
the whiteboard. I
put it on the board.
whiteboard, and
Put it on the
no
board.
one. we need
I put it
it.
underneath.
She
now.
put it under needs.
Put it under needs.
That means we need it.
We need it.
AH Live tickets on sale. Do you have a link?
Very few left.
We are almost out, so if you'd like to come to AH Live, there's a link.
There's some balcony seats remaining.
bit.ly/AH Live 2019. Get your tickets now if you want. That's, I believe, probably the day before RTX
It is
starts.
before.
July 3rd.
It's a capital
July
L
4th.
live.
July 4th.
Capitals matter.
Achievement Hunter will be there, hopefully.
Yeah.
We are
Come
live.
celebrate Independence Day with AH
It's
Live.
us live.
Achievement Hunter alive.
I don't.
And
Theater
that's-
mode live, exclusive for RTX badge holders.
Badge.
Yeah.
Badge, come check out there.
There's an on the spot live. I think I'm on
I don't
that.
have notes for that, so we
Yeah.
don't have to talk about
think
that.
I'm there.
Tyler didn't slack me about
Comedy night.
anything
That's
about- nope,
happening.
he's
Comedy
not
night.
here.
Jeff
That's
will
not
probably
here.
be doing stand up there.
Fredo
So
is.
That's like kind of
Fredo
funny.
is?
That's like kind of
Nice.
funny
Cool.
something,
Stand-up.
right?
Well,
Is
like
that
Jeff
cool,
and
guys?
Fredo are both doing
I mean, I know
stand-up,
they're
yeah.
in it. I'm just saying.
Nah, the kind of
it's a kind of funny, like
Pretty sure it's
focus
like a
thing.
kind
but
of funny thing.
Funhouse
No,
has
they're
some
not
people
coming.
in
No,
it.
They are.
Lisa's
They
there.
are, and they wormed their way in.
Greg's
Jeff and
not coming.
Alfredo. Greg's gonna be there.
Greg.
Greg's gonna be there. His nips will definitely come out.
Is Tim there?
Yeah, I'm sure he
Okay,
is.
then
That's
Alfredo
the
will
only
be
thing that
happy.
matters.
right?
Yeah.
And then we also have a clip. No spoilers, is what I'm told, for Hardcore Tabletop Episode 3, which just came out yesterday.
Roll it.
Roll that clip.
So watch it now.
He's already rolled doubles twice. One more will
I'm a
put him in
bad
jail.
man. Hey, I'm going to jail.
He's in super jail.
Come on.
And with that,
I've been waiting.
how are you? Anthony, why don't you go ahead and get into the prison?
jail with you.
He rolled 3 doubles, which sends you to jail, but he also landed on jail. Hence, he goes to super jail. Super jail, it's basically jail.
There is so much confusion when you get to jail. First, you see Greg's crotch, you see everybody's undesirables, and you hear banging up top and yelling.
Nobody is coming to stay at my place. They're not even getting to my place because they're all going to jail. They're coming around the bend and people they're skipping my neighborhood altogether and they're going to jail.
Now is a good time to go to jail because when you're in jail, you still collect that money. I don't understand it. My ex-wife, she did that a lot. She collected my money when I was in jail, but it's legal, it's by the rules, and it's all above board, and I miss her so much.
Jack's character is easily one of my favorite fucking
Jack should
things.
be like that more often.
I like texted Jack the other day because there was just a clip we posted, like something like that, but from last week. And the mouth breathing that you just where he's like, we're gonna come out, we're gonna give it 110%, it's gonna be fun, it was just clean fun. Like that's like the
Not mouth breathing, it's just open all the time.
On Reddit, and they're like, "Jack's the best part of hardcore," and it's like an image of like 3 of them sitting at the table, like, and just Jack in the background, like he's walking by with his mouth open.
Oh shit, trash.
You gotta stop.
Jack's great. Oh goodness.
Oh god, I'm tripping.
I still like as a
nervous.
hardcore fangirl, I guess. It's like it's crazy that
You're a
Dante
fan of
Bosco's
hardcore?
there. Yes.
Dante Bosco.
I'm like, that's fucking Zuko, man. That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
He's
Stop
doing.
finger
He
Peter
was doing
Parker.
like that's like community service
No,
for
it's
him,
finger
right?
Parker.
Basically,
That's why Dante's there.
I'll throw you a
What's
bone.
that?
It's like community service or
Here you go,
something. He's had like a traffic violation, and they were like, "Listen,
Here you go, buddy.
you need to stop."
He's bouncing the balls that he popped earlier.
How drunk are you?
Whose weed is this? That's someone brought in
Dirt.
and just
This
dumped it on
is
that. No,
dirt.
it's
Yeah.
it's
I'm not gonna
manure.
lie. When I first walked in, I went.
What does that mean?
that means
It means she was hoping to roll it and move on.
Lindsay has a lighter ready.
trying to smoke some dirt?
Smoke it.
No.
I'll sell it to you. Y'all say the good shit.
Good shit.
This is some good potting
Snort
soil.
it. Snort it.
It smells like
Snort it.
no.
Do it.
Be more subtle.
Whatever.
Do
And you know
it.
what sucks too? I was eyeing Jeremy
It
earlier.
smells like when I went to camp as a kid. It's like nostalgic. Get in there.
nature.
Get up in here. No.
Like,
Outside?
fucking
I know what happens at
outside.
camp. People fuck at camp.
Please?
Okay?
No.
Yeah,
We were like kids,
yeah.
dude. We were like 8-year-olds.
I know what I said. Can you stop?
I laughed into
Can
the
you
dirt.
stop?
You
I
made me
saw my
laugh into
camp,
the dirt.
I saw
Stop!
camp counselors kind of like in the
Oh,
Yeah,
those
anything
They're the
Trevor
first
would
ones to die when Jason Voorhees pops out the lake.
Earlier,
don't
I
care.
wanted to blow it all on Gavin, and I was
Yeah.
trying to like, Jeremy, move, and that when the time is right, I was just gonna blast him with it.
Who here
She
went
would
to
have got
summer
hit,
camp?
and I
I
wouldn't
would
have
have.
cared.
Who went to summer camp? Okay, so everyone but Michael went to summer camp.
fucking
Okay, cool.
nerds.
That's cool. All right. No, I
You
mean,
rich nerds.
all right, sweet.
No.
I did a lot of Christian
Summer
summer
camp was go outside.
I hear that. Me
bitch.
too.
Where
Get out of the
I don't
house.
want to see you until
a lot of the
6
gay kids have
p.m.
sex together. So
What?
You know,
Yeah, I
Scott,
do.
Describe it.
Christian summer camp /
Okay.
Christian camps period is where everybody who is gay goes, yo, I'm gay. Are you gay too?
Yeah.
Let's fuck
Yup.
right now.
That is correct.
This
will
is the
not allow
only
it.
time.
Yeah, man.
Like, let's
We gotta
go.
do it.
Makes sense.
That was my experience.
Now I know what I missed out on.
5
You
minutes.
haven't lived until you prayed 4 times a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's when I went to summer
Ways
camp.
of mercy,
Several different
ways
years
of
I went.
grace. You know, you do.
I
the
was
energizers.
just praying to get let back in the house so I could use the bathroom.
Let's go around back.
It's 10 a.m. Get out and don't come back till it's dark. That was my
Wake
summer.
up and get out.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Go piss in the backyard. Go
Dude,
behind the tree.
You know, I
And
prayed
you
to,
did.
to God and played a lot of Foursquare.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Did
time.
that
Oh,
too.
dude, Foursquare. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta let that bus stop rule go.
Foursquare, man. Good times.
Good
Did you-
times.
I love when you cherry bomb someone. You're like, go get it.
Cherry bomb was the rule of like,
cherry
what does that
bomb.
mean?
Go get it.
It was just a fuck you.
It was.
Yeah.
That was great. It was like, ugh.
Make him chase it.
What summer camps did you
Why
go
don't you go ahead and play
Fiona?
that voicemail here?
I went to a French
He's got a
one,
voicemail. He just announced it.
and
I
then
don't know why.
I had another
Want me
summer
to read out the
camp.
number?
I don't remember it too well, but I did go to like a Christian like retreat once, and I never did that again.
Got you.
I started like a tantrums.
What are they retreating from?
Because it's like this thing,
The
like
devil.
I don't know. Like you go in the
Retreat from
forest,
God.
you start praying all the time, and I was like, this isn't for me.
No,
Yeah.
yes, that's about
I'm
right.
going
yeah.
home now.
Yeah.
Hell
Call
yeah.
my
You
parents.
retreat
I got
from
a
Harry Potter.
I got a flu.
Yeah.
I got a flu.
I got a flu. One of those flus.
I'd like one flu, please.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
sneeze in my face. I don't want to go.
Thank you, God, for this disgusting food.
That just like thanks God for this hot dog. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
We
These
didn't-
PB&J.
Thank you for this fish taco with mystery sauce. It's great.
Can you stop
Mystery
like
sauce.
dirtying?
No, it's already filthy.
please.
I had nothing to do with it.
It's part of the hand desanitation.
that reminds me-
center.
At French summer camp, could you only speak French?
Yeah, it was just French people.
Wait.
Stop with the ZZ. Stop.
You know,
Season
you
off.
like you
You're
guys
making it
notice,
bad.
like guys, you guys do have like
Trevor, can I salt bay you?
French
with dirt?
fans, like either from Canada or from France.
Right.
Like they're French and like they've heard us sort of speak French and they're like, "Oh, I love this. Thanks, Fiona."
Like
And I feel very
That was a
happy.
really
and to them I
odd
say
pat herself on the back moment.
It was,
I
it was,
know.
because I was spouting elementary French before she showed up. But I'm
are
glad
you
I can
doing?
say it to
What are
someone
you
now.
doing now?
Because of you, I
What
can
the
do
fuck
it.
is this?
He's trying to dirt bay me.
I'm gonna salt bay Trevor with
You
dirt.
know what? The thing is, I tried, and it's better.
Oh, I didn't
You
even get a
know,
close up. Just salt bayed my own arm.
I want to talk real quick about Sarah Weems.
Why don't you
Just
get into it?
because
Why
this reminded me, we don't have a lot of time left, but we mentioned earlier, I think we mentioned it on the podcast, I know we talked about it today, that you got by the New York subway and you didn't feel
Oh,
well
yeah.
because you went to New York and you made the mistake going in the subway, so you were
I had
attacked by a
to.
bunch of infectious diseases.
Absolutely.
And was that yesterday then
Well, I
that
mean,
you slacked that?
I was, yeah.
Well, I mean that you were like,
yesterday,
yeah, I got back,
yesterday.
and I like New York subway equals death. I mean,
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
totally understand that. But we came in, and we mentioned something about like who was in the office or whatever, and we were like, oh, Fiona's not in today. And both Gavin and I were like, yeah, she got like, I think she's sick, like from the subway or whatever. And Sarah's like, she's not sick, she just got in late. And we're like, what are you talking about? She's like
4 a.m.?
Yeah, she was like, no, she posted in the Slack. Like, I think like the subway delayed her flight. Like the subway was late.
No,
so then
I
she
was-
got in late, and that's why she wasn't here. And Gavin and I are just like, what are you What are you on about?
I don't think
And she's
Sarah
like,
understands
she's like, yeah, no,
the subway.
No,
in New
no,
York.
like the subway was running late, so I think she missed her flight and she got home late. Like, yeah, she put it in the Slack. I pull up the Slack and it's like,
don't feel well, running a fever.
yeah,
subway got me.
it was like I don't feel well. I think I got sick on the subway.
Yeah, got by the subway.
I'll come in today if my legs allow it.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, you want to say that again, Sarah? And she's like, oh, I guess she did.
She, like,
I guess
read-
she did miss her flight.
read-
She just completely made something
was
up. I have no
definitely-
idea what she was
I was
talking about.
I was definitely
She took
in
it like a
Austin
totally
yesterday.
different direction where I'm like,
Yeah.
both Gavin and I are like, she didn't say that at all. And she's like, Yeah, I think she missed her flight.
Well, am
I'm
I
just
wrong
like,
that-
the hell are you talking about? It was like a 2-sentence post. It
Even
wasn't like a
before
novel.
that,
It was like,
didn't
what are you
Sarah
talking
say,
about?
like,
Are you
oh,
serious?
she-
Where the fuck have you been?
Hey,
You're still here?
what's up?
Did you go to another party?
Hop on in.
Like the last podcast you were on and then just left and never came back to.
That was true. I did go to a party.
I know.
But it was there. It wasn't like I left.
You still didn't come back. Who cares where it was?
That's true.
All
I'm gonna
right.
take my beer back.
Even
'cause
before Sarah said that
you're
though,
here
did
now.
she not earlier when you first brought that up? She goes, "Oh, did she eat at Subway and got sick? Like the
That I
food
don't know
made her
about.
sick?"
I can't even.
I guarantee that was
Talking about
Sarah.
how Sarah thought Fiona got locked in a train.
I don't
and
know,
make her flight.
dude. I was just saying how it made no sense at all, and both of us were like, "What are you talking about?" And I pulled up the message and just read it, and she was like, "Huh."
She's like head of communication.
a lack of
love it.
communication.
I love it.
Yeah, wow, that's
But
funny.
I'm glad she got me a Big Mac that I didn't ask for because I
Yeah.
ate the shit out of that. This guy sucked in
Oh,
my
you sucked
Alfredo.
that
Do you
one
feel
down.
good though, or do you have like after Big Macs?
Oh, I feel
No,
great.
no, I don't really get that from a Big Mac.
I feel
I got
awful. I
it
feel like
bad from Taco Bell the other day. I ate Taco Bell and then I told Lindsay later that night, and I was like, I feel so bad. It's killing me.
Yeah, I was like, well, good night.
It was bad, dude. It was like I was so hungry, but now it's so bad.
Yeah.
There's many times where Michael like texts me or calls to me from the bathroom. He's like, "I'm dying, come help." I'm like, you did that to yourself.
Also,
Fuck you."
sometimes I just want her to like get hit by it.
Yeah.
Where
Hit
I'm
by
like,
just your misery.
About to drop.
no, like
smell.
the
Yeah.
smell.
Oh, she's your wife.
No, the
That's
worst
exactly
is this
why I do it.
motherfucker. This motherfucker. I'll
Whoa.
be sitting there going
The
to the
father of
bathroom.
your children?
I will be doing just a number one, chilling by myself, doing my thing. And Michael's like, "Hey, open your legs so I can pee."
I say it all the time because it's
Into
funny.
the toilet.
It's
Like,
funny. I
no.
want to save time.
No.
Wear her down, and eventually she'll be like, "Fine, just
No.
fine."
Has
I'll
it
be
ever
like,
worked?
No.
And if it did work, would you go from just stood up, or would you squat and sit over her legs and aim down?
Wait,
No, I
what?
think
No, I
it'd be
wouldn't do
standing.
that.
Yeah.
I
Do we
would
need to
definitely- I don't know
like get
what
out
he's
here
talking
in
about.
the front and demonstrate again?
Fiona,
Yeah,
what's the matter?
absolutely.
Like the
What's your
stacked
issue?
urinal
What's your
situation
issue?
we did?
Isn't there a hard out in 9 minutes?
Yeah.
You haven't done the post show yet.
I know. You came back and just extended it. We're about to end it, and then you sauntered back on the set.
End it now.
All right. Well, what are you doing?
I'm trying to demonstrate for Trevor.
I'm okay.
so-
Okay.
Gavin
Demonstrate how
was-
you sit
Gavin-
on a bowl.
That's okay. I understand
Yes.
your part.
Like,
I didn't understand his part as much.
Yes.
No, my part would be like, would you want to pee there because the splash, or would you want to?
I'm not gonna get splashed at all.
Your
But you'll
ass
splash
is
her.
gonna get
Okay.
damp. You
So
know?
Either
if
way.
you
Oh, I did like
if you
this more-
sat on her legs and aimed right down, you wouldn't splash her.
Yeah, but the splash
I
would
should
still
sit
kick
on
up
your
to her
no.
butt.
Yeah.
Like, well, how would you want it?
I'll do a drip drop.
I wouldn't want it at all. In any way.
But you're gonna get it.
If I had
I keep telling her too. I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna go.
If I had-
I threaten her a lot,
This
and I
is-
say,
this
I'm
is
gonna go. So
a
if you're
UTI
gonna, if you're
waiting
gonna,
to
if
happen.
you're gonna
Yes.
spread your legs,
Yes.
there's medicine for that. It's
Fiona
two
knows.
people in
Can
one.
you get a UTI from other people's view?
Fiona knows.
I bet you can.
Other people's
Fiona
I
knows.
I say
Who
it's
use
probably
kids?
more
You're gonna get a
likely.
TI. Okay, how about this? Just cut the video now, and we'll just do the post show now.
Let's do the post show. Thanks for watching. You should pee 2 people per 1 toilet. It saves time.
And please,
it's effective.
please pee. Don't hold it in.
Hold it in as long as you
UTI.
can.
You'll blow your bladder
Why
up.
not pee over the back?
If I had to choose, you would be sitting down with me. So
That's
Like behind her
idea.
bum.
I can get behind you and pee behind you.
You could pee in the tank.
Yeah, like this.
But you're in the wall. You're in the tank.
Yeah, but I'll be like
On the tank, sitting.
I sit on
And
the
how
tank.
low is your toilet?
pretty low.
Is it
It's not that low. It's not that low.
My legs are
She's just showing off. Can you end it, please?